1.
RoJo, you tweeted to get cut, but they just shut Clyde down, so we're glad you're still in town. The playoffs, hey, they're just one big slate, so how about you break that shit and rush for 98 yards to the fucking house against Houston in week 15. It's what we need. 98 yards to the fucking house against Russell Wilson. Win us the million. Win us the million, yeah. 98 yards to the fucking house against Carolina in week 10.
Pat Fryer Helmo.
This is why I'm hot.
Anita Handjob.
Fix your sight.
Jamar Alpha Play Chase. Are you kidding me? Kadarius Toney?
You can't handle the heat.
It looks like we're finally at this point. You're right.
They say good things are worth waiting for. Sky Moore and Ronald Jones in week 12. That was the thesis of the play all along.
My camera's done. I'm done. I'm that's it.
I mean, Pat, how do you? Someone was saying they want to get you a new computer. You fucking bought a new computer. You have my.
I bought a new computer. You were the one who gave me the specifications, though, Pete. So this is on you, bud.
Well, do you notice we ever having issues over here? We need to get you. Are you Ethernet?
No, Murphy choose the Ethernet, so I don't have it.
Well, that might be our issue here. That might be the issue.
I was fine. The camera was just fine. How's it fuzzy now?
I mean, it's you have to go into witness protection after touting RoJo again via song.
Via song. Week 15 is what we need, man. Come on.
That was beautiful.
CH is out week 15 still.
Welcome to the Shipgiving Extravaganza. For those of you new, this has become an annual tradition. We're going to have some of our friends swing by here shortly. Brick75, aka Brian Hooper, Chris Spags, and then after the Roto Grinders boys are done with their show, we'll have Reeves and Daigle swing by. We'll have some drinks. We'll have some laughs. Gretch, how you doing?
I'm a little emotional, but
yeah.
I think I'll be able to get through. But I mean, the new verse, the extended cut, for whatever reason, I went down a rabbit hole the other day and was reading about Princess Diana. That felt a little like the Candle in the Wind remix right there.
Wow.
Elton John at the funeral. It was beautiful.
Gretch, you're cranking out stealing signals posts and sweating the World Cup, and you're finding time to go down Princess Diana rabbit holes
I don't
right
know
now?
how that happened, but yeah. I think it was.
What did you discover?
It was off the World Cup because it was about Saudi Arabia. The journalist who was murdered, his first cousin is the guy who died with Princess Diana, who she was seeing at the time. True story.
Huh. Did you discover anything else on your deep dive?
No, just a lot about like the Saudi power structure.
Did you guys happen to see the celebration when Saudi Arabia beat Argentina of the guys in the house? I gotta pull this up. This is one of the most incredible things I've ever, like this celebration right here. Let me pull this up here. Okay. Watch the door. The guy just took the door off.
And then you get guys hugging him.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's just like such a power move. That guy's just chilling.
That guy is just, what is this sport?
One more. Watch the door.
He goes right to the door. His whole mission right there is to take the door off.
He had been thinking about that the whole time.
He's been thinking about that door. He's like, I hate this door. I'm taking this shit off.
Oh my God. That's how you celebrate. It did like come off the hinges like very easily. I mean, he must have been prepping that somehow. I don't know how they did that. Yeah, I'm sure there's already a GoFundMe with like $400,000 donated to replace that door.
It seems like it comes right on and off. I wouldn't be too worried about it.
That someone if RoJo scores a touchdown on Sunday against the Rams, when the Chiefs are 14.5 point home favorites against fucking Bryce Perkins, someone Photoshop our heads onto all those Saudi Arabian guys celebrating.
Please do that. I need that.
Yeah.
I need that in my life.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Exactly. Good point, Lou. Touche. Pretty sure the Saudis don't need a GoFundMe. Yeah, they're doing fine over there. All right. So we're gonna have our guys swinging by here in a second. Is there any? I mean, it was depressing going through and setting bids this week. Although, do you know what wasn't depressing? I was going through so many teams, and I was like, we got Samaje Perine here. We got Rachaad White here. It's like, if only this could have happened, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks ago instead of in week 11 or week 12, we would have been really cooking with gas.
Plus, like the Rachaad White thing, him literally passing a healthy Leonard Fournette and then like winning the job, and then Fournette gets banged up. It was exactly as we were hoping.
I'm sure everyone feels this way every year, but we are not going to get paid off on how right we were this year to the extent that we were. I feel like a lot of things have hit that we've not gotten paid off on.
The AJ Brown, like
Breece
we were about
Hall.
as right as AJ Brown as we've been on like anything in a while.
Yeah. Even Melvin Gordon getting cut tilted me so much because I was arguing about Javonte Williams being able to take over that backfield. The whole discussion in August was, is this a 50-50 backfield? Melvin Gordon was really good last year, all those things. Javonte Williams got hurt and Melvin Gordon still got cut.
Yep.
Four guys they picked up off the street, Latavius Murray and Marlon Mack.
Mike Boone got hurt too. There's no one there that started on the team now.
It was so bad that they cut him.
Well, dude, Gretch, the other thing I got to give you props on, you called how suspicious that that Leonard Fournette, clearly agent-driven tweet was right after their Germany game, like early on a Monday morning when we never get injury information updates there. And you're like, this is suspicious. I'm sitting here being like, oh, they said the team, he's healthy. They're going to go into the bye. He's going to be completely fine. And then it's like, all right, 14 days later, and this dude still isn't ready. Like that was the lady doth protest too much with that tweet for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think Denver. I blame a lot of my anything that bad happened is I'm basically blaming Russell Wilson because Denver. I was pretty in on Denver. I thought Denver was going to be fertile ground for fantasy points, and man, was it? It couldn't have been less fertile. It's just a bunch of stones over there, a bunch of rocky mountains. It's you're not growing anything.
But I mean, that's one of those things with fantasy too. Like it sucks because it's a lot of time, but each season is kind of just like one slate of DFS. Yeah, I mean, you take your stand, you make your play, you understand that there's. I mean, the whole idea of being heavy on Denver was that they were underpriced. When we talked about this in the summer, you were very high on them in best ball. I remember you talking about that. I wondered when we bring that up because I was like, man, I worry about Pat's best ball teams because I remember you saying you had Denver guys on. Like,
I had a lot of Denver. My best ball teams are actually they've kind of made a comeback. I mean, I have a lot of Traylon Burks and a lot of Rachaad White. Even the Sky Moore stuff's maybe gonna be okay in the end.
Well, here's the Galaxy Brain thing about being good if you're on Denver. It means you were playing for a Week 17 matchup with Kansas City, which means you have a lot of Mahomes and Kelsey.
That's right.
But I mean, the thing is, they were cheap, and we knew that there were concerns. I mean, it's not like it was an obvious, like it was likely or it was something to be in on. But part of it, I mean, everything is cost adjusted. But like, anyway, none of us foresaw this. But like, if we all. I don't know. The market was high, obviously, on Sutton and Judy, and there was a lot of optimism on Russ. But I don't think all of us thought there was like going to be no bumps at all. It was just, it's a cost-adjusted bet. Sometimes there are high ceilings, low floors, and it's just like, like you miss on one thing within the one slate that is the whole season. Like Kyle Pitts, someone's mentioning. That's a great example. I would make the Kyle Pitts bet again. It was not Kyle Pitts' season, right? But
I think that's safe to say. I think it's finally safe to say it wasn't Kyle Pitts.
Yes, it wasn't Kyle Pitts.
Dude, everything so I like to kind of layer in stuff as I do the walkthrough. I'm writing a lot, and I'm trying not to get bored, right? So I like to kind of dig into new stuff. This is ultimately sometimes backfires because then it takes me too long. And
You're saying you don't like to phone in your matchup column?
I don't like to phone it in. So I'll try
kind of industry standard.
Yeah. So I'll try to dig into new stuff, and it keeps me engaged. And one of the things I was looking at this week, I started looking at it a couple weeks ago, but I dove a little more into it, was these over the middle of the field targets. Hayden Winks has done some research showing, that middle field targets are pretty important, maybe like an kind of understudied part of fantasy football potentially. And went and was like, let me see how Kyle Pitts ranks in this. Cause like Amari Cooper, he has very few of these targets, and maybe helps explain why he's so boom bust, right? He's not getting these really valuable targets. Kyle Pitts is getting a shitload of over the middle targets per route. He's actually, it's like I think he's the number one tight end in the league. So like, there's like other things that I think make his target profile like even like sneaky stronger than we realized. I'm going to be back in on him next year. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm drafting him again next year.
Yeah. I mean, but let's keep that on the low between now and like April. And
I was already thinking about, there's going to be no discount. There's going to be,
let's let him be a fifth rounder. Come on.
He's going to be a third round pick again next year. Let's just be real.
I'm not going to jam him
in the third, honestly.
I wouldn't be jamming, but I will.
Yeah.
I will. Maybe it's like Mark Andrews, like when he broke out 2 years ago, he was a 4th, 5th turn pick, right? In 2021.
Sorry.
Mark Andrews is coming off a disappointing season.
So 2020, he was like a third round pick, especially in FFPC. I remember taking him in the third a lot, and then
we took him in the second,
4th or 5th, or second. Then it was 4th or 5th, I think.
Okay, so that is where I think he'll be 4 or 5. Because I was talking to Davis,
and that's
this week. We both said premium. 5th, but
I think in non-tight end premium, he's like a 5-6 guy. Might be.
I don't think he'll get to the 6th. I think we'll people like us will scoop that discount.
I'll put his fucking floor as a 4th round pick in BBM3 when ADP opens up next year. I'll put money on that. Like I'm telling you guys, when you get into drafting. And right now we have, I see it in the chat. I'm out. I wouldn't draft him until round 10. I will bet all of you fuckers, when you start looking at how gross the tight end slate is, when we go to draft, you're going to say, well, Kyle Pitts is still a physical freak. Kyle Pitts taking that year, 2 leap, year 3 leap. I guarantee everyone's going to talk themselves into Kyle Pitts by this time in May.
Okay, so one huge thing will be, is Arthur Smith still their coach? Is Marcus Mariota still their quarterback? Because if those two things are true,
you can't.
Probably.
Yeah, I would mix him in the 4th, but I wouldn't. 4th feels like fair to me. It feels fair.
Wait till you start to see all the elite tight end advanced rate data that's all weighted by just Travis Kelce.
It's just because Travis Kelce. There's no one else.
It's always been just Travis Kelce, though.
No, it was Andrews a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. All right. We got Spags. We got Brick.
Go.
How we doing, guys?
Hey. Feeling good. I was actually waiting for you guys to do the waiver wire segment that Pete promised, and then didn't want to be rude, didn't want to interfere with that, and then you guys go off the rails immediately just on Kyle Pitts and getting emotional about it.
Well, it's funny you say that. The waiver wire segment is everyone should be emptying the clip on Parker Hesse and Mikael Pruitt this week. That is the alpha. Because isn't that the funniest outcome if one of those guys just absolutely smashes down the stretch? I mean, nothing would be funnier.
What was the second guy?
Parker Hesse, you're not familiar?
No, that was the first.
Mikael Pruitt. Yeah.
You know, the great irony of this all is that the Week 17 matchup against Arizona is the best tight end matchup in football right now, and he would have absolutely smashed there. And now we will never know.
I know. Are you referencing the Scott Barrett tweet?
No, honestly, I just know that offhand. I've been going against Arizona every week. Like every week, there's a tight end against Arizona. I am there. George Kittle smashed.
I'll pull this one up. Barrett had it. Tight end leaders by PPR fantasy points per game. Travis Kelce 22.3. Mark Andrews in third 14.9. Tight end ones versus Arizona 16.3 fantasy points. So fire up your Gerald Everett shares this week.
Are you telling me that's who? Oh, Gerald Everett shares.
But Spags is referencing that Kyle Pitts would have gotten that matchup in week 17 when it mattered. Brian, how are you doing?
Good. My not based off my NBA lineups here. Jesus, I just sweated for the first time here, and it's not looking pretty, Pete.
Uh-oh. You convinced yourself that you had hope, and then that hope was ripped out from underneath.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Our friend Ricky D tells you to stop playing NBA every time we talk to him. You're still playing.
Sorry, Ricky D.
You can't.
Did you say you just sweated for the first time ever? Just
No, for the first time tonight. I watched the season finale of Andor. I don't know if you guys watched that.
Oh, I haven't
just,
watched it.
no, let's check my lineups. Oh, Michael Finn's got 10 points in the fourth. That's not going to help.
I've not been a big fan of most of the Star Wars stuff. I like the Mandalorian, but
Andor's sweet.
Andor's fucking awesome. I'm like 6 episodes in. It's crazy good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Pete, you're not happy about the Star Wars talk.
No, I mean, trust me. I mean, if we're going to subject you to, backup Falcons tight end talk, I mean, I deserve to hear Andor talk. I mean, my legit only exposure to it is seeing in Davis's Patreon feed that you guys do recap shows on it.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to one yet, though.
It's like whatever, political intrigue, spy thriller kind of Star Wars.
It's Game of Thrones. They did Game of Thrones in Star Wars lands. That's what they did.
Yeah.
It's
definitely
awesome.
different.
Yeah. The Obi-Wan show was like a crime. It was like the worst thing I've ever seen. And
it was so bad.
I honestly like Davis. I think Davis liked it's like the worst show I've ever seen.
I talked him out of it. He liked the original beginning, and then after about 10 hours of talking him down, I finally got him to admit it's a giant hunk of shit.
Was Obi-Wan the one where they just went into like 2 episodes of like The Mandalorian? It was just like what was this? Was that Obi-Wan?
Yeah,
like episode 5 or something was literally just an episode of The Mandalorian. Like we didn't even see Obi-Wan in the whole episode.
That's right, right?
I think there was multiple episodes. Oh wait, no, Boba Fett. Boba Fett. He wasn't even in 2 of the episodes. It was so bad.
It's like, okay, we're just doing Mandalorian episodes now. In the
Boba Fett is like
Boba Fett.
80% hot garbage, but there was a few decent things in there.
I was digging Boba Fett, and then it was just like, oh, we're watching Mandalorian.
Oh, you liked the shiny car crew? You were into that?
I don't even remember what you're talking about.
The like 1950 cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, that was great.
And like, and Boba Fett was like, "You guys are cool." What?
It made no sense.
So I'll bite. Like, give me the TLDR. What's the summary of Andor, or what's the hook?
I mean, I think it's like political intrigue, spy thriller.
It's cause and effect based. Like people are doing things that they would do because that would be their motivation. It's one of these shows that opens up and it's like you're watching like a game of chess that's already like kind of halfway through being played. You know what I mean? So you're kind of trying to figure out like what everyone is, like things are happening. There's political machinations.
But Andor is a character from a prequel, Rogue One, which was a really great Star Wars movie as well. Very underrated, in my opinion, or some people really like it. That movie was based on them, like the Resistance stealing the plans for the Death Star to set up the original Star Wars, A New Hope, where they blow up the Death Star at the end, right? They know that there's this flaw. They built a movie recently in the last, decade ago or something, Rogue One, about how the Resistance stole that. And so Andor was a character in that movie. This is now his backstory, and it's like the rise of the Resistance.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know who he was or what the deal was. Obviously, I understand it's like the beginning of the rebellion, but
that's what it is. It's like they're finally organizing right now.
You don't need to know any characters. You don't need to know anything about.
Yeah, you don't need to know anything. It's just good. It's just a good show.
Can you guys compare Kyle Pitts to a character so I can understand it like Gypsy here?
I've been really Kyle Pitts listening where it looks like I'm really paying attention and into it.
Chris G's on it. Rogue One is epic. Honestly, my favorite Star Wars movie. Rogue
One.
Would
Kyle Pitts be like with like this community and the fans of that show? So like, I'm happy to sit back and you guys can do an Andor show, and I'll just drink beer.
I think Kyle Pitts was more like Boba Fett. Like he was supposed to be like this awesome badass, and it turned out to be just a fucking dud.
Well, maybe he's like Luke. Maybe he's Luke Skywalker, right? He was sort of promised to be this like the next great thing. He turns out to be the next great thing in his rookie season, and then he just like goes and disappears on a planet for no reason whatsoever.
I like this. But there's got to be a little much hook at the end.
Luke Skywalker.
He's got to be underratedly awesome, even though he seems bad. That's what I need for a movie.
Well, he shows up in The Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker, and that was pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool.
Sorry, spoilers for The Mandalorian.
It's a little late.
Stephanie, this has nothing to do with gender. I mean, they're just fucking talking gibberish right now. Don't worry about it, Stephanie. Seriously.
I will say this. Girls might actually enjoy Andor. What do you guys think?
Brittany loves Andor.
Okay.
She thinks it's not a Star Wars show. It's like it's just a good show.
Is that
never
your
met a
Tinder,
girl
your
in
Tinder
real life.
bio? Brick, girls might actually like Andor. Come over and watch with me. That's a good pickup. Like
Andor and chill.
You just got to be watching it with the right guy.
Go watch some Star Wars. No, it's okay. It's Andor.
Oh my god.
Spags, I take it you haven't watched this show either.
No, I have not. I've seen it a lot on Twitter. Like I was in on the Rogue One stuff, so I was following that part that Gretch was summing up. But like once after Mandalorian season 1, I was like, Baby Yoda, cute. I'm done. Like I can't keep doing this. I don't have the time to watch all these movies that turn into TV shows now. Like I love Marvel. That's what's pushed me away. Is like I don't have the time. And Pete, you're gonna know soon, bud.
Well, I don't have time for it now, and I don't even have any responsibilities or children.
You have the time.
whatsoever,
You just
so.
make the choice not to do that.
Right. The problem is, I remember the months before the first one came. You think you're busy now, and like, unfortunately, you're gonna look back on this time and be like, "Damn, I could have got a lot more done."
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
Pete
trust
is
me.
actually busy.
Yeah.
I'm watching White Lotus. I'm not watching Andor. You know.
Oh,
I'm
White
watching
Lotus is
Andor.
good too.
fantastic season.
That's great.
The theme
Brian,
is
did
Did
a
you watch
banger,
the first
too.
season, Ben?
I
Dude,
did.
are you
Loved
talking
it.
about the
I
songs,
loved it.
Spags?
Yeah, the theme is like one of the best songs in the world.
Dude, Lauren tried to skip intro on it last week, and I was like, "Woman, we are
It's
watching
very-
this
Intro
in
and out, like, don't do that again. And I was like, okay, cool. You're the boss. And we did it this week, and I was like, you know what? You're right. And it gets great by the end. Like it just ramps up throughout.
Yeah.
Fantastic theme.
Oh my god, yeah. Gretchen Brick, the no White Lotusers.
I
here
saw
on the panel?
season 1, but I haven't started season 2 yet.
I think season
Maybe.
2 is better. so
What's
far.
the
I like
TLDR?
season. I have a real soft spot for season 1.
So it's kind of like so season 2, it's technically an anthology series. There's one character, and like the White Lotus is like a fake hotel that's supposed to be mapped to like a 4 seasons. And basically the main premise is like super rich people go to these 4 seasons resorts, the White Lotus, and they're all like miserable and rich, and then they just all kind of collide in different ways. And the first season was set in Hawaii, and now this season is set in Sicily. And Mike White, who's the director, he's just like, his character development is just incredible. And then the cinematography on it is just so fucking gorgeous. Like, I just want to quit everything and go to Sicily right now, is basically how I feel watching the show. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
It's beautifully shot, just the right amount of drama, just the right amount of like dark comedy. Like it's a very good
dark
show
comedy.
to-
It's like
yeah,
a
go
very,
by
very
fast.
dark comedy.
Like there's
Both seasons.
The idea is there's no redeeming characters. It's one of those type of shows, right?
There are some redeeming characters, but they're not necessarily gonna win. It's not. It's like
Well, season 1 didn't everyone just suck? Wasn't that the thrust? Of
well,
season
almost
kinda-
everyone sucks in season. There's a few people I would argue. are
Not the
good.
island
Yeah,
guy.
Natasha
Island guy was pretty
Rothwell's
chill.
character,
She's awesome,
who ran the
yeah.
spa, she's awesome. Yeah.
She's
Yes.
a legit.
Yeah.
She's legit.
Yeah.
There's like 2 cool people. You're right.
But both seasons open up with the dead body, and you don't
Yeah.
know who the dead body is. So there's sort of like a now, and it's not like Big Little Lies where like every 10 seconds they're like cutting to like the police interview. Like you just know in the back of your mind that the show opened with a dead body, and that eventually they'll get to it. They're not constantly dangling it.
But it's not a thing. Yeah, it's not. You're the whole show. You're like, I don't even know who died. Right.
Yeah, you don't know who died.
I would say too, like that's what I think is so brilliant about the show is they tease the like murder, and you're watching season 2 and you don't give a shit whatsoever
Right.
about
You
who
don't
got
give a shit.
murdered.
Lou's, Lou's comment is probably the TLDR that you need.
Yes, that's what you do. Also, Tommy, I'll just tell anyone
It kind of is off the hook. That is a good way to put it.
it is out of pocket for sure. But
It's the funniest
it's
shit.
earned.
It's the funniest ass eating scene I think of all time.
it's definitely
At least top 5.
It might be the only ass eating scene I can think of.
Played
I
for
just wanna-
comedy, the only ass eating scene ever played for comedy.
I mean, someone will probably get a tell on themselves and point out another one here. I I just want to tell Tommy and just do a full disclaimer. Tommy says, what show am I watching right now? Did you click the wrong thing? I'm going to tell you right now, if you have any expectations for this show, I'd pack it in. I'd go watch Andor. I'd go watch season 2 of White Lotus because
this is the Thanksgiving edition. It's a Thanksgiving edition.
I will say I crunched lineups for the slate before the show just so I was prepared to have some takes. So like I did both. I'm ready for both.
Well, people are going to, I think we got to tease it. It's kind of like Chekhov's gun. We have Spags, Gold Star Lock of the Week. Last year, it was Josh Reynolds. Who was it before Josh Reynolds? Because there were 2.
I don't remember, honestly.
Was it Josh Reynolds both
stuck
times?
out because you guys all shit on me so hard. Harder than I've ever shit out of my life.
Yeah, and then you were 100% correct. So it was it worked out pretty well for you in the end.
I mean, we could tease it out. Like, I'm happy to, because I got so many tweets about it, and people actually do remember it. And this has now become like, I'm certainly memorable for enough things on the internet, but this is top 3. Like, this is like now, like it's right.
I
think
love
you
how
should
it's
wait
like
until Reeves and Daigle joins.
Spags power rankings are like 1, fat shaming Rihanna, 2, Josh Reynolds, and 3, like winning $30,000 on that Showdown slate.
50,000 in NBA, Pete, too. I had a hot run last summer, so there's a lot of money coming around, baby. And I'm actually going to give people, Pete, the secrets to DFS on this show. Actually, I do have a question for you guys, honestly, like a real one, maybe a conversation starter. The fantasy industry right now, do you think there are flaws in how the content's being presented? Because this is now like the hill I'm going to die on for the next 5 years of my life. And I'm curious your guys' thoughts, because like this is actually a very sharp room, different perspectives of sharp, where like Brick is real life winning tons of money sharp, but all the ship chasing guys, you guys know, we're like,
how would you qualify our versions of sharp?
That seems like maybe you're saying we're less sharp.
Well, I think like to me, Pete has been like an innovator in terms of talking about basically what Pete's content is here are the guys we don't play. And that's what the industry is now. And I think it's not what the industry is, rather, it's what it should be. But ultimately, we'd still tell people like, yeah, Damian Pierce is a great play this week. And it's like, he is on paper, then he plays and he sucks. Play the people that people want to play, or rather don't play the people that people want to play. And you're going to do better every week.
Are you saying play the best plays?
No, I'm saying don't play the best plays, or like play the ones that like are the best plays, but you know that everybody's on, and you just pivot it off a little bit, like just go a little bit crazy. Take the projections from ETR, merge them with stochastic, see what they do, and then just go like, cool, this is how everybody's going to build this week. What do I do from here?
But we're doing that, and then we end up on Kenyon Drake, and as Pete will tell you, and did tell us this week, that's like one of the worst things that's ever happened in DFS.
But there was nothing better than him this week. Like if you went off of him to the other guys that were chalkier, it wasn't going to work out anyway. So you made
David Montgomery was fine. You could eat that chalk and survive.
Yeah, and I mean Brian Robinson ended up 30%. I don't know how that happened. Nobody talked about him in the industry the entire week.
Actually, Kyle Dvorchak on our DFS show on Friday did talk about Brian Robinson.
No, Kyle's sharp. Kyle's like actual sharp. Like you, Kyle, like the Sports Edge guys are actual sharp, but like there's a lot of content out there.
Wait,
we all
who's
know
actual sharp and who's not actual sharp?
Welcome to what it's like to do a show with Spags. I mean,
it seems like
I smoked weed for the first time in 5 days today, so I'm real wired up.
5 days?
Wait,
yeah, it's been a long 5 days.
You want a medal for going 5 days without smoking weed?
Well, couldn't sleep, Pete. It's been a nightmare because I got sick from the baby.
I've been drinking. I got a Grim. What are you guys drinking?
What do you think we're doing? Yeah,
I just finished my old fashioned and text my wife to see if she'd make me another one, but I'm gonna have to go make my own, I think.
You know what I call this? I call this one of those happy daddy beers.
Yeah.
I agree with everything Spag said there, so I have nothing else.
Yeah.
That's because you're actually sharp,
like,
for
Greg,
real.
That's the whole thing. Follow people who win money. They fucking know what they're doing. And the industry's getting so far from it, man. And I hate it. I hate it for all the people out there because it's really hard to listen to the right people.
Please stop saying that, Spags, because people might turn off the show. All right.
No, where the viewers are staying flat, Pete. You know I track that.
Oh my goodness. Brian, do you have any macro DFS strategy thoughts to piggyback on?
I don't know. We kind of pivoted there from content to strategy. So my first thoughts were content and then strategy. I don't know. I mean, one thing I've been noticing lately in Showdown is NFL Showdown is these guys where I would get like 5, 10, 20% that like nobody's playing. That's just, the backup tight end. You guys know what I'm talking about. Projected for like
these of the world. Yeah.
1.5. Who just played on Monday night?
Arizona and San Francisco.
Arizona. Who's that? Trey
Anderson,
Trey or something?
McBride.
Yeah, McBride. Yeah,
that's him. Tripping. Yeah.
They're getting like appropriate amount of ownership now, and that's not very good. So like, I mean, there's not a ton you could do there, but it's definitely something you should, if you're playing Showdown, you should definitely
thinner at that point with your plays. Do you go to Max Williams, who's the next tight end on the Cardinals?
I don't. Well, for my stuff, it's not like that, but it would just there's like a whole plethora of lineups to choose from, and so it would just move him out. You know, if I adjusted something, that's if I did it afterwards. But like during, it should theoretically the whole process should know that that's going on. But like a lot of I don't do ownership in NFL. So like the industry ownership, I think, is a little off there, is something I've noticed about content. I think the most important thing, we talked about this on our show, that the industry could do as a whole is try to pass at the federal level, lobby to change it so they don't have to have a guaranteed prize pool that they can't go over or under. Just make it like poker. And even barring that, just do it. Fuck it. Just like break the law, because now with the sports betting law, it might not even be illegal in a lot of these states. You know what I mean? And I think it would be a huge boon to DFS, because now they have a guaranteed profit product like sports betting. So every single GPP they start, they'll make money on. Or now they're kind of scared and they're still judging on how many people are going to be in there. And so they could just set the prize pool at whatever the hell they want, and tons of people can enter. So like back in the poker days, the big Sunday tournaments, sometimes they'd be huge and sometimes they wouldn't, but they don't care. You know what I mean? Because they have the guaranteed minimum and then they're fine. And so like it sucks for guys who hunt overlay, but like those days are kind of gone anyways. And so like I want what's like best overall for the ecosystem.
And why do you think that would be? Why would that be better for the ecosystem?
Because then they would have an incentive to invest more marketing money into the product and try to bring in more players, because every single tournament that they start will now make money as opposed to guessing, you know? Right. So like they like yesterday or Monday or whatever, they could have done their World Cup, make it 25,000 guaranteed, make it 50,000 guaranteed, whatever. And then just whoever wants to enter can enter, and then that number keeps going up. Like, I mean, I'm not doing a good job.
Brian, we talked about this on Lulz, and then I was like, you'd have to redo all of your stuff because your sim results based on moving target content size would change optimal lineups so much. And then you
wouldn't know your contest size until like lock.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it wouldn't. It's also another skill element too for me, because then I would get better at judging those than my opponents. And so I would know like on Tuesdays, maybe that the prize will, you're right, Pete, it's more work for me, but also I think it would be better like for the whole ecosystem. I don't know if you guys have noticed this trend. People are saying ecosystem. Have you seen that? It's fucking ecosystem. I mean, anyone else seen it? It's just it bothers me.
I've not heard that. But that's
so that, I mean, but also Pete, they just change MMA on a whim. Go, okay, here. So like, now like ownership projections are all fucked up. Like how are you going to, that changes things.
So they can talk about ecosystem for a minute. Is that just like when you're in a canyon and it's all of the echoes is a system of echoes? Is that
it's a system of echoes? Can I bring up this one? I've actually never had an opportunity to say this. People say it. I'm weary of that happening. I'm nervous it might happen. I'm weary of it happening.
There's no
it's wary.
Yeah,
it's tired of it happening, I guess. Yeah. Which could be accurate.
No, I'm weary.
You're not tired of it happening. It hasn't happened yet. You're afraid it might happen.
Yeah, like I'm just so exhausted of it happening.
Yeah, I'm weary of people saying they're weary of this.
I'm weary of you saying weary when you mean wary.
I'm weary of going to sleep. I have to go to sleep.
Brick, that whole thing you were saying about the ownership of the like 20% players and stuff, isn't that just that the entire player pool has finally understood that ownership is such an important element of it, and so whatever's published as ownership projections becomes an important part of the analysis, whereas before too much of the field was like not paying enough attention to ownership as part of their analysis, right?
I think Brian Robinson taught me that 20% of the field is playing the DraftKings DVP, 10% of the field is playing like EPA and Galaxy Brain shit off of that. Because I was in the 10%, like I was looking at the EPA numbers against the Houston Texans D, and it was like, all right, he might get there because he got a lot of touches. But then everybody was there, and I was like, shit, there was something else. And I went through, and it was like they're 32nd on DraftKings. So that's where people played them.
I think there's something where, and this is the Kenyon Drake thing, where people are like, oh man, he's like at this ownership, he's such a jam. And you're like, isn't that exactly what you said on your video, Pete? And it's like, yeah, but then, and I did some of the Kenyon Drake, but then I was like, I moved off Kenyon Drake in like one of the last lineups I built because I was like, it's too easy. It's too easy. Like I don't have to think. I can build the exact same lineup I was building with Dave Montgomery and make a clean pivot. And I'm like, oh, I'm so smart. It's too easy. So
well,
all that
think about it this way.
It's getting
so his like projected ownership was like 8 or 9%. He comes in at 36%. So 27% of the field are the sickos who are the gal brainers, who are watching ETR live streams, who are checking updated projections, who are rerunning optimals. And those are the 26% that all thought they were being sneaky.
Yeah,
the problem
exactly.
is that a quarter of the field now are like GPP gal brain sharps who are hawking.
Yes.
I think it's more than that because it's 25% that are that and made the decision to go to Brian Robinson, but there are others that could have made other decisions there, right? Like, they might not have still landed on him. So 25% is how many are that.
You're right.
And
it's
landed
more
on
than
Robinson.
25%.
It's probably 50%. Maybe he was really obvious and 50% of that subset made that play.
Right.
But then it's still 50% of the overall field that is. I mean, it's a bigger number than it was a couple years ago.
I think the Drake thing was more the timing. Like that was something that's stochastic when I was doing the live before lock shows all the time, where it's like, if you get information in the last 30 minutes, this actually matters. If you get it 90 minutes in advance, 2 hours in advance, everybody's going to know it. They're going to be watching the same shows, or like even the NFL on NBC and ESPN kind of shows. Like they would have told you, oh yeah, like the Gus Edwards is out. It might be a big day for Kenyon Drake in fantasy. So that got there enough. So it's like last minute stuff combined with, easy matchup things. And sometimes the public will get on the same plays. Doesn't mean that they're that sharp. It just means that like there was enough time to kind of figure out and for it to hit
there was one.
I think you're going to do an
example
example
last year. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, though, the reason it's so hard is there was a couple of weeks ago, and Darren Waller's been like questionable so many weeks. I don't know which one it was, but he was ruled out. People thought he was going to play. He was ruled out when inactives were released. And everyone was like, oh, Foster Moreau is going to get hella steamed. He's going to be 25% right now. And then he came in at like 8 or 9%. I was like, yeah. I faded him in that same thing. It's the inverse of it, of like, no, everyone's going to be on him, so I can't play him.
Yeah.
And then he comes in at 8. And so I thought the Kenyon Drake situation could be like that. And then it was the opposite.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't have a good way to pattern match real and like fake GPP bro steam. Like, I'm just like, I have no idea.
I think the only good play left is when Spegs comes on the Thanksgiving show and says,
that's the only good play.
We all tell him it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, we yell at him about what a terrible play it is.
So whatever he has later, I'm going to yell at him, but I'm going to go back later.
I will yell
him into a couple lineups because that guy's not going to be on anyone's team.
I did think too, like Pete, like, the hand build stuff too, like I think is important, but I think a lot more people are using projections too than we've adjusted to, where even if they're hand building, they're looking at something and they're kind of mentally optimizing it. Not that everybody's going to like be able to be doing that math, but I think that's part of it too, is like people are subscribed to TTR, people are subscribed to stochastic. Like there's a lot of market penetration for that stuff. So the best thing you could do as a brick or a guy who's spending a lot of money is just know what everybody's going to go off of based on that.
I will say too, there's also a very big difference between Drake, and Drake was an extreme example, but like somebody who's like, you think is going to be at 10% on Sunday in a classic format, and they come in at whatever, 22%. That sucks, but it's way worse when you are talking about those guys that originally brought up this conversation on a showdown who you think are going to be like 0.9% owned or 1.9% owned.
Yeah.
And then they come in at 4.5 because most of your equity from that is you're guessing that it's not going to be duped, or it's like very low dupes. And then when that happens, like now you got a shit fucking lineup that's completely duped. Where with Drake, you could still win. Like it's not the end of the world.
No,
but it literally is the end of the world if your one dupe comes in at 20 or something like that. Because that lineup was a fucking piece of shit anyways, something we would build on lulls, So that little aspect, the difference between classic and showdown ownership going off the rails and getting sharper, like a backup QB. And I know this is a joke, but like it's true. Like the backup QB should probably be owned a certain percentage of the time, game theoretical wise, right? And maybe a little higher in certain spots than others. But like once the field is just like blindly throwing those in at a certain rate, like then it's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The edge dries up.
Yeah.
And then it's actually dumb to be playing the backup QB at like 6%.
Right. Way different than you guessed at 15. The guy comes in at 28. Like, whatever.
Right.
That sucks, but
And I want to say real quick, I pulled it up. Josh Reynolds, we got to let Spegs do his victory lap from 2021 this show. 5 targets, 3 catches, 70 yards, and a TD. He was like a $3,100 play that no one played, even though Spegs brought him up like 10 times. Other than
and also, right, wasn't that one of his first games with the Lions because he had been on the Rams? He's reuniting with Jared Goff. There's this whole narrative aspect to it, and then I feel like the narrative played out. I mean, he's still on the Lions, by the way.
It was his third game. Well, second game. He was inactive.
He might be back this week, in fact.
That was his. Those were his first catches with the Lions.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He had played 1 game, 3 targets, no catches.
You got to remember the best game those two guys, that Goff and Reynolds, ever played was in that Mexico City moved game that went to LA. Reynolds went off, had the monster game. Those guys were bros, and like there were enough quotes. So like it was talent combined with opportunity, and that's it. But it's a player pick take. Like, I could have been wrong, and you guys would have been right, and we could all. Nobody would have remembered that part. So I'm glad to be on the positive side of that.
So what contests are you playing tomorrow, Spags? Are you going full Showdown King? Or are you playing the 3-gamer or all of it?
I'm doing the 3-gamer. So like my thing usually is like I'll chase whatever the biggest prize pool is for the day, and I'll do like 50, 40 entries in that, and I'll do the 220 maxes and pile that on top, and like that's it. And I, like if I do well, great. Like Monday I had I think 50% Rondale Moore. That like the Dortch thing tilted me a lot because I think if Rondale Moore was in, 75% of that would have been his, and that would have probably gotten me there because I had so much Kittle at captain and people didn't go there quite enough. But I think, I just like doing the big things, and I think you can still win money. Like obviously Bricks of the world, the Osmos of the world, the guys who are putting in 150, they have the best shot because they're really smart, and then they're doing a lot more. But you can win with like 40 to 50 bullets, 20 bullets, you can do it. Like I won my biggest GPP with 5 bullets. Like you can do it if you approach it the right way and just kind of tack away what everybody else is trying to do.
Do you wanna start teasing out your Josh Reynolds of 2022?
So okay, I have 2 picks. So first of all, if Josh Reynolds is active, he's the Josh Reynolds of the year because he's playing outside against the Bills. The Bills can't defend outside. Everybody's going to Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra runs out of the slot. The Bills can't defend outside because they don't have Tre'Davious White. That's like I work at Football Outsiders. I'm combining it all together, Pete. Pete's laughing me off right now. But this is the play.
I feel like DJ Chark should be your pick. I mean, I don't want to,
it's those guys. So like, if we're going to be technical about it, it's 33% of Josh Reynolds, 33% of DJ
Chark.
33%
we're flag planting here, Spags. You can't give a wishy-washy probability, base take. You need
but
to
the real low probability take is play 3 or less Bills. I guarantee there's going to be a lot of Bill stacks out there tonight, or tomorrow night rather. And that's going to be the whole thing. And that's going to be it early on too. So like for late swap as well, if you're going to game stack, do that, like get the good plays out of the way early, and then you could beat the late swappers. But otherwise, like you're going to be with everybody holding hands, and that's going to be absolute death, whether it goes right or wrong.
Where are the other points on this slate? Because to me, it's like the Bills. I mean, obviously they've got the massive implied point total, but as I wrote these games up, I was like appalled at some of these other offensive spots. I mean, the Vikings are in a horrible spot. The Patriots, I don't like their spot a ton. Like I just think, and I think the Bills could go nuts.
Patriots are live. The Vikings defense is like legit bad. They gave up a high EPA, high DVOA. We saw Dallas just put up 40 points on them, and they could have put up like 60 if they really pressed it the whole way and put Tony Pollard out there having him do his thing. So I think there's ways to get different. It's just you want to concentrate the production of the Bills. You want Diggs to go off. You want Davis to go off. You want one of those guys to go off or both to go off, whatever. But you want 2 out of the 5 because people are going to start jamming all the Bills in. They all project really well. Like I ran a 33% randomness crunch, 100% Josh Allen. Like it's too obvious that that's where everybody's going. So play it, but like play it in lesser amounts, or don't play it at all or whatever. But like you're better off. Your money's gonna be better spent if you just avoid the Bills or take a lesser chunk. Like I'm gonna say 3 Bills. Like that's enough Bills to have fantasy points.
Do you have the thumbnail for this show on a screen?
Yeah, because I'm a professional, Gretch. I show up and I care.
Wow. This is a Spags. This is part of his setup. He puts the do you have another tablet with the splash play back there?
Yeah, that's my tidbit back there with just a graphic. Look, Pete knows I care about YouTube presence because his is so beautiful, so I can't do streams with him and get completely outshined both in talent and backdrop.
I'm taking yours over his.
Thank you.
It looks good.
I appreciate it.
Yours has a little more personality. Pete's is just kind of like, here
fuck you guys.
I put a surfboard in the corner because Fantasy Life got me a surfboard.
Scratch, I mean, the Washington Huskies haven't been relevant for like 10 years. And you're still rocking that back there.
Are
we just all taking shots at each other's backup?
This TV is pretty sweet, though, huh?
Mine's clearly not trying.
Yeah. Change the TV to say Roto World at this point, Pat. I mean, what are we doing back here with the edge on this? You're muted, which is perfect.
Is Pat like the guest cabana at Warren Sharp's house that's also fake?
You're muted, Pat.
He's still muted.
Well, I was saying I definitely know how to do that. I definitely know how to change that to Roto World, so I'll just go ahead and do that. That's no problem.
I'm sure. And Brian, I mean, talk about Chekhov's guitar. I mean, this guy looks like he fucking plays in a traveling
He's
band
got some
back
shelves
there.
in the corner that don't have anything on them. I mean, this guy fucks.
Yeah, it's got something on it. It's got a remote control for a TV I never used. Books.
Look at that. What is that? Just an acoustic and an electric back there?
That's a bass, an acoustic guitar.
It's a Fender, right?
Yeah.
That's a bass. Yeah, it's a Fender bass.
I think it's just a piece of shit I bought a long time ago.
Are you, by chance, going to like a Cal State school with long hair, surfing during the day, skipping class? That's kind of what that backdrop looks like.
You're painting such a vivid picture that brought me so much joy.
19-year-old Rube, I love it.
I didn't know you were 19. That's
Brick's a runaway that had a good summer in tips. He just
Spags, how many?
Brick's a bus boy.
I thought you were talking about Pete for a second. I'm like, what?
I wasn't sure the background you were talking about because of the surfboard. Yeah.
Spags, well, the whole
how
vibe,
many,
the guitars too. Like that's something a bus boy with tips would buy too. Absolutely.
Spags, were you at the dorms at USC?
Yeah, I was in an apartment dorm, but yeah.
How many what was it? Endless summer posters did you have like in the dorm rooms? Because at mine in San Diego, those were fucking everywhere.
So we had dashboard on our wall, and we had sexy Britney Spears and gold shorts, which anybody who is of my age will know that poster. But no endless summer in our apartment.
Oh, wow. Every other dorm room. I guess my school was a surfing school, but this was like the most cliche thing, which now I'm noticing maps perfectly onto the ship chasing branding. So things come full circle.
One of our weed smoking buddies from Huntington Beach had that poster on his wall, so I think it's still on brand enough. But LA is, a little more. You're more of a Britney Spears and gold shorts kind of culture.
Okay.
What's this? What's the Britney Spears one?
All right, you want me to pull that one up, Horn Dog?
Let's get some clicks going, guys.
Well, wait, what was the Britney Spears poster called? Spec?
I don't know. It was just her in gold short. Britney Spears gold shorts poster, sexy. 20. Oh, God, 2002. Oh, kill me.
Spags, read us the ISN number.
Are they any of these Spags?
Oh, maybe that one go up.
This one, yeah. This was an album cover, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was less clothed.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well,
that was not quite a boy, not yet a man.
Yeah, I wish I did have the bonk in here, but to bonk Spags, but I do not. What do you guys all doing for Thanksgiving?
Family.
Thanksgiving fan.
Family Thanksgiving.
I'm staying in New York. And then Friday we're gonna go to the Comedy Cellar. Me and Brett go out to dinner. Go to the Comedy Cellar.
No turkey for you, Pat?
No turkey.
This guy's eating fucking tofu and playing pickleball in Brooklyn.
We are playing pickleball.
Are you like legit into pickleball,
dude? Okay. The whole thing with New York is that like it's hard to find stuff to like regularly do that doesn't involve drinking. Because everything's inside in New York because there's not a lot to do outside. So to actually have something where like you just go and you're actually active outside. Now then we do go drink afterwards, but it's just so great. It's so great. And then we go and Pete, you'll get a kick out of this. Then we go to a craft beer spot and we play featherball. Have you ever heard of featherball?
No, what the fuck is this? I already hate it.
I already hate it.
Sounds soft as shit. Featherball?
No, it's like bocce, but it's like they're not balls. They're like they roll on one side, but then I don't know how to describe it. It's like a ball with the sides cut off. So then you roll it down and you're trying to get it as close to this feather as you can. But it's essentially bocce. It's like very, very similar to bocce, but with a slightly different ball.
Is it the one on the top with the red, orange, and yellow up there?
No, none of these are it.
Actually, this says it's a cat toy. So
no.
I mean, big featherball needs to work on their SEO because they're getting beat by cat toys in badminton right now. Like,
let me see if I can find it.
Are you
All
sure
right,
this is a real thing?
Type in
a bowling ball and a feather.
Type in after featherball, Pete. Type in Randolph Beer, and all the pictures will come up.
Oh yeah, Randolph Beer Garden's a very popular place. Yeah,
Randolph what?
Randolph.
There you
Beer
go.
Garden,
That's featherball right there.
Yeah.
What the?
Oh,
what
it's a great game, man.
Why is
it's
it
like
feather?
curling on turf?
Yeah, it's curling.
Kinda. Yeah. But you roll it. You roll it. You don't like push it or whatever.
It's bowling.
It's like bowling, but you're trying to get it to land on a certain thing. It's very much like bocce in terms of
This
strategy.
is so.
Why is there a
lame.
feather on the turf?
Because the feather, you know, in bocce you throw the little ball.
You're trying to get.
That's
to a
the
feather.
little ball.
Got it.
Yeah.
This sounds kind of fun. I could do this.
It's super fun. It's like I wouldn't say it's as fun as pickle, to be honest. But I was like, I'm gonna roll it, you know, to try to slow it down because I can't really control the speed because I just gotta whip it. But I whip it and it rolls up and down. It slows itself down and then it eventually falls on the feather.
Pete, type in naked featherball. See what comes up.
Come on.
It's Pat. Fucking butt naked.
Come on, Brick. You said you wouldn't.
He's
You
all
said you
bent out
wouldn't
of
do it.
shape.
Had a couple
My
sexy
cover.
cats just batting at him.
It's me with a cat toy.
What is this?
This is what happens when you search naked featherball on YouTube, apparently. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not what I was hoping for.
Is that a dildo? That's a dildo, dude.
Okay.
Oh my
I
God.
clicked on a different video. Balls of steel. All right. Okay. That wasn't what I'm going to the
He's
bathroom.
anti-pickleball, but he's fine with balls of steel. That's where he stands on the issue.
That's a real sport. I'm going to the bathroom. Someone clean up this mess.
You're the one who brought us here, bud.
Yeah. What the hell? You're the host.
He's actually just going to jerk off.
That was a good one.
I cannot be. I need to be
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Go to the bathroom. That was it. Flip it.
I had to go to the bathroom before.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
Hey, where's the bat flip, Spags? I need to see you take a lap around the bases.
That was amazing.
Got a hat
was
here.
all
bro.
right.
Holy shit.
That's regrets.
That was beautiful.
Oh,
He brought him back from the bathroom to try to defend his honor. It's too much.
Now, have you guys played pickleball?
As a kid in PE, I was good at it in PE.
Okay.
My mother-in-law plays it all the time, and she's like 65. Sorry, I shouldn't. But she's gonna watch the stream. So boy, I gotta really get her age right. 65, but like loves tennis, and like that's the midpoint is like playing pickleball. So I see the validity in it. Like I get it. It's not for me. Like I would though, but like it's not a thing currently in my repertoire.
I remember winning the school's pickleball tournament with like the different PE classes in high school.
Oh, you won a pickleball tournament?
Yeah, it was co-ed, and me and this girl, and she was good, but she was also really shy, and I was way too competitive, and so like we developed a really good relationship, but originally she kind of like just didn't want to win. I had to build her up a little bit, and we ended up dominating. We were a good squad.
Let's go! Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Good
fun,
good memory there. High school PE.
I feel like Gretch, you'd have a lot of energy in a pickleball game.
Oh hell yeah!
You'd be very competitive and just like sweating down to like the belly button, just going after it.
Oh, dude, you did not want to be in PE with me in high school.
You a big dodgeball guy?
I was still that guy in like co-ed softball at like 25, man. Like, and I always play short, and I remember like I used to catch pop-ups behind the second baseman. Like she didn't want to go back for them, so I'd be like sprinting over into shallow right field to catch fly balls from shortstop. From like, I mean, I'd track them down. No one else is gonna catch them.
I could also have seen you playing catcher and being like, I just love the contact, man. Like when they come in.
Would you? Would you yell out where the outs were on that?
Oh God, yeah.
Batter.
Oh yeah. I'm letting everyone know. Everyone's got to have their head in the game.
Have you ever played 16-inch?
What's 16-inch?
The Chicago big softball.
Don't ask me to Google 16-inch.
Yeah.
I think Pete just played.
So you might have to go to the bathroom again.
What is 16-inch, Brad?
You have to Google it. 16-inch softball.
I don't think we're Googling that.
I mean,
you guys have never heard of it, really?
I've never heard of this. No.
All right.
I know it's only popular in the Midwest.
All right, bring it up.
I thought Brick was doing a bit.
No,
All right.
Serious. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's a big big softball. You play with no gloves, and there's a short center.
I love it.
Huh.
I'm in.
Okay,
seems
so this
actually
is a
pretty fun.
Chicago thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So it's just like for softball for people who can't see the ball well?
At the Paul's campus, I guess.
It said Hall of Famer. It said 16-inch Hall of Famer.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's the Paul's.
This guy looks intense.
You can see that from the brown
This
line.
guy looks like he's like both 19 and 55.
This game ages
That's what
you?
16-inch will do to you. Yeah, see that your fingers get all fucked up.
Wow, that sounds
From
terrible.
catching the ball?
Oh yeah, because it comes at you like a rocket, and you have no glove.
You don't
Why
wear
don't you
your
wear
fish
gloves?
gloves, Brian, when you play?
I don't think that would protect your fingers from getting.
This is like a
dislocated.
slight. It's like a cross between softball and kickball almost. Like you're talking about like catching a larger.
Shitfit said the guy's Denny adjacent.
But what a hose! Doubled him off.
These regional sports are ridiculous. Like duck pin bowling's really big in Baltimore. Everyone
Yeah.
went there one time, and it's like that's the worst game in the world. Just play bowling. Like I don't need one that's like a croquette ball or whatever.
Yeah, the duck pin stuff is ridiculous.
Ugh, hate duck pins.
I love a nice video edited in Final Cut. iMovie, actually, here.
It's me right now, Pete. Now that you're not doing Splash Play 3 days a week.
What was the editing software you said you taught yourself?
DaVinci Resolve. So it's like, so we can do some nice YouTube shorts now. I don't know if you're doing your own or if you're hiring somebody, Pete, but we're gonna have Simone from Splash Play.
I actually think I'm editing my own YouTube shorts right
This
now.
is bowling with
Oh,
a tiny
Mr.
ball.
Mr. Big
and
time now.
tiny
Back in the
pins.
day, he used to care.
Why?
What is up with
What
all
is the
these French
duck
sports?
This actually
refer
seems
to?
kind of fun, man. You can just whip the ball.
What
You
does the
could whip
duck
the real
pin
ball.
mean? Anyone?
I know. But
I've done candle pin bowling, but I've never done duck pin.
You just get one of the child's balls that they have in the corner.
that holds are too small.
Whip that
So you do like hold it like that, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's kind of sweet though.
Dude,
Oh,
we're
he's
just going
getting
down this
some
rabbit
wrist
hole. What the
action on
fuck is
that.
Sacos?
What's Sacco?
Don't fall for it, Pete.
I mean, pretty quick, we're gonna get thrown into
Keeping
something.
it on YouTube, keeping it brand safe.
Yeah, what is Sacos bowling? What is it?
I think maybe it's.
Oh, is he talking about Nate? I've been to this place. I think Nate's referencing this place in Somerville, Mass, which has very good flatbread pizza and bowling. I have been there, and I did not remember the name of it. Yes, Nate, I've been there. Anyone else have any obscure sports they would like to
Hey,
see? me
type
pull
in
up?
whirly ball.
naked Sacco. No, don't do it.
Pete, whirly ball is
What? Whirly ball?
whirly. You got to get the EY.
Why are
You're
all
gonna
of
get
these
some
in
weird
Chicago?
YouTube suggestions, man.
So we got it out in Seattle too. But you ride around in a bumper cars. You have a lacrosse stick type thing, and you're throwing at a basketball backboard with a hole cut out.
Holy shit, this looks fun.
It's
This
so
looks
fun.
great.
They sell beer there. You get hammered. You like do a birthday party there or something in your 20s. Like we did this a few times. It's a
This
blast.
looks very fun. I'm in on
Yeah.
this.
Gretch, how many rounds in until you just start ramming people?
It's kind of tough to drive too. So it's not like your typical bumper car. It's just look at the way they're holding it. It just spins circular. So if you're holding it toward you, I think you're going forward. If you hold out in front of you, you're going back. But like left and right make you turn. Like as you swing, it's a little bit clunky to try to actually like navigate. It takes a couple games just to figure it out. So there's not a whole lot of ramming. There's just kind of like you're constantly moving and you're kind of trying to figure out how to get from A to B a little bit.
Interesting.
It's super fun.
This seems very fun. Now, do you get any points for hitting in the thing, or you just got to get it in?
You have to hit the grading in the circle, and that's like, a point.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is too many sports at once for me.
This is great.
Yeah.
I would play
Bags, that's just because you're high right now.
What a great
Calm down. You going to drink off always sobered me up. You really made me think about my life and my choices.
Any other sports from the chat you'd like to introduce us to tonight? Because I'm loving this whirly ball. Never even heard of this.
This is a lot more chill than you'd think. Playing bumper cars, like it's actually kind of just like you're. It's very
kind of like white trash polo.
It's not like I was just talking about getting super competitive. It's not like a super competitive thing. It's a very fun group outing for sure.
But they don't have any of these in New York.
Yeah. The Pat's just desperate to find social things that don't involve drinking, but allow him to go drink afterwards, celebrating having just played the sport.
Yes. You get it.
Pat, do you still go to the gym that was led by like a former, inmate?
No, because we moved. Yeah, so it's called Con Body, and it was started by a guy who got out of prison, and he only hires ex-convicts, and then you do prison workouts, and it's basically just a room with mats, and they just yell at you to do push-ups and burpees.
There's a lot of great cons out there in the world, but man, that is a great one. He's like, yeah, prison workouts. I have zero overhead costs, and I just yell expletives at you while you do burpees for an hour.
You know what, man? You do the burpees. I'm telling you what, you do them. And guess what? Guess what happens when I'm at home? I'm not doing burpees. So you can call it a con, but I think it's a successful
How many
business.
tattoos did this guy have at this class?
No, he didn't have none of them really had that many tattoos. One guy had a bunch of tattoos that came in later.
What if we did CrossFit, but it's also like scared straight, and we have convicts yelling at people that are terrified?
You guys heard of korfball?
What?
What's
Where is
crazy
this
about
from?
these? I have no idea, but this is a promotional video that's answering the question, what is korfball? So I feel like we're going to get our answers. All right. So far I'm getting soccer meets basketball. So they're playing basketball with a soccer ball is what I've picked up so far.
Like James Naismith style where there's no backboard.
Exactly. And then they're wearing soccer kits. Do they have shin guards on?
Like every international sport
Can
has
you kick
soccer
it?
kits, though. It's like handball is the same thing too.
Why isn't that guy had a huge height advantage in the post and just kicks it right back out?
Isn't this the sport where in the high school championships, the men's team won in the women's league just a couple days ago?
Wait, is that real?
Yeah,
This kinda seems
didn't
sweet.
they didn't have anyone to play against or something, so they had to let them play, and they just wreck shopped the entire women's division.
Have you seen? Do you guys know hurling? The Irish sport, hurling.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's kind of like lacrosse, meshed with hockey. That's kind of an interesting one.
Is this one that you played?
No, I've never played it. I mean, I think it's super hardcore.
All right, let's check out hurling. What? Okay, so this is like lacrosse meets field hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know how if you
This is a legit sport that's played for fans and shit.
It's just so crazy to think to be elite at these kind of
that
sports.
guy just die?
Probably.
Is the short shorts a requirement? Are you trying to send Pete back to the bathroom? What's going on here?
I mean, Gretsch just left the second we mentioned hurling, so I feel like I'm off the hook now.
Ooh.
I mean, who
Oh my God.
are there parents out there that are like, man, I got to get my kid involved in hurling?
What
is that
year-
So in Ireland, yeah.
What year were face masks allowed in hurling? I'd like to know, because I bet they used to go with
Yeah. In the 80s, it must have been a hockey thing, right? Like badge of honor. Your team
hockey. Yeah, Hockey was really more the 90s, but
Uh-huh.
because remember the old NHL games like on Genesis and shit? They had
Right.
the
Brick
Sharks
production.
defender. Who was that guy?
Ooh, Brick.
Brick TV. Brick, did you know about this?
What the?
87,000 subs?
Be hearing from my lawyers.
Wow, dude.
You're going to change your name to Bricktastic.
I think you might be hearing from their lawyers, dude. This has got a lot of subs.
Michael Salick, volleyball player.
What do we got
You
here?
guys-
Volleyball?
We're deep down the.
Is this?
I
Just
mean, this
volleyball
looks
with a
kind of
wall?
fun.
Yeah,
Racquetball
this is just
meets
volleyball off the wall. Yeah.
You
Not
gotta
all that
smash it to
creative.
the wall a lot, though, I would think. Like, if you're really playing hard, if you're going after it.
These guys don't seem like they're really.
They don't
going
seem
after
like
it.
they're going after
They're
it.
half-assing it.
You guys never play volleyball?
Wait,
I'm
you-
serious. I played it.
You played this?
Yeah. They take like the handball courts and just put a net across.
Okay. All right.
See, that's terrible, man. The handball
Why?
courts are for handball. You can't just be taking over. You know, if a sport has its courts, you can't just take them and use
Don't
it for
bait
something
me.
else. That's so
Yeah.
that's so
That's bait.
bad.
That's bait.
You almost took it. If I'd shut up, you would
I
have gone.
almost did. If you didn't lay it on so thick, I was about to just fucking pummel you. Yeah, wall ball was an OG game. Pegging the
Wall
guy.
ball. Now, wall ball is
Yeah.
a real.
That's a real
That's a
game.
real game.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was. My favorite wall ball memory was when I was in college at UW. I worked at the stadium and we used to play it. We did like game day concession stuff, but like all summer it was an easy job. We used to play it, and one of the basketball players, Justin Holiday, ended up playing in the NBA. We played it, and so future NBA player, I used to throw tennis balls at while he was like, when it was his turn to get pegged. Like,
What NBA player was
fun
it?
game. Justin Holiday, his brother Drew Holiday is a little bit more well known.
We are currently, for the audio listeners, we are currently watching
Yeah, sorry, audio listeners. For
the
this whole
Anderson
episode.
Elementary Wall Ball Championships .mp4.
This is I was thinking about the tennis ball game.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
but
this
You
is
play with a
ship.
tennis
This
ball.
is
Well,
ship, Jason.
This is just classic of the modern age. You know, they replace a tennis ball with a soft
I mean,
dodgeball.
these
I bet
kids
all
are
these
sorry.
kids are getting participation trophies
get-
after this too.
Yeah, play with a tennis ball like we did, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is
That
it
hurt
too
too
hard?
much?
Does it sting? Does
Yeah.
the tennis ball sting?
Dude, look at all these kids these days play with fucking dodgeballs.
No, you play
Huh.
with a tennis ball.
Yeah, no, you have to play with a
gotta throw
tennis
it real
ball.
hard.
Yeah, this is the game.
Did tennis balls get canceled? Like, is that a thing?
No, it's because you've got to throw the ball at the person.
That guy
so they
throws like
Yeah.
a girl.
And then when you mess up, you have to go stand at the wall, and everyone, this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, if you get beat to the wall,
Yeah. This
Then
is
you gotta
and you got to
stand
stand at
there.
the wall.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tennis
there you
balls
go.
didn't hurt
Peg him, dude.
that much.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's-
exactly it.
He's crying.
Exactly how you put
Now,
it.
to be clear, we're for the audio listeners. We're no longer watching children. These are grown adults.
Also, for the audio listeners, I am back from the bathroom, no longer drinking it. To that porno.
the person's pain I was celebrating was an adult.
Isn't that honestly? I know there's a million examples of it, but it is incredible that when we were all in elementary school, we could just beam the shit out of each other with a tennis ball, and like literally
Yeah.
no kid in America can do that anymore.
I remember this at Briar Elementary. Like, this was straight up an elementary school game. We were like
Oh,
third
yeah.
grade playing this shit.
I hope Silva's watching this because I just think he's just sitting on his couch just nodding. You know, he's just like, yeah, these kids,
You-
man. They
well,
Someone said they
dodgeball.
called it butts up. We called it
Well,
butt ball.
So butts up we called for soccer, right? Where that you would have to go line up in the goal, and then one person would take a PK while everyone was bent over, and just someone would get reamed in the ass.
Oh god, the soccer ball.
And Pete would disappear into the bathroom immediately.
Someone always had to go to the bathroom at that point.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, okay.
Keep
So
it
there
then.
is a crossover. All right, I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This channel has 8.9 million subscribers. We make fantasy football content. The Howcast, you just do how-tos, how to play butts up. See, I want the soccer one.
My coach senior year would give the seniors one day where he wouldn't show up, so you could specifically haze the shit out of the underclassmen.
This is what I used to do, and Chipsy did it too. It sounds like I wasn't the only one. You'd have to get the goal, and again, something that there's no way any kid in 2022 is bending over in the goal and having people launch soccer balls at them.
That was good because the only person who looked got pegged.
They're cracking up.
It was fun.
When is this from? Oh, you're right, Pete. This is from 11 years ago.
Oh yeah,
a different time.
Yeah,
it was a different time.
Oh yeah,
different era.
I mean, when I was doing this was like 90.
Guys, we're old as shit. Is what we're learning.
We are. Yeah, we're.
I was saying this feels like a real boomer stream. Like, back in the day when it was different, and it's like it's now like legit.
Remember back in the day when the internet was relatively new, and we'd watch the old people on the internet and be like, "God, these guys are out of touch." That's us right now.
I don't know if we could handle.
Yeah, this is weird.
The emotional hell.
I don't know if I can handle people saying they weren't alive when I was doing this. Yeah, now they're just doing this.
Just eat Tide Pods, exactly.
Tide Pods and cinnamon challenge. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Look, God bless Henry Muto trying to steer the conversation back to fantasy football.
Who'd you have, Henry? Tell us about it. Tell us all about your build.
Don't get Henry arrested on Thanksgiving.
I love hearing about advance rates too in week 12. Not even yet. Love it. So much fun content.
Spags, do you know anyone who has more than 3 teams in the top 500? I would love to know. If
I haven't heard about anybody. If anybody knows, please tell me, because it's certainly not tagged to me a lot as though it's like relevant to somebody's skill set currently.
Oh my.
Wait, who does? Is it Pete or is it Spags?
Oh no, it's neither of us. How dare you assume that?
Yeah, please.
Oh man, Spags, if you just had some Geno Smith exposure, buddy. Those Seattle stacks. Oh,
I have some actually on DraftKings. I have like 5 lineups of them, and those are all very live right now. So we'll talk about it when we get there. But it's just
let's get there now. Let's get there now, Spags. You wait. How are we going to get to Geno Smith conversation otherwise?
We can't look. I've capitulated on Drew Lock enough. Like, is there a world where Drew Lock is doing this right now, and we're all talking about the renaissance of Drew Lock and what a tremendous comeback it's been for this family man, this not drunk driver like Geno Smith having a tremendous run? I don't know. Like, is there a world where that occurs? Perhaps. We're not in that one though. It's a world of probabilities.
What evidence do we have of Drew Lock as a family man?
He's engaged to Natalie Newman, who's a beautiful lady on Instagram. His methodology will tell you.
Oh man, Mythology is your source on this.
He's got a lot of sources, but he knows it all. He is following it.
You know,
oh my goodness.
He has a very specific set of knowledge, but it is a deep
Spags is one heartbeat away from winning the $1 million.
Like, what do I do? Like, what at that point? Like, honestly, like you guys are all brilliant content mind. Ship chasing is one of the shows that I think is very important within the space. What do I do? What do I do with this if Geno wins? Because like I tout it obviously, but it's so silly that I don't even know. You just say this,
Spags. You say I was directionally accurate. That's what you say.
Well done. That's why Pete is the best. Pete is here, and the rest of us are down here fighting for scraps.
He's 100% right.
You got to balance your shares with a few Geno Smith, right? And then that always covers your back.
Also, did Pete invent combinatorial ownership? Because I feel like I heard Pete say that, and like Leone was trying to say it drunkenly on the Thanksgiving ETR stream last night, and I'm like, I think I heard Pete say it first, and I give Pete too much credit sometimes, but I do think you sometimes create these things.
I wouldn't have made. I created making fun of it. I did not create saying that term.
But you say it legitimately now. It's part of your like legit vernacular.
But I hate myself and I wink at the camera every time I say it.
He's great at this stuff.
Oh, the Gretz, can we have the love fest for Pete? Because like I think Thanksgiving wise.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was literally complimenting you.
Makes me feel uncomfortable. I'd rather you spreading rumors about me jerking it when I go to
You're a man of multiple interests.
What should we? Why we have?
It's Spags, you're right. Thanksgiving. It was a great time for that.
I'm
I think we
interested
should
in
build a DraftKings lineup with these guys.
I'm
What were you
interested in
gonna
your
say, Ryan?
guys your percentage of what's it called that are making the cut in your best balls right now. Do you guys know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's not a conversation anyone wants to have right now.
Everyone is getting chopped right now.
How dare you?
Brian, I'm more interested in kind of the unique combinatorial ownership I have out of a few leverage plays right now.
The guy rubs one out and he's a fucking authoritarian nightmare.
This
the
is the
DK
world
app
Elon
is so
wants.
shit. It's hard for me to even tell. I feel like I'm rated. I was like pretty bad for a while, and I think I'm like right at or slightly above what rate I'm supposed to have on Underdog now.
Pat took the prompt seriously.
One of my Underdog advancing lineups right now is this is pure trash, but Pete has 50% because we drafted on the stream. So, which would be hilarious if that were his buy him for lineup that like somehow is live. and
What's
we
the
could-
team? You know,
I have one called Disgusting Ship Chasing Draft with Davis that is currently advancing.
Yes.
Do you remember that one? It was like one where we did something stupid. I think we got
Was I
boned out of
out
a
for this
stack, or you weren't there. Yeah.
I mean,
If I
yeah,
had
I
a
do
piece
remember
of
this.
disgusting ship chasing lineup with Davis. I'll
It was
tilt my
like we
face off.
missed.
I hope that lineup
I think we
fails.
handcuffed. Did we handcuffed Pat?
Yeah, I think we handcuffed. It's Mahomes and Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, Ramondre Stevenson, Ronald Jones, Marlon Mack, suddenly relevant. Marlon, isn't he in Denver now? Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen, Kadarius Toney, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Alec Pierce, Wandale Robinson, pour one out. Odell Beckham could be something. LaVisca, Kyle Pitts were fucked, and Hunter Henry. Well, it was a bummer. Kyle Pitts.
Why did we say
Has
that was so
Biscuit
disgusting?
put
That
points
actually
on that
sounds-
lineup? Because he probably would have, I would have thought.
What'd you
Are
say?
you kidding me?
Like Biscuits put points on there, right? Like he counts for points.
This goes.
La Vizca va a romper por fuera. La viste. A la 15, a la 20, a la 10, a la 5. Métete la Vizca. Hasta la vista. Métete la Vizca. Hasta la Vizca. Hasta la vista. Touchdown. 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 La Vizca. Hasta la vista.
You walked right into that.
That
one,
is
Bag.
such a great clip. Oh my god, that excitement of that. Like, oh,
It's so
what a
good.
call. What a call.
Oh man.
29.4 points for Visca, by the way.
Yeah, I think Visca's ended up probably scoring in what 2 different weeks because he had the
Yeah.
was it against the
He had another
Falcons?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Stud.
man.
Absolute
Vizca.
stud.
Kevin, can't wait for Liam to send detailed invoices on split teams for his share of the winnings in January. I have like to go back to your question, Spags, with the FBI or Brick with the FBI alert. I have one team that I'm legitimately excited about that has Tyreek Hill and Kelsey on it, and is just absolutely loaded. It has Rashad White, 0 RB team, but try not to mush it. We're trying to, just play.
I have a
cool.
team called Very Fun 0 RB that I've been checking in on for like 4 straight weeks, and
Yeah.
it continues to be very fun.
I just meant the percentage of
That, Brian, we don't. No one needs that talk.
All right, let's get the Thanksgiving team drafting.
Yeah, we're gonna ship a Millie here.
Yeah.
With our crew. I mean, we got some beautiful DFS minds here, and Spags is also joining us. And I feel like
I won an award for Showdown Player of the Year, Pete.
you gave yourself that award.
It doesn't matter. People buy awards all the time. I just made one up for myself.
The iHeartRadio awards. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. We should also talk about this. GA pointing out.
You actually may have caused this because it happened seconds after you mushed it.
Dude. So Pat and I, a few weeks back, if you guys didn't see, made a bet who would score more points rest of season, Darius Slayton or Wandale Robinson. Pat was like checking his spreadsheets before he accepted the bet. Then, of course, Slayton goes off. You guys are all adding me, the Slayton slappies. Next thing you know, Wandale Robinson fucking balling out last week. I start to do a little trot, like not a sprint victory lap, but just like a little trot. Next thing I know, Wan'Dale Robinson out for the year. So I mushed it. I deserve that.
You would
pat on.
I mean, that was the quickest like win probability model of a bet I've ever seen. Like week 1, Pat shot up. Week 2, the rookie just hit. He's definitely carrying this the rest of the way. I was all in. Now Pete wins, and now it's back to 100%.
Pete, do you feel like it's because you betrayed Slayton? Because Slayton was a guy, and I know not enough people watch Splash Play compared to the show, so it's fine. But like Darius Slayton, like Pete would tout him every week, and he betrayed this man for Wan'Dale, and that's like too much universe at play there.
I was just so offended by Pat just acting like there was no shadow of a doubt that Darius Slayton was going to score more fantasy points, and I felt like I had to.
Well, no, I actually didn't even say that. You brought it to the fantasy points thing. I just said I think Darius Slayton is the Giants' best receiver, and you thought it was a hot take. Now, ESPN debuted their open score, and I like this metric. It uses player tracking data. It's a fun metric. I've cited it before this week. You know who's number 2 in open score right now behind AJ Brown? Because it's Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton gets the fuck open. My take of him being the best wide receiver on the Giants, honestly, a little cold. I could have gone hotter. Best receiver, I don't know.
Ever?
I take it this is your pick. This is your pick.
So, yeah, like you got to add him in, like because if he's going to burn anybody, it would be Trayvon, or it would be Diggs. Like it would be Diggs burning him outside because he's been so disciplined this year. So he gives it up to Slayton on like a 50-yard bomb.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Pat got the first pick because he won this Darius Slayton. But I mean, it's compromised. It has an asterisk. It's blood money.
If Richie James outscores Darius Slayton, I'm declaring Pete the winner.
Okay, I like that.
Well, Darius Slayton, by the way, did have 5 for 86 last week, even though Robinson had 9 for 100, and probably would have scored the touchdown that Richie James scored. So he would have had a bigger day. But it wasn't like Darius Slayton did nothing last week.
That's fair. Let's go to Brick next. Brick, great. I know you've famously been hand building a bunch of Thanksgiving lineups.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
your favorite guy to plug in here?
I don't want to jinx those lineups though. So
yeah.
Isn't Jamal Williams like the worst? I mean,
he sucks.
I don't want to take him.
I hate it.
How can he score 3 more touchdowns in a game? Which means he has to, because it's so bad and it should never happen.
Fuck.
No.
This guy who's getting squeezed by Justin Jackson, DeAndre Swift, everyone else everyone like clears out and they're like, let's put the ball on the 1 yard line for Jamal Williams. I mean, that's what this guy is just perfect right now.
It's a great call.
I hate him.
Yeah,
I do too. So let's put him in.
Exactly.
Our combinatorial ownership just starting out with these two is incredibly low.
I'm making a list of like random names that I want to throw in to lineups, but like we already have the random names covered.
Wait, you're on Jamal Williams?
No, I don't have him on my list. I don't have these guys on my list.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
All right, Spags. Is this where you're gonna tout our generation's Josh Reynolds?
No, I think I'll wait for the next turn and see how it works out. But first of all, I would play DeAndre Swift over Jamal Williams just because there's a high missed tackle rate going against him. Buffalo misses more, like I think 9% on the year, which is a little bit higher than people think with Buffalo.
No, come on.
That's what they want you to think.
Swift is shaky. We all know that. That's shakeability is a stat, Pat, that I'm sure we have in an NBC Sports Edge article somewhere.
We don't.
I would say. Let's put in Ramondre.
Fucking
Ramondra's
donkey.
All right, we got exposure to all 3 games already. Beautiful.
This is beautiful. Correlation sucks. Let's just hit a 9-leg parlay.
You can correlate with your pick.
Gretch, your turn. Just all 3 games are accounted for, but if you could pick someone from Buffalo, Minnesota, or Dallas, it would be preferred.
So we can get one player.
So we have less correlation. We don't want to stack anything.
I mean, this has to be a bill stack at this point. We got enough random fucking jokers in here. Well, Stevenson's not, but
yeah, make it a bill stack. Let's do it.
All right,
Case Keenum, put him in.
I'm gonna take Adam Thielen.
Oh, come on. All right, I'm going to go, and this is not related to that.
This lineup is so trash that it's legit live.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like,
I hate Adam
right
Thielen.
now. He's
but
not
he's like-
overthrow.
This is the game that when Kirk Cousins has stinkers, he comes back, he plays surprisingly well, and
Why don't we just play Hawkinson then? Let's just go double tight end or something.
he goes
Hawkinson's-
to Thielen.
I like Hawkinson.
Well, we can play both, and we play a Kirk stack.
All right, we
because
can play Hawkinson. That's
Bill
a fair point.
Belichick's
That
going
was
to
a
shut
fair
down
point.
Jefferson, right? That's the thesis.
Yeah,
Theoretically, yeah.
that's sort of I mean, it's not really. I mean, it kind of is, but I just think Cousins is going to go to his boy Thielen in this game. I think he scores 2 touchdowns.
Brick, are you
Did you
maxing
just play
this
Cousins?
contest?
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
this was Josh Allen lineup.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
maxing this, Brick?
Yeah, I'll max it. Probably play the late night showdown. I
How
doubt.
much-
I'll-
What do you think your percentage exposure to Josh Allen will be in this contest?
That's a good question. What's the ownership? What's the ownership on the QBs? Who's Chuck? Spags.
Josh Allen's going to be mega chalk at quarterback. I see it right now at, let me see here.
Stephanie just said Leone Flegg planted
44%.
Adam Thielen, and I don't
40.
know whether I should be happy or mad about the fact that Leone Flegg planting Adam Thielen makes a lot of sense.
Here's the thing. As Stephanie points out, those guys were drunk, and we've been making this lineup incredibly sober, and in that regard, it's very different.
Agreed.
I would
Josh
guess
Allen
it's
projects
going to
for
be.
46 on stochastic, so it could be 46 to 60.
I would
or
guess
so.
it's going to be mostly fade then tomorrow. So you probably want to put Josh Allen in your
How did
lineup.
Cousins and Hawkinson fit this lineup?
Say that again.
When did they get in there? Was it your
I
pick?
quickly put them in. Once I just kind of made like an executive decision about the direction of this lineup.
Just put Jefferson in too then.
Is that Brick talking?
whole
or is
play.
this
Yeah, I
Sims
mean it's
talking?
a 3-game slate.
Isn't the
But
whole
no, but
play?
everybody combinatorial ownership wise, everybody's gonna have Cousins and Jefferson.
Rick, what's
That's
the?
how they
What do
go.
you think? How many bills can you play together? Because part of me just wants to play like a million.
Three.
I thought this
Three.
should.
Three
I
or
thought
less.
this was going to be an Allen Diggs.
No, but like
hyper concentrated bills with a little.
from the
mini
combinatorial
Cleveland
perspective,
Ramondre.
Spags, if you go over the normal
All right,
bills,
I
then
just got your 3 bills in.
It should be. We should do Allen Davis because everybody's gonna have Allen Diggs or Allen Diggs Davis. So that's like
We're not playing
75%
Allen.
in the field.
Everyone's playing Allen. We're playing fucking Kirk Cousins.
When you play Darius Slayton, Adam Thielen, and Jamal Williams, you can play Allen.
Yeah, absolutely. You can play Allen with this lineup.
Well, we don't have salary for it.
You got to remove a few guys. I would think remove I don't know. The point isn't don't play Bills. The point is like if you're gonna play Bills, play less and play other guys with it.
no, but I think isn't another option to just go all in on the bills?
What's
No,
the
'cause
story?
people will be there too much. They're gonna get 5 or so. Out
I
of
love the
like,
Bills D against Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams touchdown dependent, needs multiple TDs. Like, definitely play the Bills D against.
Don't make
him.
fun of Brick's pick.
Rick, where are you at on that? Can you correlate the bills? Or is it too many bills?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah, Brian.
just some quick mental math.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
if you're playing,
Can we
fucking
beat the
cash
field
games
by
on
going
Thanksgiving,
more into
just
the bills?
stop.
Can we?
Yeah, I would be fine. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, 4 bills in cash. I think
I'm gonna
is-
have a bunch of like 5 mans, whatever the max is,
I just like
guys. On these, it's a 3-game slate. That's not a few more bills. That's not enough. There you go. Okay.
Is
You
that
gotta play-
enough bills for you guys?
You got to play two
Is that
from a
enough
team.
fucking bills for you guys?
It's not. honestly.
Play. Here's how you
Honestly,
get
no.
contrarian. You get contrarian by playing Detroit's D here. No one's gonna play all the bills against.
no one.
Detroit.
That's true. No one will play. You must have 2 different teams now. See, why is that? They should just let us play all the bills.
Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams is a bring back.
No, I think the bringbacks are just far overused these days.
You got to do a one-off. No bring back on 5 bills.
Yeah, there you go.
That
Dude,
was
like this lineup, like probably is decently live.
It's definitely unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the combinatorial ownership on this lineup is very low.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of what I was saying, except not to this extreme.
Naheem Hines plays like 3 snaps. Like, I mean, this is not a live lineup. You can't just
Scratch
like
counterpoint. What if he's the guy you need?
Wait, what happened to the lineup we were building? Did that go away?
Well, we got off track. It felt like we were struggling.
All right, let's regroup. Let's start again.
Let's start again. Start at the top. Everyone pretend like what just happened didn't happen. I think Brick had the first pick.
Okay, Jamal Williams. No, I'm kidding. I mean, if everyone wants to go Allen, just do Allen then.
No, I don't think. I think I was the only one who wanted to do Allen.
I want to do Allen.
Oh, okay.
Fucking chalk donk.
Josh Allen is our first pick.
Well, we're off to a great start.
It's a 3-game slate. We can't play the best QB by far.
Okay, so here's how I would view it: is like, so the field will have 60% of Diggs. Let's take Davis instead, and then we only have one more bill left. And I think that's the way you build. Like so you're still taking the best of the best.
Pick to be the whole rest of the roster. I did too. When I took Thielen, I wanted a bill stack around it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the move.
I guess I don't. I feel like you're middling it. Like either play the Bills to blow up.
I agree more with Pat. Like I either want to just fucking onslaught the shit out of it or mostly fade it.
But that's why. That's why you don't do that. That's the whole fucking point of what I was saying.
I think isn't the field going to do what you're suggesting? That they're gonna double or triple stack?
No, they won't, because it's too easy to build. The optimal right now is 4 bills. Like, and then it can get up to 5.
So when you say that, you're saying Allen, Gabe, Knox, and Diggs. Is that the 4 bills?
Yes. And then Singletary too gets in. I think it's
there is something to be said about a lot of one-offs on a 3-game slate too. Like in terms of just getting Darius Slayton and Jamal Williams and Adam Thielen right is going to be different enough.
So my 2 favorite plays on this slate are Michael Gallup, and the Galbrain one is James Cook.
Well, I like James Cook is one of the 6 names that I just typed.
See, but I don't think this is tying to my previous take, but like I don't think the players matter as much for this particular slate because this is just a big showdown. And Brick can correct me on this one because like if Brick does, like then I'm an idiot. But I think that's the way to approach this is like, and Pete fucking knows too because he's been flipping builds all the time in showdowns. Just flip the build here and do less than the less bills that everybody's going to do because you guys just proved the point. You all want to jam in 3-4 bills and then people will do 5, and it's like that's not likely to happen. What's more likely,
guys, you're wrong, and you've never been right on Thanksgiving. You've never been right.
Please will it to happen. Please, I need this win as bad as I need the money.
What about just an Allen Diggs skinny stack with no more bills?
What about you, Allen Diggs Cook?
That's brilliant. That's a brilliant play.
That's literally what you want to get Gabe Davis out of here?
Yeah,
that's fine too.
Gabe Davis
again,
out.
it's just do one of the two. Like don't do both. But like do one.
So
of the
now
two.
we're playing the most popular quarterback on the slate, the most popular wide receiver, and the steamiest running back play in James Cook.
But volatility doesn't matter much on a PPR
he
sport.
projects like shit.
I probably wouldn't put Cook in here. Just go straight Allen Diggs and just say that Allen's going to rush for
If Cook is going to get steamed, he's a horrible play.
Rich
There
Reba?
he is.
Lord Reed?
There he is.
Let's go.
Happy
They're going to talk
Thanksgiving.
some sense into us.
Welcome, guys.
Cheers,
Happy
buddy.
Thanksgiving.
Cheers.
Daigle, Reed,
Where's my
how
wine
we
at?
doing?
There you go. Happy Thanksgiving, brothers. Appreciate you.
How did the show go? You guys cashing those Better Collective checks over there or what?
Yeah, they're sending them through Bill.com.
I did.
They really are.
That's new.
Pretty seamless these days.
He is quite aware. They're going through Bill.com as well.
Davis isn't aware because Davis forgets to submit his time card, so Davis is not familiar with Bill.com.
Does Devin not email him? Because I feel like I get hounded by Devin to.
He doesn't do it for the money. He does it for the love.
He does it for the love of the game.
Yeah. Some of us have calendar reminders of when to submit those invoices.
I just saw DraftKings up because Mommy and Daddy fought at the table in the other DFS show where Daigle, not sure if he's Mommy or Daddy, says you can't play Josh Allen in a 3-game slate. Rich says you definitely can. So I'm curious where the ship chasing people are at.
Well,
we're arguing that right
about
now.
it.
Well, that's what we were fighting about. Yeah.
Literally arguing it for the last 10
I vote
minutes.
you can.
Yeah.
Spag says you can, but you can only play 2 other bills.
Honestly, really hoped you guys would come over here with something better than we're arguing about the same thing. Than what you guys
all
are
arguing about the same thing.
But that's the big question. Everybody's going to say what Pat said, where it's like, just play more of them. And it's like, no, people will think that same way. They always think play more now. So just like split it up. fucking CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown, whoever it is. It doesn't matter. It's just play less Bills and then just play the best lineups out of that.
Spags is probably right.
I was really looking forward to you guys breaking this tie, honestly.
No, all we did was disagree. That's it.
Well, I think that Spags has got a great take because all the other Bills players outside Stephon Diggs are bad.
Yes,
they're bad football. They're bad at football.
I was
but this take would lead me to believe that the field doesn't play them then.
Alan Diggs skinny.
No. People think Gabe Davis is good at football.
He's not bad.
No, he's not.
He's earning more targets. Yeah, it's fine. He's earning more targets.
I think Alan Diggs skinnies is the play. Like that's just.
I agree because again, it's 2 Bills. Like that's it. Like you're saying Diggs has 4 touchdowns. You win the money then. That's it because everybody's gonna play.
Or Allen runs for a couple and Diggs has 2 and he gets
like you're saying that Davis fails, Knox fails, Singletary fails, Hines fails, McKenzie fails. You've now knocked off the entire field.
Well, look at Diggs's best games, right? Just look at Diggs's biggest
Reeves, your mic is not on, buddy.
Is it not?
I don't think so. You're getting a lot of.
Yet the power of his words.
I think it was just behind you. I think it was just behind you.
Can you not? Well, listen. Can you hear me now?
It feels like it's your computer mic.
Is it?
I'd mess with.
I think it's a correct mic. It's just he has it fucking like hanging down like a big dick in his face.
Pete, how much have you drank?
Pete will be right back.
Pete will be to go to the bathroom. You guys have missed the start of the show. It's been a little homoerotic.
A little,
just the right amount. I would say
there are literally dildos on the screen.
This is the fun.
This man is trying to give you a good football take, and you're making fun of clicks right now.
Sorry, no, Reeves.
No, I want to hear the thing about Diggs.
I want to hear the thing about Diggs.
I say, look at his game log, right, and look at his actual spike weeks. Like you see that 27 there, that 26, go look at those other games. What people did, like we had one game where Gabe Davis did good in that, surrounding that, really 1 or 2. So if Diggs is gonna smash, he has gotten there by himself a good amount.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's my read on it too. You're saying when he smashes and has those monster games, no one else is really doing much, right?
Yeah, you had the Pittsburgh game where Gabe caught the long touchdown, and we had maybe one other game he did well. I forget what one it was.
Because Buffalo's not crushing as a team they did the last couple of years. So
but Detroit's so bad. They certainly could.
They can, but when Diggs consolidates, it can be just him.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
It's been the last month though. Gabe Davis has a 20% target share in 3 of his last 4 games. He is earning more targets out of their bye.
Yeah,
I mean, he wasn't healthy to start the year too.
I love the idea of picking one guy with Allen or playing naked Allen, because what if he spreads out 2 passing touchdowns and runs 1 or 2 in?
Short slate naked Allen feels dangerous.
Yeah, it feels very dangerous.
We did agree though that you definitely don't play James Cook on this slate. No one can play 10% James Cook. Get the fuck out of here.
You can play whoever. You can play any of them. It doesn't matter. Just don't play
whoever you want.
We just agreed on James Cook a minute ago.
Do not play James Cook.
I like James Cook as a totally off the board play, but I agree. As soon as he gets steamed, it's
he's
the
not
worst
off the
play
board
on the
though.
board.
Yeah, he's not off the board.
Yeah. I'm showing him double-digit ownership. So
okay, never mind. I'm out.
He just
a blowout Bills guy.
3 days ago, he had 11 touches. He's not going to be off the board.
Yeah, fair enough. That's
on DraftKings. That is, I show him single digit.
If they win by 10, he's getting 11 touches again.
Yeah, easy.
I mean, they're 10-point favorites. If they win by 10 plus, he's getting 11 touches again.
You got to think too, so they stayed in Detroit, right? They didn't try to go back in the snow and whatever. They've been in Detroit. Okay. So
they went back.
So they went. All right. So they went back. I was imagining them bonding over James Cook and being like, all right, here's the new guy. Oh, let's feed him. It's Thanksgiving. We want him to get this. That would be a fun narrative to go with. But I think it doesn't. It just doesn't matter. Just don't play more than 3, and then you'll be cool and you'll be different from everybody else.
Spags, you're the one who has 3 diamond encrusted cribs now. So you tell us, who are we playing tomorrow?
Well, I was going to say for like Dale's purpose, like it must be fun to come into this show because like I watch the show with Hayden and Josh every week, and it's like Dale coming in was like, I've got fucking a notepad, like I've got an entire Moses tablet of notes because he's got to compete with those guys, and I enjoy it because like you could show like Daigle shows up every Sunday and like
can you tell him annoyed when they start talking about film because I don't give a fuck about film. It's like how does Zach Wilson throwing incomplete passes help us out as fantasy players? Like I need the data for that.
Well, did you watch the Zach Wilson passes though? Like they're really bad. He doesn't even play his foot.
I saw 3 inches per play in the second
Zach
half.
Wilson's data is as bad as data gets, so I don't need to watch it. I had to cover the Jets Patriots game. That's enough Zach Wilson film for the rest of my fucking life.
They did drop Garrett Wilson's like DraftKings price on the main slate though, $600.
When your numbers are as bad as Zach Wilson's, you really don't have to watch the game.
He's literally the most inaccurate quarterback in the entire NFL since he entered the league. Like
I think
you're asking me to watch that. I've got better things to do with my time.
Also, sharp plays by Crane figuring out the cut at Roto-World. I used to try to request the worst teams for write-ups. Like Pat, give me. I said Roto Pat. Send me those like the Browns in 0-16. It's like give me the Browns every game, so I don't have to write up like 10 guys. Like there's nothing worse than writing up a team like the Bills who have 12 fucking players you got to write a blurb for.
Well, that's true, but Rich, you have to be. I know you know this, but for the audience, you have to be selective about your bad teams because they can't be spread out offenses. Because the worst thing is like when you get the Lions and they throw to Shane Zylstra and then they throw to James Mitchell and then you feel like you kind of have to blurb Brock Wright because he was played heavily in DFS. So I'm blurbing 3 fucking tight ends in Detroit. That's insane.
Oh, you look great at the happy hour though, Pat. Like you are a natural studio man, just shining.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm back.
What's the makeup routine? What's the because for me, like obviously they have to like cover my whole fucking head because it's just bad. So what do they do for you with someone with hair?
Well, they do. So it's weird because I've been up there a bunch of Fridays and pretty much every time it's a new person doing the makeup, and every person is generally like, "How are you about your hair?" Because they don't. I think some people are particular about their hair, you know. So they're like, basically, "Can I touch your hair? Or are you going to be a dick?" I'm like, I don't care. It's curly.
See, I never had that problem. So yeah, they didn't have to ask me that.
Yeah, but I mean, it is interesting because like I've had some people like really sort of smack the face, you know, they were like rub it in. My under eyes, they spend a lot of time on the under eyes. They don't get that.
It's like you're asking someone
light as a
to
feather.
Get coke here.
No, they really like fucking get in there. It's a lot.
All right, Reeves, get this lineup back on track. So this is what we have.
It has Jamal Williams in it.
Dude,
wow.
That was Brick's pick.
Can you put Brick and Reeves in the dual screen and have them battle this out?
Yes, let's get those two up. Just those two.
Yeah, just those two. Yeah,
he can.
All right,
I like
this is a cool little. Woo!
Oh, look at. Oh, that was Brian's pick.
Sorry, I'm working. I don't know what you guys are doing.
We came in and sabotaged the rhythm.
I thought you guys were gonna battle it out.
No.
I was actually doing work.
Brian,
Crane's gone.
That was perfect.
Brian, when I booked you on this stream, I expected to have your full undivided attention for the entire
No, but it's related. It's related. I'm running the Sims to see what they say.
That was split screens in, and Brian is just going over.
This man just insulted your honor. Brick, go. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm working."
I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm looking at a different screen.
I'm not going to defend. What was it, Jamal Williams? I took him as a joke. Defend it.
Brian just did the summary of my GPP recap shows. I didn't actually want to play that guy. It was a bit. Marcus Mariota double stacks. It was a fucking joke, guys. Relax.
It was a bit, and Pete put him in. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Let's keep him.
All right, Reeves, I need you to look past this Jamal Williams play. I need you to reach across the aisle and make a pick regardless.
Cowboys defense.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Let's go.
That's a good pick.
I love that.
And I talked about this on our show.
Yeah.
Like by far the best defense on the slate, and they're going to be third in projected ownership on both sites right now because they're not cheap. They don't play late.
And they're all sick. Everyone's
you
mad
sold me on it. I really thought the Patriots defense would be rostered more than the Cowboys, but everything makes sense because
they are going to.
Yeah.
Pete, you missed Ramondre was on
less.
this
I'm sorry, less. Yeah.
Oh, less. Yeah. No. I'm showing Cowboys on DraftKings projected ownership to be the fourth highest owned defense.
The Vikings
Hang
is
on,
still on it. Play though. I think.
What's that?
Sorry, Gretch, you're kind of
like
breaking up.
Yeah.
When you talked about like one of the worst chalk plays on the slate, the like connection was kind of breaking up. Who did you want to put in? Shamondre Stevenson?
It's why I picked Phelan though.
Okay. Oh, you want the mini correlation?
That's why I threw Thielen on this team because
what if I talked you into Damian Harris? Would that ruin everything that you believe in?
Galaxy brain.
He looked good last week.
I think
having had to blurb that game, there's literally nothing.
We get it, Pat. You work for World to World, and your job is blurbing games.
Shut up.
Do you ever think about quitting on Sundays? Because like Sundays were those legitimately the time I was like, why? Like I
it's off. Yeah,
I could do this.
Blurbing games sucks. It's so bad.
Because dude, that was my opinion too. But I feel like Pat and Denny always convinced me like that's the good thing to do. I was like, literally my worst thing. I hated blurbing games. The worst.
No. I mean, it definitely sucks. Like, so I do the recap podcast, so I don't have to blurb a 4:00 game.
Yeah.
Because then I, do the recap for the rest of the night. And watching the 4:00 games is the best part of my whole day. As soon as I get the blurbs done, which isn't until like halfway through the 4:00, then I get like the second half of the 4:00 game where I just get to watch football. It's fucking glorious.
Yeah. Completely agree.
But do you guys think that's going to change? Because like there has been a lot of changeover because people that I enjoyed that are now not going to be
thinner now. Like, do you guys have to do more games each?
Yeah. It's changing in a bad way.
No, but you have different bosses, so they might change the structure now.
I don't think they're changing it in that I will be blurbing less games. I don't think that's the way things are.
Hey, you keep doing that.
All right, Damian Harris going in the lineup.
I'm just asking the questions. Like I love Ed. Ed is my dude. So I gotta ask.
I can tell Paul in the chat that I definitely
That's
drank
great.
on Sundays. Though.
Ed Williams is a great man. He's a good person.
Great man.
He is.
Daigle, it's your turn to save this lineup. 4,500 for 2 spots, tight end and flex.
Oh baby, I got this. What do we got? Josh Allen, naked. Oh goodness, great. Oh no, Stephon Diggs.
It already has Slayton, so you're good.
Yeah, Slayton's the play.
You're on Slayton too?
Oh yeah, Slayton's the play.
All right.
Oh gosh, Damian Harris. Oh man.
Open up your third eye, John.
This is a FanDuel lineup. You guys have a hell of a FanDuel lineup going.
I prefer Nelson Aguilar to Damian Harris, but if we can't get there with Damian Harris, oh yeah, baby.
Why Nelson Aguilar?
And why is he being compared to Damian Harris?
Because you can't play the passing touchdowns if you're taking up the rushing touchdowns.
It's a fucking 3-game slate. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, DFS this year proves you can do whatever the fuck you want. Why don't you have any Cowboys yet? What's going on here?
Because we have a defensive play. The Dallas defense is scoring 3 touchdowns. This is
how
we hold ourselves.
This is a Malik Davis
kick returner of the slate.
Double dip.
All right, well, correlate Zeke with Cowboys. Here we go. 2 touchdowns.
No. Oh no.
Yes.
I love it. It's so gross. I love
Zeke,
it.
Jamal Williams, and Damian Harris. This is 7 touchdowns.
This is literally 9 touchdowns in our lineup.
This lineup projects for 6 catches across all positions.
That was a TJ Hawkinson pick. No brainer. Easy peasy.
This is the lineup. This
Double stack the Vikings receivers with the Harris bring back Hawkinson.
Honestly, I feel like if anyone's gonna do the Spags from last year, it's gonna be Daigle with Zeke. Daigle coming on here touting Zeke on Thanksgiving would just be too perfect.
I don't like. We can't name a thing after being given to Daigle. I proud for 1 year.
Well, you haven't done a thing yet, Spec. Your only thing is play 3 bills.
Yeah,
play
you're
3 bills is not specific.
Spags, do you know how Twitter works? Everyone laud you for Josh Reynolds. No one's gonna be like a year from now. Remember when Spags said play max 3 bills? Get the fuck out of here.
That's not a take.
I mean, look, I could say like again, I said Josh Reynolds is this year's Josh Reynolds. You could still play him. Like if he's active, play him. But
Does he play tight end? Because that's what we need right now.
Yeah, we need a tight end.
I mean,
just play Daniel Ballinger. I see you, Hubbard. Just play him.
Just take the 0. That's how you get contrarian.
He's gonna outscore Zeke. Don't worry.
Denny and Davis, I think, have touted Lawrence Cager.
Reeves, talk some sense. Hunter Henry, Johnny Smith, Cager.
Oh boy. It's rough, man. Rough in the streets.
It's crazy how we have so many shitty players and are still capped at salary when making a tight end selection.
I mean, to me, and FanDuel is way worse this week for this particular slate, I think, than DraftKings. I think DraftKings is a little looser.
Interesting.
I mean, we're in the shit here if we're needing a tight end at this price. I would love to play one of the Patriots guys. I mean, like, do you think Jonnu actually scores a touchdown this year?
No.
He might get a handoff.
You gotta play Hunter.
There you go.
Play Henry.
Their split is almost identical. Like their season-long stats are almost exactly the same.
You just put in
the
Hunter
routes
Henry.
are way
The
routes are way different.
I thought Reeves
Johnny
had
gets
that.
targeted a lot higher when he's on the field.
Cager is there if you want to play Cager, but Jesus.
Gerardo, Quentin Tarantino is not in this slate, so we don't have to play him. Also, the Texans use 4 tight ends every fucking week, so we don't have to worry about it.
It's true.
But he's right about Cager having Quintaro upside. Quintarino? I don't even say his name.
It means you score a touchdown on the first drive and then get no
Listen,
points
the start of his name is Quit. So like we're just done. We're just gonna get out.
What are you guys' thoughts on
For quit.
on playing Diggs and then stacking up the Cowboys?
That's brilliant. As long as you play max 3 bills.
You're gonna take a victory lap on almost anything.
Well, no, that's the move though. It's like you play like another offense overall, and then that offense has like the pull where you get a little bit more in the right spots. You get the best of the Bills offense. That is the move. But just do like whatever offense you choose. Like if you choose the Cowboys, great. If you choose the Giants, great. Like whatever. But just
Pete, does Underdog have any good Thanksgiving drafts to do?
God, are you a paid actor?
Yeah, yeah. You already had it pulled up.
Hey Pete, can I change my pick?
Yeah, no, you can't. That's a lot.
First words you've said in an hour.
No, he's definitely no. You're definitely allowed to do that for sure. Let me pull that up. What do you talk it out, Brian? What are you thinking here?
You know what? I'm gonna stick with Jamal Williams. I really like that.
Okay, you're allowed to do that too. That's perfectly. Hang on, I just want to make sure everyone feels good about it. You know, we're not in an era where we can just play wall ball and butts up and just ream each other with devices. So everyone gets a participation trophy. Everyone has the right to change their picks. This lineup has to be fully consensual. What do you guys want? Is everyone happy with their picks?
I don't even know what my picks were.
Yeah, I don't even think I got one that round, to be honest.
Okay. All right.
This lineup has historically scored 9 touchdowns, so we're good.
Okay,
You mean in their careers, in their combined careers?
Yes.
How about just play DeAndre Swift? Can you imagine? Again, I'll say the same thing I
I'd
said
rather play
last
Zeke
year
and
for
Swift
Josh Reynolds.
I got Swift on my
DeAndre
list of plays.
DeAndre Swift is this year's Josh Reynolds. I'll say it now.
Wow, there we go. There's a take.
Imagine him standing next to Jared Goff. Jared Goff is like, oh, this guy is such a safety valve for the team. They feed him. Everybody's chasing Justin Jackson. Everybody's jerking off Jamal Williams. Even Brick is so fucking above this. And he's touting Jamal Williams after a 3-touchdown game. That's not what DFS is. Fucking Brick, of all people, the nerve of you after these lull shows to come on here and tout Jamal Williams.
I love Lamb over here.
Get 200 yards.
I was gonna switch my pick in honor of the Reynolds, but I mean after that is salt.
That's the best.
Go ahead, go ahead, switch him up.
Holy shit!
I keep trying. It won't let me put Josh Reynolds in for Jamal Williams.
Put in Swift, dude. Put in Swift.
I also love Swift.
I think take it from the top with Swift and see what it does. He's a weird salary. Take it out. Yeah, like
I love it.
Look, the Lions have won 3 straight games. They're now ahead of the Packers. Right? They're in the playoff hunt.
I mean, that's not an accomplishment.
They might. Swift.
Do you guys
lightly used.
Do you guys want to get up to Dawson Knox now that we have this extra salary?
Kind fine.
Okay, he'd be the third.
Max 3 bills. So a wise man once told me I could go up to 3.
Yeah,
I like it.
No,
I like it.
Yeah, that's great.
What if you take Elliot out? What kind of salary does that give?
Hold on. What are we doing?
We could go to Max 4
No,
bills.
Zeke is sort of like the.
No, we can't. That's not.
Zeke
legal
scores
to
2
go to Max
touchdowns.
4 bills.
No, I honestly think with an Allen Diggs Knox that Zeke is kind of smart. It's like it's so gross. No one's playing him, and he could score
Playing
2
who?
touchdowns.
Zeke? Yeah.
Yeah, and you get the mini Cowboys.
Yeah.
Zeke.
Yeah, you
The
got
thing is, like, we
correlation.
probably got different enough already with Harris, Swift, and Elliott. It's like you don't need the 3 of them. So like, because you're pivoting against 3 things that will likely
That's
hit.
true.
Thielen.
We're doing
Thielen as
3
well.
big pivots.
What is which one of DeAndre Swift's 4 touches is he going to score fantasy points for us? I guess
All
is kind of my
4. It's
question.
gonna be an Al Bundy game.
You put
for the
Damian
Irish
Harris
with
in this
200
lineup.
yards. Al Bundy game. Put it
David Harris is coming off of a workhorse game. 8 attempts for 65. DeAndre
8
Swift
yards per
would
carry.
kill. DeAndre Swift would kill for this usage, guys. He would murder someone
Workhorse
to get
game.
8 carries.
Yeah. I do think on DraftKings,
rumors have been
Swift is a
debunked,
good play though.
All right.
Ramondre's good chalk. I defend that. Ramondre is definitely good chalk in this matchup.
Wait, what's your bull case on Swift Reeves?
Well, one, he's projecting on DraftKings for me to be within 5% of James Cook, like ownership. So like you're getting a player that has a lot more upside on a per touch basis. And what if like the run out is he does play like 40% snaps? What if they have to go pass heavy and he does play passing snaps? Also, when you look at like the Bills in the running game, like when they do give up production, it's big runs. And one of the worst runners after contact is Jamal Williams. So if they give up a big run, it's probably going to be to Swift. And you can run him as like, you can run him on the script is where the Bills get out and it's a pass heavy script. So, I mean, he's got a lot of returns. Plus he plays in the first game and he's a low owned player. So you already get that card turned over. If he hits, you can then jostle your lineup and know what you have the rest of the way forward. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons to get there on him. I don't think objectively he's like a great play, but I think in the context of the slate and playing tournaments and like from a top-down view, he does make a lot of sense.
You're trying to win $1 million.
Can you drop
play
that
DeAndre
mic?
Swift.
Can you just drop?
Ben will be right back.
Can we do that one though, like with Ramondre in there instead of Harris? Because I think that's the lineup. Like I think that's the one that gets closer to winning it.
What do you want to do?
The same one, but with Ramondre instead of Harris, and then take
Can you
Zeke
do
out
it?
of the flex. I know you're calling people betas
Wait,
in the
yeah, you're
chat
trying
for playing
to
Zeke or
undo
whatever.
all of this? Daigle is an honored
Wait,
guest.
put Zeke in instead of Harris, and then see what that opens up in the flex. I don't think we have to go through running backs.
But no, I would say put Ramondre in first, and then see what the rest of the salary gives you.
Yeah. Also take
Wait,
Adam.
but you're Xing out Zeke. Zeke's the key to this
We're
line.
changing it all
You
up.
already got different enough. Like you're playing
We had a
Swift.
good
You're
lineup.
different enough.
Well, we took out Harris, who was
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying just take out. No, I would say take out Zeke, put in Ramondre, and to see what salary we have. So
We
take
need-
out everything.
okay.
You're confusing
We
me
need
and
to-
scaring me.
We need to play Zylstra.
James
No,
O'Shaughnessy,
we're not
best
playing
favorite
Zylstra.
player.
I do like James
Let's play
O'Shaughnessy. I wish he got a chance. I wish he got a chance.
The rest
He was
and-
Jawan Johnson was this year's James O'Shaughnessy, and that paid off. So
You
So
nailed
how was that, huh?
You nailed that.
Spags, I want to tell you right now.
I nailed it so hard we
Every-
dropped him everywhere.
Yeah.
Spags, I'm willing to do the Stevenson play.
Mhm.
Everything else is fucking locked in stone in this lineup. So if
No,
you
because
want to
I
make
think
this work,
Stevenson- I think you. Okay, here's what I think you do. You do Stevenson over Elliott. You keep Knox in.
No.
And you see what you have
No.
left.
Elliott stays.
No.
Elliott
Figure out-
How are we
for
getting
the
rid of
people that
Elliott?
know, do what I just said,
Daigle
please, the
is
same
a
lineup.
guest of honor, and he wants to
Why are
play
we getting rid of
Zeke.
Elliott?
I
What
said
has
Elliott
Elliott
done
done to
already.
you?
I said Daigle's the best. I love the Sunday recap show on Underdog. Watch it. Go to Bet Spurts. Like fucking.
He's the
like,
best.
but
Now get his
stop
plane the
Elliott.
fuck out of here.
This is the best example of what has happened to DFS. We used to be able to just do one pick after each other. Now there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Everyone wants to construct
Yeah.
the roster a certain way. You got to construct it this way. You got to have the combinatorial ownership this way.
We had Zeke Cowboys
What's wrong with
correlation.
James
What's wrong with
O'Shaughnessy
that?
at flex? Do you guys want to look at his box score?
We are
It
not
looks fine
looking
to
at
me.
What's Johnny Munt? What's Johnny Munt?
Looks like the splash.
Wait, pull up his advanced stats, Pete.
Will you, Pat? You want to give me his first target rate data?
Yeah, I'll give you his target rate data. 0.00. No good.
I know Reeves has Johnny Munt's targets per out run. Reeves, pull that shit up.
No,
Peyton
I'm not
Henderson
looking
could
that up.
score.
Definitely not looking that up.
Honestly, this shit's live right here with Johnny. Dude, might unlock this.
Oh, God.
I don't hate it. I don't hate
He
it.
had more than one receiving yard.
Oh, gross.
So
Man.
you could get one more bill, so just take your one more bill and be happy with it.
Who?
I think it would go like, okay, right now.
Spags? I want you to understand how this works. I feel like I'm talking to a child that needs to share. Okay, everyone else has made their stamp.
No,
on a
but we
pick,
made the
and you
lineup
want to
already.
come in here with your big swinging dick and being like Spags' pick isn't, or Daigle's pick isn't valid. That's not fair. We're putting
right.
Zeke
Zeke
in.
is a good play.
It's not fair.
Can we make a
You're gonna be a
trade?
great dad, Pete. That
Thank
was
you.
well done. That was well
You
done.
laid the law down, and I feel disciplined, and I'm gonna shit in my diaper. Can we make a trade though? Can we switch like Cowboys? Gonna make a trade with whoever has picked
Okay,
Cowboys?
talk to Reeves because that was Reeves'.
Are you willing to
way.
let me switch
It's a
off
good
the
tournament
Cowboys?
defense.
Listen, man, I just came on the show, man. You guys do it wrong.
Spags, we're making a hostile environment for our other guests with your
This
rules.
is the
come in
Daniel
with hot
Glover
takes, then
gift
give a hot
from
take.
Community. He's walking in with the pizza boxes and everything's on fire, and he's like,
Spags, I want you to fall in love right now with a tight end that's sub 2,600.
I'm
That's
telling you
how we
guys
get
right
out of
now,
this mess.
Cowboys is the best tournament play on the slate.
Reeves, you do not have to defend yourself. This pick is locked in stone.
Well, can I
Spags
full
needs to
screen
grow
of
up.
2,500 guys?
could I say another option that would be viable is the Stevenson one locked in, because you could move off of Stevenson and then that would open up a different.
No one wanted Stevenson.
Spags put a wrench in it with Stevenson.
He's great
I
chalk.
wanted-
He's great chalk.
I
He
wanted
doesn't fit.
Harris early, and I wanted Zeke in the flex because it tilts the chat. That's
What about
I
Jacoby
wanted.
Myers? What about Jacoby Myers?
Well,
Jacoby
I
Myers
would
over
be
who's-
curious. I would be curious what Zeke opens up in the flex. I was on board with that, and maybe that fucks
Yeah.
over
It's
your
our
pick.
original lineup. This is
No,
what we had.
Zeke as RB2 and,
This is-
and Jacoby Myers as the flex.
I need more.
This is
that
what we
now
do.
that would be sick.
And we do O'Shaughnessy and we leave 900 on the table to be unique.
No,
But he's
come
not going
on.
to get these routes. It still has to be believable that it can happen. Like, it still has to be the
Come
realm of
on.
possibilities.
he couldn't even deliver that line without laughing his
It's
ass off.
amazing.
All right, hang on. What happens if we go?
This
Put in
lineup
Zeke-
makes fucking sense. All right.
All right. I'm good with this.
It does.
Yeah, I can live with
I'm good
that.
with this.
That's fine.
All right.
Ramondre is better, but it's fine.
So does everyone agree to split
Ramondre wasn't better
split
last
the
week.
million fairly? Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
I don't hate that. That looks all right.
I think it's fun.
I could talk myself into it.
All right. I just don't want this to be like a mad world situation where we win the million and we all become enemies and we're all. Are we good? We're good.
Is a million even worth enough to become enemies at this point?
Wow. I mean, how much is RotoWorld paying you, Pat? If you fucking
Not much.
rubbing your nose up at $1 million.
Not much. That was just an inflation joke.
I mean, these contests are incredibly top heavy. You don't get to look at my other lineups.
They're pausing it for your cash lineup in a 3-game slate.
Yeah, send me a head-to-head for the 3-game slate. I think it was Gretsch who said little underdog action here. Little underdog.
Oh, I'd be into that.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a beer, so I'm not the cause of attention.
Get a beer. Ooh.
I'm gonna jerk off to think about Ramondre Stevenson real fast. I'll be
I
back.
wish you were in my lineup, man.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? Let's warm up with just a turkey. This thing's about to fill. My God.
It's amazing.
Right. Don't be sarcastic, Brig.
I was not. I wasn't.
I can tell.
The popularity for these is really impressive.
Influence.
It turns out people like gambling.
How do you always get the influencer 1-1? I just
A
don't.
lot
get
of
it.
ways to gamble.
Underdog tells me anytime that I wear my shirt with their logo that they'll just ship a 101.
Anytime you impregnate a woman, you get the 1-1. That's the way it works.
We need
For as long as
Elon.
she's pregnant, apparently.
Yeah.
We need
That's how
Elon
I
to
want
buy Underdog. Take care of this.
What do you think Jeremy's number is to sell if Elon writes him a check?
100 million?
Did you get the first pick?
You think more
I
than that?
did.
Yeah, I think more than that.
Way more than that.
What are you thinking?
Overzet also gets the investor email, so we're both hoping for more than that. Just go on.
Yeah, well, listen, guys, they pump their own bags pretty hard in companies. No, I'm sure they're fair and biased, but I've heard some estimates in the fantasy world that I don't believe.
The Lord CSU Ram has us covered in the Denver government, so we're gonna be a sports book next year.
Are you thinking like 500 million or like 200 million?
I'll let Overzet take that one.
I just think Brian's being pretty unimaginative with his valuations right now.
You think this is $1 billion company?
What? Do you have a child name, Pete?
Yeah, I'm not telling fucking you.
Have you said it on the stream and I just haven't listened because I'm a jerk and it's in season?
I haven't even told my mom.
Okay,
she
she
calls her Boo Boo and it tilts me and I still am not telling her.
What? How do you get out of Boo Boo from a no name? I don't understand that.
I mean, take it up with my mom. She needs to call this little girl something.
All right, that's fair.
You know, after defending Daigle so well 5 minutes ago, you just turned on him real fucking quick there.
I'm a fair and just ruler.
I know. Came to his daughter and he defended her already.
Yeah, I am gonna name my daughter Fantasy Flock over there. I forgot to kind of consult you guys on the pick I made. I just kind of ripped Josh Allen right in there.
Now Tony Pollard's the number 2 pick is pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
I mean, you'd rather have Barkley, right? Like,
I think you'd rather have a few people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spags.
You're probably trying to make a
question.
Stack.
They're avoiding the question. How much do you think Underdog's worth? At least you'll talk.
Oh, I think they're $1 billion company. I think they're the best situated company right now in terms of growth. It's just, can they hit the mainstream? The issue is like it takes so much time on Underdog. Like they need to figure out the shitter game component and mainstream that. As my,
no,
I mean,
seems way high to me. I mean,
Action Network didn't do anything but content. They sold for $280 million. Like literally, they offered nothing.
But BC regretted that pretty fast. Is my thought.
Sure, yeah.
It was too high of a price.
That gives you a good gauge though of what Underdog is.
All right, what are the sloppy? You want Ramondre here since we begrudged you of that in the DraftKings?
I love it, Pete. I think we're building a great lineup already.
Yeah. Wide receivers are all basically gone.
Jacoby Myers projected great.
Rich and I like Darius Slayton a lot as well.
You speak
we
for
could
Rich
get
now?
Hawk as a correlation piece.
Yes, I speak for the
Jamal
Lord.
Williams just staring at
God.
Rich,
or Knox. We could do Knox.
I don't know. All these guys are bad. All the good players are gone.
You can't play Singletary with Josh Allen. You can't do it.
Yeah, nah, I'm good at that. One pick away from Gabe Davis.
Yeah, that hurts. This AJ guy
hurt. Yeah.
Have these been duping for first place? Anyone been playing these like weekly?
So the battle royales really haven't been duping, but maybe a 3-game slate. I don't know if Warner or any of the Badge Bros are in the chat. I could see a 3-game slate duping.
I need to get in more in battle royale because those ADPs are wild.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to dupe here? It seems like there's enough combos.
Well, that's what, and it was six teams. Yeah.
Not if you play O'Shaughnessy.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Just play. Did you see Johnny Munt's box score? Johnny Munt had 8 yards last week.
I thought on Pete's channel he figured out how to play Battle Royale. I thought that was like that was the YouTube title.
Ramondre Hawkinson?
Spags. You're going down in dangerous, bro.
This is a great start, boys.
Imagine if Bryce Perkins was on Thanksgiving slate.
Imagine.
Oh my God.
Your drunk uncle would hate Bryce Perkins.
Oh yes. My father-in-law tomorrow.
Reeves, we never got to talk about the M's and the Guardians again, but they both made it out of the first round. I was rooting for both teams.
It was painful, man. Especially because I went the Saturday to the Guardians game where they came back in the 9th, and then for them to just lose the next 2 games was brutal.
Yeah. We just got swept by the Astros. So
And then the Yankees didn't give a shit and just no-showed.
yeah, we're terrible.
Thank you, Sean, for $19.99. The crowdsourced DraftKings millionaire lineup is now on you, Sean. Thank you, sir.
We don't have to.
We
invoice
will
anyone. It's
watch
just
this.
on Sean.
We'll build a millionaire maker lineup for every $20 you guys send in.
Yes. That's good. That's good.
Time restrictions to apply.
I don't got anywhere until
Don't forget the YouTube's VIG, Pete.
until 9 a.m. tomorrow. I don't got anywhere to be.
Yeah. If you guys let me do a little math, actually,
We're on the clock.
$24.99. Oh shit!
We're up.
Oh,
Bills,
God, not
Swift?
DeAndre Swift.
Isaiah McKinney.
What about Swift, dude?
I
I love Gallup
Swift.
this week. I love Gallup.
Ugh.
Swift and McKenzie.
The nerve, the
Swift.
audacity.
We do have to get a Bills wide receiver, so we're going to take McKenzie with this pick, and then we're going to battle it to the death for the second one.
Swift
Can't play Gallup.
Swift.
Let's go around the horn. Reeves, what's your vote?
Damian Harris.
We already have mine.
Daigle, what's your vote?
DeAndre Swift.
Okay. Pat, what's your vote?
Gallup.
Was that serious,
Jesus.
Reeves?
No, I would.
Gretch, what's your vote?
Swift.
I would say Swift.
Brick, what's your vote?
Swift.
All right, so
Damian Harris.
Congrats, Swifties. We bought a ticket to the show.
Look at this lineup.
Swift's a legit good tournament play. I will not be talked out of
He
this.
is good, yeah.
You can talk to me at
I'm
3
with
o'clock and tell me how dumb I was when I'm late swapping. When I'm swapping
Yeah,
all the
I
guys.
can't guarantee I'm going to play it, but I trust you. I believe you.
Here's the list I made when I was just going through
let's hear
literally
this
during
list.
the show. Noah Brown,
Oh, God.
Starts there.
James
That's what you
Cook, DeAndre Swift, Richie James, Adam Thielen, Nelson Aguilar.
Are you interested in any good players tomorrow?
No,
Any?
I'm saying those are the maybe a little bit off the wall plays.
Okay, all right.
No,
Maybe
what about
leave
Isaiah
that
Hodgins?
extra.
All right,
See, but like,
you-
imagine
you-
before the
Isaiah
season
Hodgins
that
is
people
there.
were like, "Oh, you could get DeAndre Swift in the 5th round of a 3-game slate on Thanksgiving." When people were taking him
Right.
in the 1st round,
Right.
or like
Right,
at least
Spade.
high second.
Right.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And the Lions have won 3 straight. They might actually think they can compete now. If this Bills game's reasonably close, they might run him out there more in the second half.
Their schedule the rest of the way is really light.
It's really light. If they could
They could
somehow
the
win this
North.
game,
Like
they could make the
or at least
playoffs.
make the playoffs.
Could they really make the playoffs?
Yes. It's like a
The
really
NFC.
it's a real like this game, like if they somehow beat the Bills, this game would be massive. But
Football
They're 4 and
Outsiders
6. They would-
give
they
them
would need-
give them an 18% chance to make the playoffs.
so
Yeah,
they
it's
have
decent.
that's not bad.
That's
They
not
have-
nothing.
After the
Yeah,
Bills,
it's not zero.
Jaguars at home, Vikings at home, which is probably winnable, at Jets, at Panthers.
They should have beat
Bears
the
at
Vikings
home.
already.
That's an impressive 5 game.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
They
can
could go
see it.
5-0 after this Bills game.
Should we build a Lions beat the Bills lineup?
I love that.
Yeah.
For us.
Ooh, that's a good. That's how you win the money.
Yeah. If you want to see it,
I'll have that.
$24.99 super chat.
Who wants it? Come on.
That's got to be a shootout.
Oh my God! Someone took Josh Reynolds unironically. This
my
guy's sick.
God. There it is.
Wait, who's this?
Who's that?
Keep going. It's.
This
Do
Evan
you
Silva?
recognize that?
Wait, is this
individual?
G? Chris,
Oh!
what's going at your house?
Yeah.
Chris, get back on screen.
Hold on, Chris.
Hey.
They said come back on screen.
Chris, we just,
Yeah.
we just
Take
had
my
Chris
spot.
on. God.
Make a pick.
G. Hang on,
Is Daigle-
G. You got to make this pick.
Is Daigle just at G's house? Right now?
No, the other way around. We got
Not gonna
13
have time.
seconds.
Gentlemen, how's it going?
Good. Hey, we need to make a pick. Seven seconds. We need
Richie
a wide
James.
receiver.
No.
It's got to be
Richie
Richie
James.
James. You're out of time.
Silva's
Is he
all over
playing?
again.
Noah
Greg
Brown.
said Noah Brown.
Who said Noah Brown?
Yeah,
You did.
You did.
I said Richie James twice.
Can't hear
No,
anything.
you said Noah Brown on your little cheat sheet of shitty players.
Yeah, I did have him on my cheat sheet.
You know?
Don't run
Nope.
rats.
This lineup ain't winning shit. Gee, hang on. So why did you think it was a good idea to host?
Like this.
He can't hear you.
God, this guy's
working
getting
now?
emasculated
This
by
way.
Daigle in his own house.
Perfect. See, look at that. Apple technology at its best.
Click. Do you hear that little sound?
All right, a boom. That's it.
And do you hear them?
I can't
Chris,
hear them at
can
all.
you hear me?
Must
They're
be
not-
I
like
gotta learn how to
Can you
use
hear me?
congrats
AirPods.
to your DNA or something.
Chris, can you hear me?
You
He
can't,
can't
us,
hear
Chris?
shit.
Chris,
Oh,
can't hear
God.
shit, man. Daigle,
I can hear you.
I hear him now.
You can hear me, Chris?
Where
Yeah,
in
what's
the
up, guys?
world is John
So-
Daigle?
Tell us, how did the sausage get made here? How does Daigle end up at your house? This guy ends up at fucking everybody's house. I swear to God, if you have like an inch open in your door, Daigle just barges through and then
there.
takes your guest bedroom.
He'll
Oh,
take
yeah,
your keys, too.
absolutely.
You gotta be careful.
Absolutely, man. He's a wonderful guy. We met in Vegas the year before.
Does he have a
not
gun
this one.
pointed at you right now?
Not at all.
I can see the shadow.
He already went downstairs to get another drink.
Okay. How did this
No,
happen?
but we met not this Vegas, but the previous year in Vegas, and we talked a little bit and we kept in touch. And I said, "Hey, dude, you ever in Texas? Hit me up." And he's like, "Hey, dude, I'm in Texas. Come on down."
If somebody says that to Daigle, he's gonna remember it. He's gonna hit you.
Oh,
up
he
when
does
he's there.
absolutely. Yeah. I got a DM, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's serious." I'm like, "Okay, let me, honey, is it okay?" Yeah, come on in.
Did you get like a number of days that he was going to be there? Because this dude will fucking sleep on your couch for about 3 months. As far
He's
as I
moving
understand
in.
it.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
Have you
my
heard of
guest-
squatters?
Yeah. Hey, my guest room is top notch too. Couple beds, his own bathroom, his own closet. Like he's
Holy shit!
he's like
It's not
like
gonna be top
parking it
notch
up.
when he's done with it. Did you
Dude.
watch the stream last year? Like this guy
Oh, of
passed out on the
course.
floor. Are you worried about what he's gonna
Oh,
do the night before?
not at all,
Thanksgiving?
dude. It's par for the course for all my friends.
Did he bring his mother's sandwiches though? Like, did he
Hey,
bring
what?
one just in case? Last year he had one of his mom's sandwiches and was touting him on the stream. It was like, "This is what I'm gonna do whenever I wake up for whatever happens." And is that
No. He's actually going to his mom's after this tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
yeah.
You might have to put his suitcase on the front steps just so he kind of gets the hint, you know?
Definitely.
What's good with you, Chris? What are the Thanksgiving plans?
Just here, watch football, eat a lot, and apple pie, of course. That's my go-to
That's your
meal.
jam? All
Yeah,
right.
it's my jam. How
You
about
guys
you?
cooking a whole turkey? What are you cooking over there?
Turkey, ham, macaroni, the whole nine.
Fuck, I'm gonna
Okay.
come down. What?
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna check some flights to.
We got an extra bed over here.
Yeah, how many guest bedrooms do you have, Chris?
Just one, but it has two beds in it, because
Okay.
they're
Wait, Chris, you're,
The guest-
you think Chris would learn his lesson with saying they got extra beds when Daigle actually showed up? He's just announcing on the ship teasing stream. Hey, we got extra beds.
Thank you, sir.
Oh wow, look at this.
Ooh,
This is how
look
you
at
butter up
that.
your host, bringing him a beer.
Herb service, baby. That's what I like.
Yeah.
What's the, because one of the things that I discovered this summer is there was a big kind of controversy from stories that Silva would tell and Daigle would tell. Daigle acted like he was the butler for Silva, cooking, cleaning. Silva acted like Daigle has never cleaned a dish in his life. I'm curious, from your boots on the ground experience, whose side are you on from this battle?
Oh, Daigle's 100%, dude. I mean, he's literally been the perfect guest. I mean, he's always up in the room, just hanging out. And
I'm a little worried about Chris right now.
Wait, did Daigle just bring you a Happy Daddy beer? Is that actually what just happened here?
No, this was my beer downstairs in my office. I was just hanging out, and he brought it up.
All right. Sounds good. What are you guys gonna do tonight? You guys gonna watch Step Brothers on the big screen after this?
Oh, of
or what?
course, right? The
Yeah.
non-rated one, of course.
Okay, I didn't even know there was a non-rated one.
Hey, how was your bathroom trip? Was it good?
I actually have to go again. Thank you for reminding me.
So what's up, guys? How was your underdog draft? Good?
No.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Underdog
our
draft.
receivers are Isaiah McKenzie and Noah Brown. How was yours?
Well, that was your doing, Ben. You demanded we take him.
Yeah, I was in the
Richie
runoff,
James.
and it was awful. I got Isaiah McKenzie as well. I felt dirty just clicking it.
Don't love Isaiah McKenzie this week.
Reeves, did I see you drinking a old fashioned when you came on earlier?
It's just whiskey. Just saying. Being
Just
lies. Yeah. I don't have the kind of energy to mixology anything.
I mixed a whole old fashioned here, and I brought it on earlier, and Pete said he had one just a couple hours before the show.
Hey, where's the cherry, Gretch? Where is it?
It's on this side.
Do you make your own syrup or no?
It's just sugar cubes, little bitters, splash of water, grind that up. And then
when the pandemic first went down, I got into like cooking and doing a lot of mixology, and I was making my own syrup, and I found out I like the peach syrup. I made a homemade peach syrup all the time for old fashions and loved it.
Ooh, wow, that's good.
Yeah,
that's gotta be good.
You.
I'm not like making syrup. I'm just making the little.
It's super easy. It's literally just sugar, water, and the fruit you want to use, and you just.
But dude, I
gotta be honest, man.
Yeah.
I got these 10% double IPAs. They're insane right now. I'm just, dude.
I was real into the double IPAs, but like the 10%ers, they fuck you up. I have such a hard time with beer, just not drinking it like beer.
And you feel heavy afterwards, man. Just fucking die.
Oh, yeah.
This is why Pat has to go play volleyball before he drinks, because he's drinking these fucking.
That is actually right.
Double digit.
The two you do are Victory Golden Monkey, and then also the Delirium Tremens. Those are like 9-ish. But it's like they're like Bud Lights, but you get like fucking slosh.
Exactly.
Dude, the Golden Monkeys those are the sours, right?
No, I mean they have a version of it.
No,
Yeah, Victory has like Golden Monkey sour too.
Okay, I've had the Golden Monkey sour, and that thing, like you have 2 of those and you're just blotto.
But it's like not a bad calorie ratio relative to like getting blotto, which I think is generally the goal if you're trying to do YouTube content.
Bags, what beer are you drinking?
I got an Eraser Hood here, brewed in Philadelphia. I'm a proud Philadelphia local who went to the Sixers game yesterday to root for Ben Simmons quietly because Alex is afraid of us getting beaten up or stabbed if we rooted for Ben Simmons too, or if I rooted for Ben Simmons too loudly. She's not a.
Hang on, Spags. I need to unpack something you kind of inferred there if I read between the lines. Are you worried people won't watch your Showdown content if you drink too many beers and get fat? Is that where you were?
Yeah, no, because they tune in. Obviously, I would hope they come in for the information, but ultimately, I know like the looks are what sell, and that's at the end of the day. That's why I want Pat on TikTok. That's why I want.
Have you looked at your YouTube demographics?
It's a fantasy flock in a suit. It's just you gotta have different vibes for different situations. These are the people I tune into.
We got the Lions money line lineup coming.
There we go. There you go. This is how we talk.
They hooked us up.
Nate coming in big here.
Jared Goff at QB is legit a good pick tomorrow. Like that's like a good move to do tomorrow.
Yeah, the Bills have a lot of 300 passing yards to Kenny Pickett and Jacoby Brissett in 4 of their past 6 games. They've had over 300 yards.
Goff plus fade Amon-Ra. Go to whatever.
Whoa.
No,
wait, hang on. We're playing this already.
He's the one player.
Amon-Ra's gonna be highly owned tomorrow because he's gonna be the
how
big
do
how
the Lions actually beat the Bills? That's this lineup. Not
combinatorial ownership with Goff and Amon-Ra. Spags is gonna be fun.
Hey, well, I think it's Goff plus Swift is what it is.
Yeah, Goff, Swift, Amon-Ra, man, the double.
You got to have Amon-Ra. The Lions don't beat the Bills without Amon-Ra going off.
Everybody wants to build their own team. Let's do a draft right now.
No, someone paid harder.
Let's do a Thanksgiving Day draft. Put some money on it, and
Nate,
we'll all
Nate
draft
paid
our
for
own
this
team.
lineup.
No, we got to come together. I want us to talk out how the Lions actually beat the Bills because that's the whole point of this lineup. Like we're not trying to go immediately Galbrain off of this.
It's
can I set the tone? Can I set the tone before we get into the weeds here? I want you guys to understand what just happened. We are at the equivalent of an online fantasy strip club, and Nate just showered us with $24.99, and now we need to shake our asses and make him the best fucking Jared Goff lineup he's ever seen until he's rock hard and has to go get a rum and coke to just chill out because he's so
go
hot under the collar.
Now, Pete, you're drinking a rum and coke. Is that related to?
I want a Lions money line lineup. It's not Goff. It's Allen. It's Allen. It is Allen. It's Detroit. It's Detroit out. Like
Ben's right.
I think
it's not
Ben's right.
Singletary.
Let's be real. If the Lions are going to win this game, Lions D is the move.
What?
Great point. That's a great point.
No, that's a bad point.
It means they have to because to win this game,
because we're getting a pick 6.
Because to win this game, you have to have a turnover. You have to do something like the Jets did, right? Like you have to get a couple turnovers or like have like a block field goal return for something like some bullshit.
I think it's 31-28 if you're beating them.
Yeah, like Lions 3, Bills 3, that makes a lot of sense. Like onslaughting the game, I think is logical because like the bricks of the world. I'm gonna keep pointing to Brick until Brick fucking gives me something.
Yeah.
But like the bricks of the world won't have those guys. He wants a late swap. He wants a late swap the last 2 games.
Yeah.
We're all gonna finish up with a stream and be like, man, I drank too much, and Brick's gonna be like, I got so much done.
I mean, all right. So if we're playing Jared Goff, we gotta at least double stack him, maybe triple.
Can't play Jared Goff. What is
Wait,
the
hang on.
scenario
Let's
where
talk
Jared
through the
Goff
quarterback
outscores Josh
decision.
Allen?
Gretch, I'll tell you the fucking scenario where Nate sends his $24.99 to build the
No.
Goff lineup. That's the scenario.
No, the Lions money line lineup.
No,
is
Lions
Josh
money
Allen.
line. It could be.
But
It could be
Ben has a
Jamal
point.
Williams.
Man has a point that the Lions could win and Josh Allen could still be the quarterback in the
Right.
lineup.
Because he
Nate,
runs.
Nate, will you clarify in the chat, because the spirit of your super chat was the Jared Goff lineup, how I read it. If you wanted Jamal Williams,
money
Lions
line. You
defense,
read it wrong.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
I
Nate
agree.
clarify.
We have the
Doesn't close
Konami
out.
code.
Doesn't close that out.
We have the Konami code creator on the stream.
Bryce
You know
Perkins
this guy?
isn't in this
He's
slate,
remarked.
dude.
He's over here. He's over here.
All right. Nate is giving us permission to Galbrain away. All
It
right.
has
He said it could be Jamal
Not a
or
good job,
Josh Allen
Nate.
QB.
Not a good idea.
Nate, you let him out.
Are
of
the
this
Lions
one.
going to dominate the Bills? Are they going to
No.
score so much more than the
No.
Bills that Jared Goff can have a 4 TD passing game and
So
Josh Allen only accounts for 2
But
touchdowns?
what if like Allen's hurts his UCL more and then he's come out of the game?
Oh, all right. Now we're galbraining. All right.
But
On
it's
it,
like a
like-
viable Galbrain. Like, I mean, I'm okay
Yeah.
putting Allen in a QB, but you still got to get 3 bills. You
You gotta get
Jesus,
Jamal
shut
Williams
the
in.
fuck up, Spags.
No, but
Jamal Williams
Amon
has to be
Ross,
in this
Swift defense. That's your 3 Lions. Then if you're
Let's
not
go
playing-
DeAndre Swift.
No.
I just want to say Jared Goff isn't a bad play. He's probably like the best tournament play after Josh Allen, honestly.
No, he's not.
Yeah. He
Well,
is.
I mean, he's cheaper.
Why not Dak?
Because
Because
their
he's the
defense is
second
gonna
highest on
smash, and the
quarterback.
running game is going to spash, and he never clears.
Yeah. I
Well,
took the
also
under on that.
Dak
passing
is
yards.
Dak is the second highest on quarterback.
It's
Like,
probably
honestly,
Mac
like-
Jones or Jared Goff if you're looking for
I-
a non-Josh Allen quarterback.
I like Mac Jones, but he also hasn't thrown for more than 1 passing touchdown this year, so maybe don't believe me. That's okay. Don't listen to me at all.
I strongly feel that we should not have Swift in this lineup. We should have Jamal Williams who's going
I-
to score all the touchdowns.
I strongly feel
We already built the Jamal Williams lineup. I'm so sick of that shit.
I mean, like the Bills have a pretty good power success rate, which means like they
that,
can
that
get
reminded me of a
50
few
yards.
good men when Demi Moore's character is like, I strongly object.
Brick
I
said Jamal
strongly
Williams is
object.
a bit, and now you guys are all on it because he runs.
No, I mean,
Sims,
if the
and it's
Lions
fucking
win-
bullshit.
All right, look, if the Lions win and we don't have Jamal Williams, then we should have Jared Goff because Swift
you.
isn't scoring 3 touchdowns.
I mean, Consigliere has a point where Case Keenum, if the Lions win, makes a lot of sense. So there you go. Double stack Case Keenum.
Guys, we're doing a Jared
Have
Goff,
fun,
Amon
dude.
Ross St. Brown stack. Who's up next?
But if Ben's angle is the Lions just outscore them, then Goff does make sense.
Yeah, he makes
that's
sense.
the thing.
No, because Allen's running in that scenario.
No,
Yeah,
Allen.
No,
Let's
not
go Goff.
necessarily. Not
But
necessarily.
I mean, you're still
They're
just
gonna
trying to
be-
cut
they're
it
gonna
down
be
on
more
a parlay.
pass-heavy than
So,
the
like,
Lions
don't
in
even
that
playing
scenario.
Goff if you're playing Brown.
The
Play Goff.
best part about the slate is that all these narratives end by 2:30 p.m. And then we can all just take a nap
Yeah.
or late swap. It's the
The
best
best
about
part
the
of this
slate.
show would be if it ended in the next 2 minutes.
That's not made on happen.
Wow. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I
you
don't
real
know
holiday
that
spirit.
much wall ball.
Festive spirit whatsoever.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I would
Well-
be here till it goes under 200. Like it keeps
I'm
going up.
making plans
Keep
for
riding.
Where's
this
Bond
hour.
for? I thought
What would
Bond
the
was
fantasy
coming.
flock do? WWFFD.
I'll invite Fantasy Flock on. I don't give a shit.
Send him a DM. He likes
He's
those.
not doing anything. He makes a 10-minute video every week. He's not doing shit right now.
Spags knows I've already reached across the
You did.
aisle and tried to collab with
He
him.
tried
and
to
ignored
bully
me.
us. He tried to be like, "You guys got a problem," and then Pete was like, "Hey, come on the show, man. We have different approaches." He never replied again.
Well, yeah, because Spags, you talk shit about him on every one of your streams.
Coward and a fraud, and I'll say it here because we're late enough in. I don't want to be mean to underdog, but like I get it. He's fucking converting subs. He's converting the worst.
There
subs.
goes our $1 billion valuation because Spags is taking shots at one of our content creators.
Somebody else send $20 to guilt Pete into staying on for another half an hour.
Well, I mean, it didn't work the first time. We're still halfway through the $25, and Pete's already trying.
We barely got.
Pete, if your daughter is diarrheaed out right now, are you even capable of making it to the hospital?
Did you say diarrheaed out?
Yeah, if it comes out the womb, are you prepared to go?
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
That's been a long time around.
What the fuck, Daigle? Chris, get this man out of your house right now.
That's what happens to babies. They get diarrheaed out.
Oh my god.
Are you prepared to go to the hospital right now?
I'm not prepared to deal with you right now. I'll tell you that much.
To be clear,
I feel like on your ninth
opposite of diarrhea. Like it's like
I feel
really
like-
difficult. It doesn't
I
fly
feel like
out
going
like
to the
a fire
hospital
hose.
in an Uber with my wife would be a pretty baller move right now.
And then you cook the placenta. Everyone knows how the
Stop
babies
it,
work.
Daigle. You're done. You're done right now.
Everyone knows how
Jesus.
babies work. Was Daigle's last line? Everyone knows how babies
Did I
work.
just hear cook the placenta?
After he described cooking a placenta and diarrheaing it out.
Did someone say James Cook? All right.
Cook the
get
We're not
back
playing
on
James
track.
Cook. We're not playing James Cook.
Not in this lineup because you don't need to. You played
Not in
Gothic
this
QB.
Jamal Williams is the play if the Lions win. That's just like it's plain and simple.
What? No.
No. Dude,
I actually do agree
Jamal
with that
Williams
unless we
is
play
literally
Jared Goff.
Actually,
Justin
it's not a bad
Jackson
call.
had
Not
more
a bad
rushing yards than Jamal Williams. This dude, all he does is fall into the end zone. All right,
No, but that's
He's
the
not
point.
doing
They're scoring
anything else.
touchdowns. You need to get the touchdowns. So you gotta either play Goff or Williams.
But that's presupposing
that's
1 yard
like-
touchdowns, balls directly at the 1 yard line. That's the
No, it's not
only
just
way
1 yard
Jamal
line,
wins.
man. He's getting all the inside the 10 work as well.
But that's
Before
like
Sam
two.
Hopkins.
That's like 2 layers down the Galaxy Brain layer. But the next layer down is you need to beat the Bills. You need DeAndre Swift to do DeAndre Swift shit. Like,
Well, that's a good point. I like that
you
point.
need.
I like
your
Swift
elite players
way
to
more
play
than
elite.
Jamal Williams.
James
I think it's
De-
Amon Ra and it's DeAndre Swift and it's Josh Allen. That's what I.
All right, so inside the 10 carries, this is per Sam Hopkins tool. 74% have gone to Swift, 18% to 74% have gone to Williams, 18% to Swift, and then red zone carries 68 to Williams, 19% to Swift.
Yeah,
so I
no,
mean,
we all know that like Jamal Williams is their.
no, I mean, Pete's saying it's basically all happening from the 1 yard line. He's getting like all the good shit. All the good rushes are going to Williams. So you do need when you're betting on Swift, you're betting on long ass plays. I don't like Swift and Goff.
But
I don't like
do they
Swift
beat
and
the
Goff.
Bills? They got to create great plays.
Let's go Allen if we're going Swift.
We're not doing Allen. I am putting my foot down. We are building a Jared Goff lineup. You guys can figure
Then
the fuck out from there.
don't put in a Lions running back then.
All right,
We don't
fine.
need a Lions running back.
All right, who's next? Khalif Raymond, Josh Reynolds, DJ Chark.
Take out James O'Shaughnessy, please.
Jared
Oh.
Goff is a Lions lose lineup. You're racking up passing yardage late.
No, because they got to play
James-
aggressive because they know they're going to get smoked. And Dan Campbell's like legit one of the most analytically savvy coaches in the league. Like he goes for it on 4th down. He's like legit sharp. Brandon Staley fake sharp because he fucking backed down the second he had an okay team.
James Degnan in the chat has a good point that his wife encapsulated her placenta and then
Stop,
ate it because
shut
it
the
has a lot of
fuck up.
protein.
Oh my
God
God.
damn it.
What
Dave's
the
getting
hell?
hacked
Christ.
again.
James who?
The point is like now you can play chalk because you played Goff at QB. Like we're good.
Reeves, who's the
fuck?
next player in this lineup?
Daigle, how do you even know what a placenta is?
Stop, Gretch.
You're about to see it, Pete. You're
Moment
about to
after
see it all of
Shut
it.
up.
I'm just
Let
gonna
me
say.
have a few more days of bliss before my life changes for fucking ever, Daigle.
Yes.
For placenta and crowning and all of that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Christ, Daigle.
Dude, I don't even know if Daigle heard this, but like for 45 minutes when he was doing his other stream, my kid was just like screaming echoes throughout the house. Did you hear that, Daigle, or no?
No, I did not know.
You're lucky, dude. You're lucky. He almost like broke my fucking finger.
Reeves, you need to get us back on track.
Yes.
I'll even allow you to pick
How does
two
Goff work?
players.
I will just say this: there's the player that is second on the Lions in touchdown receptions is DeAndre
Therapy.
Swift.
Yes!
All right, I've heard enough.
Put him in.
Like also you're playing Goff. Like, so think about it through this. Like, if you play with Josh Allen, you're competing now with 60% of the field. You're playing with Jared Goff. Who are you competing against? People who played Goff and Brown. Like,
Yeah, there's like 10 of those people.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, you're done. You're unique enough. You've already split $1 million 10 ways. So now you want to get first place? Play Swift. That's it. You're done. That now just play Ramondre, play all the fucking chalk. You're good.
Reeves, I really do want to hear you talk me through how the Lions winning is a Jared Goff over an Allen lineup, because you were feeling that. What?
I think your argument is good too. It's two ways, right? Either they just outlast them, like, and it's like they said 31-28 or 31-30 or something, or you have like the run out where just like fluky shit happens, right? You get a defensive touchdown, you get turnovers. So those are the ways it goes. Like, so it's the way to play.
You like the Lions D, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned.
Well, I think that you just play either side of it. Yeah, it's like, is it just like the Bills don't show up like they have done a couple times of late, and you get like a run out? Because the cool thing about anyone that you're playing that's low owned in this game is, again, the reveal is right away, and you can calibrate afterwards. That's why I like playing guys like Swift on this particular slate that have high upside, because if he doesn't hit, you know what you can do the rest of the way. Whereas if you're waiting on your kind of one-offs in the Cowboys game or the late game, like, then you're fucked. You can't do anything. There's no pivot.
If we have a Goff, Swift, Amon-Ra start, we got to have a Bill in the lineup. They're probably doing a pretty good job on Diggs.
Yeah.
They've probably shut down Diggs.
But I don't think if like to necessarily to like the people were saying, like, well, if the Lions just outscore the Bills, it's because of Jamal Williams. Like, no, it's probably because they're getting splash plays. Like,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the Swift. I'm in. The Swift angle's fun.
Is it Gabe Davis as the Bills play here?
But we can probably just fit Diggs in though, right, on this team.
Yeah, let's just go Diggs. It's just like they consolidate the Diggs. Because that's how you don't.
Diggs is objectively by far the best. Like, he has the best individual matchup. Everything is great.
We got 40 more bucks sitting behind we got to make 2 more lineups.
But we have a tight end in defense.
If you don't play Josh Allen and then you eat the placenta, you can do whatever the fuck you want in lineups, honestly.
Stop saying placenta.
Because
right.
Stop saying
again, play Ramondre. Have a good time. Play Ramondre and
do
Pollard.
whatever you want, honestly.
Do you have any sedatives? Can you crunch up some stuff and like offer him some
on
dessert?
your door?
Put Knox in. Put Knox in this team.
It offers good energy. I'm telling you, parents say this, Pete. I'm trying to help you out.
Look, now we have 52. Now put a defense in and see how much we have, and I bet it looks pretty solid.
Can we get the Cowboys in? Yeah.
Yes.
Cowboys, baby. Let's go.
We're back on track. We're back on track here.
5,800 left. I think I saw Zeke was worth 5,800 earlier.
What about Pollard? Can we do the Pollard?
Why don't we get a Pollard
This
balance?
is a Pollard
our
line,
running back.
Sure.
66.
And then a Richie James.
Daigle, are you gonna call me at right before the game starts and tell me to late swap off of Pollard?
What's wrong with Zeke?
We're playing Pollard in this lineup, but I just
DraftKings, you play Pollard. FanDuel, you play Zeke. Correct.
Well, we played Zeke on DraftKings.
You picked Zeke in our last
because of
DraftKings
you.
lineup, buddy.
Yeah.
Well,
Pete, will you click Richie James real quick and just see?
Y'all
how much
played
is
Jamal
left?
Williams in the last lineup. You didn't leave me much room here.
What does Richie James leave you?
74.
70.
Dalvin
Play
Cook.
Ramondre.
Just play Darius Slayton.
Dalvin Cook as the only guy from the nightcap.
Well, you can
Cook would
CD,
be nice.
dude.
Cook's contrary.
Amon-Ra, Diggs plus CD is like you might have 330 point
Let's go
receivers.
CD in there.
CD leads the league and catches and targets against the blitz. And Martindale's sitting in the fucking blitz every single snap.
I love this take. This is fun.
Oh, we get
All
holiday though.
We don't gotta play Richie. I just wanted to look at it. We don't have to play him.
Yeah, let's take a look. Kenny Golladay, KJ Osborne, Noah Brown, Richie James, Bourne, Thornton, Kennedy.
You can also come down from CD. What is Jacoby?
You gotta go Richie.
Put Jacoby Myers in the flex.
Oh yeah, Jacoby. I like Jacoby there.
And see what
Good
that
projection on
gives
Jacoby.
you. Fell 57, so not.
You're back to Damon Harris, Gabe Davis.
And I kind of love the CD.
I like the CD Richie James.
Singletary's a very good play in this line. Oh, why would you do that?
CD Richie James is kind of nice. Nothing
so
on the
fun. And you get the Pollard, so it's like
Lions passing game with Singletaries.
Oh, no James.
This team is going to be winning at about 4 Eastern, 5, 6, 7 Eastern.
There we go.
But,
this is
great shot. Tweet it out.
This is what the Lions.
I would swap it. Like. I would swap James, man. It just
Lunchable.
Spags, you don't even know it yet, but James is this year's Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, you don't know that yet. Actually, DeAndre Swift is.
If anybody would know, the defending champion of Josh Reynolds' belt, the metaphorical belt that is Josh Reynolds wrapped around my waist, I think it's me, Gretch.
That's a good take.
Good comeback.
Richie James is going to play 12 snaps and come out of the game.
No, he's not. He came in directly for Wandale, and he played more. He ran more routes in this game than he has since the game that Wandale returned. He is literally the replacement for Wandale's role.
He is a very Dortch East.
He also
is actually good.
He also didn't practice.
Slayton's been the best receiver on the team.
Yeah, I saw that Q tag and I didn't know anything about that. I'm not aware of the Q tag.
So. All right.
Yeah, he hasn't practiced in full. He was limited today.
Come on. Whoops. Here we go.
Oh my God.
I am losing money on these due to the YouTube rake, but I'll do it.
He's losing 379 every time.
All right, it's time for a Cowboys onslaught with Zeke. I mean, that means we got to have what? Prescott?
That's so gross.
He wants the onslaught.
He wants max onslaught. To me, is at least 4 Cowboys.
Josh, why'd you do this? Honestly,
just embrace it.
So is it Lamb and Schultz?
Is it
Lamb? Yeah, I guess it's Schultz or Gallup, right? For the 4th.
I like Gallup. And then
Zeke, Lamb, and Cowboys defense. That's kind of the onslaught.
We've done enough.
I like Cowboys defense in it too.
Yeah, but you can never have enough Cowboys defense. Just like
no,
placenta.
if we're playing this angle.
Did you just say placenta again?
Stop it, Daigle.
What'd you
Stop
hear?
it?
I don't know what you heard.
Fuck. Have you ever seen a placenta in your life? Honestly, Daigle.
Stop
it.
It
looks
fair question.
It looks like a toad.
Hang on.
No, it
would
doesn't.
This count as an onslaught? Could we? Maybe this one doesn't. But could we go?
No,
Zeke?
it doesn't.
Can we go what?
Can we go Zeke, Lamb, Schultz, Cowboys D, and not Daddy?
No.
What is up with you guys trying to not use the quarterback? That's the spirit of the prompt.
I agree.
Said agree there.
I agree. All right, fine. You know what? Sorry for having an idea, man.
Yeah.
Well, like to me, the point is if you're playing Prescott, Elliott, and Lamb, like you're good. You already made the difference point. So now just play chalk, and you're good.
Josh
Jeremy.
Thanks. Do you think we should play chalk now?
Great.
Yeah, I think you're good to play chalk. I think you're free to play chalk.
Can we address Jeremy's point?
You're free to play chalk.
Here's the thing.
When these teams fucking lose, we're not going to split shit with them because we're not going to win any goddamn money with these terrible props.
Jeremy says, do you have to split with these guys donating? And normally you would say, like, we'll cross that bridge when it comes, but, like, that bridge ain't coming.
The bridge is flown to bits.
This show isn't going to your podcast feed, right? Because, like, no one's going to listen to a 3-hour show with a 8-hour shelf life.
Well, Spags, Daigle, last year, one of the only times we have not posted audio of the ship chasing feed was last year on Thanksgiving.
Maybe the only time in the history of ship chasing.
Only time, Daigle, because
sounds like a good time to not post it. Yeah, because I don't
either
what
talk
happened
about
last Thanksgiving.
placenta or you pass out and talk about jacking off in a car while you're driving.
We've posted every week since I think roughly
Hold on.
2017, except when you come on and talk about.
Hold on.
That did happen.
To be fair, someone else jacked off in the car, so don't blame me for this. It's not my fault.
I mean,
not my fault.
It could be anyone on this show. Let's. Who are we gonna bring it back with on the Giants?
Josh requested Schultz.
Did he?
Yeah, in the chat.
Okay. All right. If Josh sends the money, we dance.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great onslaught. It's a great onslaught. I don't think we play any Giants. This is a 40-3 game.
Also,
someone said in the chat you can't stack Zeke with Prescott, and I point them to a week ago.
Yeah,
literally last week's game.
I'll point them to a fucking 3-game slate. Shut the fuck up. All right. Here we go. What giant are we putting on this lineup?
None.
Slayton.
None.
What?
Why none?
40-3.
At this point, put Barkley in and just assume there's a lot of checkdowns because they're desperate.
I think you're playing a 40-3 here, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Why do we have to
40-3
play
that it should have
40-3?
the
That
Cowboys
seems
defense.
unlikely.
Yeah,
They
that doesn't-
literally did it last week. That's the score of their game from last week.
Yeah. Play Cowboys D and then just play a bunch of Bills.
he asked for an onslaught. I'll admit it. All right.
I mean, the Giants are not good, right?
They're bad. They're a bad team. Their
I still
offensive
wouldn't do a
line is
double stack here. Like
blown
a
to
single
bits as
stack
well
feels
right
a little
now.
more, right?
Yeah.
Don't they have a bunch of injuries on their O-line right now?
And
Yeah, they
defense.
do.
Everyone's
All
hurt
right.
on their team.
Everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
Let's do
they're
this.
dead.
I like this.
All the players
All
are
right.
hurt.
All right. Who are some other players we'd like to get into these lineups that we haven't, gotten exposure to yet?
Jamal Williams.
Well, put in Ramondre because Spags is saying that his Josh Reynolds is
Brick
Swift,
hasn't
but
said a
it's
word in
Ramondre.
25 minutes. He chimes in with Jamal Williams.
Dude, the only word in Daigle's vocabulary is placenta, and the only word in Brian's is Jamal Williams.
Now combine them, and it's a winning lineup. Winning lineup.
Put in Ramondre.
Yes. Yeah, let's get Brick, get a real pick. I'll
A
allow
real
it.
pick.
A
That's
real
not
pick.
Jamal Williams. 'Cause we
Uh,
know it's real.
G just texted me and said he's pouring whiskey downstairs. He wants me to come over. So he's about to jump on the stream. I'll probably go swap with him and pour whiskey.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks
Um,
for the update.
You're
all
welcome.
right, Brick.
Everyone's
who's your
welcome.
pick?
Placenta.
Stop.
Tony Pollard. No,
Okay.
don't do it. Don't do it.
What's the limit for Cowboys?
Just let Brick make his pick. He's running
Brick,
the
think about
numbers
Brick knows.
right now.
Rick is
What are
He's
you doing?
running
Is
the
people have bad
numbers.
lineups so we can make some more money.
Are they going to
and
score
complain
80
about,
points
like,
tomorrow?
swapping MMA have a platform to do so.
They're going to score 80
See
fucking points
here.
tomorrow?
How many players to pick
The
from?
prompt was Cowboys onslaught. That was
Brick,
the
What
prompt.
the fuck was
Brick,
that?
look, I know a lot of times you turn to the math for these. I want you to look deep down inside right now.
Yeah.
I want you to look deep within your soul for this
Yeah.
pick.
I want a Trey McKinney.
I got it.
pick.
Okay,
Jamal
okay,
Williams.
everyone.
Jamal Williams.
I love it. It's just absolutely love it.
Right on cue. Right on cue.
All right. Reeves. Reeves, I go back to you every time I need
Jamal
to get this
Williams
show back
makes a
on track.
lot of sense in this lineup. If Jamal
He
Williams
honestly
does
does.
well, I mean, it's not good for that game.
Yeah.
Right?
Why does he have so many touchdowns?
Why would it ever stop?
Every day I look in the mirror and I brush my teeth and I say, why does Jamal Williams have so many touchdowns?
He's gonna keep scoring until you play him. He's gonna
It
keep
all
scoring
does.
until you play him.
Every day I look in the mirror and say, why do all the players that I didn't draft have so many touchdowns? Reeves, who do you want?
I don't think we can fit Justin Jefferson on this team. We haven't made a
Reeves, for
Jefferson
you?
team.
For you, buddy? I'll do anything.
I mean, he's very expensive.
You're not
Let's
worried
do it.
about Belichick?
Let's do it.
I'd play Richie James probably.
Listen, I brought this up on our show.
Go on.
I implore anyone to dig into the schedule the New England Patriots have played so far before they talk to me about any defensive stats the Patriots have this season. And now it's fair to say that Kirk Cousins keeps the company that the Patriots guys have faced. But look at the quarterback. Just go down the list of the quarterbacks that the fucking Patriots have played this year.
Reeves,
Like-
Sean Siegel made the same point to me recording today. I mean, great point.
I mean, they faced one good passer, and it was in week 1. It was Tua in week 1. And then they haven't faced one good passer, one good passing offense since. Now, granted, you may say
Because I'm
Vikings are
about to
not.
say what you are about to say.
the Vikings may not be a good passing offense. But they are better than Sam Ellinger, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields for a passing stance, Jacoby Brissett, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Mitchell Trubisky. It wasn't even Kenny Pickett then. It was Mitchell Trubisky. So maybe the Patriots are that good on defense. I don't know. I'm just saying I haven't seen them really play anybody to make me say like they are that good. Because we did the same thing with the Patriots last year. Everyone got all hot and bothered, and the Patriots won like 5 or 6 games in a row at this point in the year last year. It was like, Patriots are going to make a run. This is what Belichick does. And they played a good quarterback in the playoffs, and they got smoked. They got 40 points put up on them.
We did the same thing with the Dolphins last year, too. Their schedule last year was a fucking joke, and everyone was talking about how good the defense was.
By the way, Pete, wasn't it amazing this year whenever people started talking?
Say this word. Go ahead.
No. Not going to say that word. Wasn't it amazing when people started talking about the your image on DraftKings? What's the name I'm looking for here?
The counselor?
Thank you. The counselor. And about his Cooper Kupp take. And everyone thought that was offensive. It's like, have you never watched the counselor ever give a take in your life?
Yeah.
Like all he ever does is make fun of injured players his entire fucking career.
First of all, the counselor is a sharp dude. What a racket he has.
I think he's amazing. I think
he's an actor, man. Like you guys keep falling for it. You guys keep falling for it.
The best thing about the counselor is he has some like funny takes. Like the counselor loves Alec Pierce. Like that's a random take that the counselor has. That's just like a lot of people.
He's not a sharp dude.
All the sharp players love
Alec Pierce gets open downfield, Ben.
It's not. It doesn't make you sharp to have broken internet brain and understand how the algorithms work. Like that. That's just like you're like no. He's
different kind of sharp.
The guy made $1 million, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy.
He definitely did. I'm not happy for him.
It's probably sharper than I am. Counselor. He's making a lot more than I am.
Chris,
what's up?
I want you to look at this lineup. I want you to make a logical, just hammer time pick here.
Show me the wide receiver list.
Yeah. So we got 4650 on average. So kind of probably need to middle it a little bit here.
You know what? Give me Josh Reynolds.
All right. I'll do it.
I'm kidding. Gallup.
Thank you. I'm glad you.
No, we can't do Gallup. We can't.
Well, Gallup's a lot of Cowboys. That's a lot of Cowboys.
I mean, the super.
They're not going to score 96 points.
All right. I got it. Nelson Aguilar.
Jesus, I regret.
I like that pick. That's the pick. I was channeling you that, G. I was channeling you that.
All right. 6,200 remaining. It's a lot of our familiar friends. DeAndre Swift, Damian Harris, Jacoby Myers.
Need a bill.
Yeah, at this point it's Singletary, and you hope that they
or Davis. Gabe is perfect in this lineup.
No, because they got to run in some. Like I don't know.
Spags is our first bill. It's not even close to 3.
Okay,
I like Gabe.
Fine. Gabe, whatever you want, Pete. I support it.
Why don't you like Gabe? I want to hear you talk this out so I can say you're full of shit. Why don't you like Gabe?
Gabe is the play if you need a tournament play. Singletary is going to.
We are playing in a tournament, Spags. I do just want to kind of let you know that.
Okay, you in a tournament where we've played all Cowboys, no Bills. We're good. There's nobody who played this lineup already. You already got your 8-leg parlay, so just fucking take the easiest, highest probability play.
Who's that?
Singletary.
What?
Out of this group left, it's Singletary.
With Williams? Right. How does Singletary and Williams be the top scorers in the Buffalo Detroit game?
It's
they
just
get all the 1-yard touchdowns.
The game becomes a gross game, a slog that like the Lions run out the clock. I don't think it's going to happen, but like this is the narrative you're playing. You play Singletary at the flex instead, and like it's not like 3 running back builds haven't gotten there. I like that Pete adjusted for time, so you can still swap around. But yeah.
Okay. Dude, Josh Allen's gonna get all the 1-yard touchdowns.
I watched the NFL last week. I saw 3 teams go under 4 yards per play because no team in the NFL is good. Every team in the NFL fucking sucks. So
it's gonna take $26.99
play the sloppy
to get Gabe in a lineup. I'll just
play every sloppy game. Who cares? Everyone's bad.
I mean, it's a variant sport. Like even honestly, in July, the Football Outsiders guys were telling me, like, again, like that's my day job. Like I work at like a serious football company too. Like I know
Do you work?
come on
Where
here
do you
and do
work?
fucking bullshit
You
and
haven't
do a
mentioned
clown show. But like
where
I
do you
work at
work?
a serious company. I talk to Aaron Schatz every day. Too much,
Yeah.
to be honest. And they were like, it's gonna be a
Where's Aaron
parody
Schatz
filled
work?
year. We have a parody filled year. These guys are right. Just fucking whatever.
Hey, is football guys good?
Not football guys. Football guys is trash. I don't know. Actually, no, they're not
Actually,
trash.
Jamal Williams.
Excuse me, football guys outsiders. Excuse me.
This is why they're football outsiders and not insiders, because they call every other site trash.
It's Aaron Schatz and it's Reeves that have been doing this for 20 years that are like legit good at this.
What does this have to do with Singletary versus Gabe Davis?
I don't know. I wanted to rant.
I talked to Aaron Schatz.
It's full of parody. It's all parody. To be clear,
Did someone
Aaron
say
Schatz
shots?
reports to me. Can you imagine that? The godfather of football analytics reports to me, and I tell him, "Hey, go on YouTube and don't do ad reads in the first 3 minutes." And that's our business.
Yeah. We never got to waivers, so let's dig into it.
Nicole Pruitt seems pretty good for week 17 if you want to win your league championship.
I literally want to do a Thanksgiving Day draft with you guys right now and draft a team, quarterback, running backs, receivers, like an underdog type draft, but like in the spreadsheet.
I got Barry Sanders.
You saying we're drafting against each other?
No, yeah, like for tomorrow, and then count the points to see who wins, like an underdog.
Are there enough?
Yeah,
We have to team up. We'll have to.
We'd
team
have to
up,
only
right?
be able to do 6, right? Because of quarterbacks.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. Are you going to tabulate the scores?
Yeah, I'll tabulate the scores.
I mean, I definitely pick up what you're laying down. There's just
I want to white knuckle this. Like nobody looks at anything. Everyone has to draft in 5 seconds. It can't take a long time.
I just want you to understand there is some administrative heft to this exercise. Are you willing to undertake this?
I mean, I already made the spreadsheet because I was thinking about it.
You
like
did?
An hour ago. Yeah.
What?
Okay, I was about to create one.
Brett.
Will you share it?
Yeah. I mean, I already.
All right, everyone go freshen up their drinks when we come back. Royal Rumble.
Let's do it.
8-person.
Well, hang on.
Well, it has to be 6. It has to be 6 because of the quarterbacks.
All right.
Reeves
If only we had a
Well,
clip.
there are 8 quarterbacks.
Bagel and G are a team.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
All right.
Or we just ignore Bagel and G completely.
You can just ignore me. It's fine.
We could do a ship chasing team and then the 5.
Someone's got to eat your
Yeah, we'll do
Calm
that.
the
That's
fuck
it.
down.
Ship
That's
chasing
it.
team.
That's
If
it.
only we had a clip that could buy us a minute 18 to go to the bathroom and get a drink. Rest in peace.
The 1-yard line. Tate will take the snap, hand off Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Taylor to the end zone for the touchdown.
Play you one. Tate will hand off Taylor, dives over the top. Touchdown, Arizona. Wildcats will run the play. Hand off J.J. Taylor, right side. Spins away at the 15. Her side up to the 10, the 20, 25 out to the 30. Gets a block to the 40 to midfield. Turns the corner. Sun Devil 40. Foot race down to the 35 to the 30 and out of bounds. Near the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Arizona. Pistol set, table handout, J.J. Taylor squirts through up the 50. First down, breaks a tackle and dives. Goes the screen pass, and it's caught. 35 down to the 30, 25. Over a man at the 20 and a first down. J.J. Taylor to the 10, Taylor to the 5. He leaps into the end zone. Head over heels. Touchdown, Arizona.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Go follow at Splash Play Pod on YouTube because one of us showed up here. I two of us. Sorry, Brick. I shouldn't. Follow Lulz on Pete's channel. Follow at Splash Play Pod because I'm legit grinding every day, guys. I'm coming on here defending all of you from the bullshit takes from the.
Oh, he kicked you out. Did you kick him out?
Later, Spags.
Oh, blood.
Hey, dude. We're crushing, dude.
Yeah, you G.
Yeah, G is out of control right now.
So is G? Are they talking strategy but not on mute? But also, they're not on the same team.
No,
they're colluding. They're openly colluding.
All right.
All right, you guys, are you guys done with your cheat sesh in the kitchen over there? Or what?
We had like a Legends of the Hidden Temple, like, meetup group,
Hey Pete, at Thanksgiving tomorrow, can you do me a favor?
Yeah,
Here we
what's
go.
up, bud?
Here's a draft order.
Send me updates of those teams we just picked.
Yeah.
Randomized range.
randomly throughout
Oh,
your dinner.
Ship Chasing gets pick 1.
How did that happen?
I just randomized the range.
The influencer 101 really does pay off here.
Oh God, we're getting bullied again.
Does Underdog own this spreadsheet?
Yeah,
Look at that.
maybe for 100 billion they do.
All right.
Gretch, will you do a little
QB.
zoom here? I'm a man of the people for both the audio listeners.
What are the stakes here?
stream.
Gotta be something.
Yeah. I don't care. I'll put 100, 20,
Wow.
anywhere in between.
Sure. Not all of us have that Substack money, Gretch.
I'm good with whatever.
All right. We'll do $50 a team.
50 a team.
Winner take all.
Winner take all.
Yeah, that's
Go
good.
big or go
Yeah.
home. Super smooth payout structure, winner take all.
Now we're doing the main slate, right? That's all we're doing, right?
Thanksgiving.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what's the roster?
1 QB, it's right there in the corner. 1 QB,
Oh,
2 running backs, 3 receivers,
My
1
bad.
tight end, DST.
Oh, 3? Woo!
Just read the fine print for once in your life, Reeves.
Yeah,
I mean, do you guys want to flex or I think this is good, right?
No, that's fine.
No, that's good. That's good.
This is
All right.
pretty good. And did you say it's half point PPR, underdog scoring?
No, DK scoring.
A DK scoring.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Read the fine print for
Big
difference.
once in your life.
Once in your
Okay,
life.
you're right. I should have read it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We call that karma. We call that karma immediately.
Okay.
All right, we're up, Pat and Pete.
Holy shit, we're on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
What kind of bullshit is this?
I mean, it's
Naming
kind of
your
Josh
daughter.
Allen, right?
Karma overset.
Got Josh Allen. This guy doesn't even. He's got fucking
Josh
half
Allen.
a UCL. All right, fine.
We're gonna color this shit. So Reeves is up.
I'm up. I will go Dak Prescott.
Oh,
Spicy,
Bengals
bro.
up.
look at this. And hey, for the audio listeners, Gretch is color coding by position right now, and you guys are missing this on the audio feed.
It's gonna be great.
So I'm not splitting with anyone. It's just me.
Yeah. So you can take, placenta or whatever you want.
Dude, don't put that word in his head.
I would like Pete's placenta.
10 seconds.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Nope.
We're
Can't
white
clog me.
knuckling it. It's got to be
Can't
quick.
clog me. Can't clog
No
me.
searching stuff.
Yeah, you don't get player pool. You
5
gotta know.
seconds.
you
Oh,
gotta-
sorry.
you gotta go.
Sorry. I didn't realize that. Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. All right. Everything's quick.
Diggs.
Yeah.
Diggs.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that quick. I mean, we can give a
Yeah,
little
yeah, we can
analysis.
both-
when
All
you
right,
make
sorry.
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
it. Did you just sim this contest?
He's
Brian?
been building this the whole night. It's coming.
You didn't take Jamal Williams though. Yeah.
Spags for
That
two.
is true. The bit's done
yet.
once money's on the line.
Let me get Singletary and Davis, please, in my turn.
Gabriel Davis.
Yes, and Singletary.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Only
take,
one more bill left for you, Spags.
Yeah, that's how you win. Hey, enjoy your
Baby
$1
lamb.
wins on Showdown.
CeeDee Lamb back to G.
Jesus, guys, let's make a deal
Sun,
of this.
Sun God.
Amon Ra. We're firing.
Thought we were putting on a show, not playing bullet.
Sorry.
We're going.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Jesus.
These guys are we went QB heavy on this end of the draft. They went 0 QB over there.
Yeah. You can play that right.
You can't get Josh Allen, you might as well.
I had to play it differently.
So much for a Josh Allen stack, right, Pat and Pete? Jesus.
So much.
I'll go Saquon.
Nice pick.
Why didn't we just do this on Underdog?
Because Gretch wanted 8 rounds in full.
He already made the spreadsheet.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.
Gretch having
Should we take Dalvin with one of these 2 picks?
Like
I was going to say
of
one of our
life.
picks needs to be Dalvin.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
down
go
with that.
Dalvin.
I do think
Is it Hawkinson?
it's only a 6-person tournament, so I think Jake and naked Josh Allen is viable on this slate.
I think we want to get the tight end differential.
Get the elite tight end with Schultz or Hawk.
Who's the next best receiver here?
The next best receiver is Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
We could go Knox for the correlation, but I'm fine
But I
with
think
Hawk
that's
or Schultz.
aggressive.
Okay.
I think Knox might make it back, honestly.
Let's do Hawkinson. Let's get that locked up. I mean, he's gotten like 9 targets a game since he
I'm
came
good with
Lock it up. Lock it up.
We already got Cook.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
There we go.
It's a good point. We already bet on the Vikings.
We're in. We're Vikings.
I'll do Jacoby Myers.
where do you get your ideas?
God.
Take Zeke, you coward.
No, not yet. No one's gonna
Not yet.
There's no flex.
no one's gonna take him behind me.
They might.
This is such virgin activity right here.
Yeah.
This is the best activity. I'll go Dalton Schultz.
Damn.
How's there no flex, by the way?
Yeah, I know. I asked about that. That was an oversight.
Like, especially at this point in the draft, like it's gonna get dire in round 8.
Well, there's defense.
Down round 3.
You want a 9th round? What do you want? 2 receivers and a flex?
Yeah, no, we can't change the rules. This
no, you cannot
impacted
change
my
the rules.
selection.
Calm down.
Come on.
Calm down.
Relax.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Daigle can't take
half
Zeke because there is
hindsight.
no
That's my bad.
flex. Daigle is Zeked out.
Calm down. I'm zeked out.
Oh, dude, I gotta take Jamal Williams, of course.
Yeah, easy game.
Oh,
Easy game.
You just let him walk right into it.
Rick's on tilt.
well, now I gotta think of who I'm gonna take.
Literally getting sniped in this too
No
fast.
looking at player pools. Everyone just going off the top of your head.
You gotta go.
yeah, too late for that. Give me Kirk Cousins.
Hurt.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Just completely ruined my.
Jared Goff.
Damn.
Was that
And
Daigle who Yeah.
How can I
take Josh Reynolds, pussy.
No, not here. He's gonna be. You think he's not gonna be available late?
Wait,
Somebody's gonna scoop
Daigle,
him on
did
me?
you take off?
No.
Damian Harris.
No.
Oh, this is Spags. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Spags. No, not me.
Damian Harris. I got
give me Zeke.
Zeke.
He's not taking, right?
Wow.
Oh.
You're good.
Give me Kareem's favorite player, Slayton.
Darius Slayton in the 4th. Guys, profile's
Good pick.
rising.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, I was gonna take Darius Slayton. Off the top of my head,
Using my beautiful brain to cycle through the player pool of this thing.
Is it placenta?
I've clicked.
Stop,
it's
Chris.
the placenta. I've clicked through all of
Stop.
them. And
You need
looks
a
like a
QB
steak.
or a receiver or a D.
Yeah.
You want to take a
Placenta
D?
looks like a steak, by the way. Let's
Ooh, we got someone in the chat saying I'd like to bet a lot on G. Chris G, the non-content creator
Okay.
here.
That's a hot. He's
Love
got a
in
hot.
chat.
That's a hot squad.
It is good. Yeah.
It's gonna have Daniel
Yeah, it's
Jones,
okay.
but it's gonna be hot.
It's okay. He's gone. I'll take Nelson Aguilar.
Ooh, spicy. I like it.
Fire
Coming
in.
in hot, boys.
I'll do. Ooh. Well, fucking, I'll do Swift. We were talking about him.
Oh, I wanted him so bad. Oh God, with Allen, it would have been so good right there.
I think Gallup here is pretty sweet for us. Need a receiver pretty badly.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do Thielen again.
Oh, let's do them both.
Let's do them both. I think
you want to. I mean,
in a 6-team, let's just fire.
We
off
need the
fight.
receivers. The receivers are what's going to dry up.
Or we could just box people out at tight end and take Dawson Knox because we don't have
flex. There's no flex.
You can't.
Fuck.
Which is why I didn't.
Who came up with this structure?
I don't know. I don't know. We're all looking for the guy who did this.
I think we need to go Thielen. The only other option besides Thielen's really Isaiah McKenzie is a bet on the
but I think Thielen's a better pick. Unless is there another running back that we're not thinking of? No,
no, we're down.
Not
to,
really.
We're down to James Cook territory if we're doing a running back.
That's who I thought of was Cook. All right, we're gonna go Thielen, right?
This lineup tells a fucking story.
Yeah, let's do Thielen.
Yeah, we're stacking up Cousins.
The story is
Cousins.
despite his integrity, cheated here to give you guys the first pick. That's the story here.
Yeah, I hit random. Look,
I still didn't see how that got randomized.
Yeah, I'll do Knox.
You want to trade Michael Gallup for Dawson Knox?
We can't.
I was between Thielen and Swift, but I knew I could get a tight end.
I'll take Mac Jones.
Yeah.
All right. Stacking up Aguilar.
I guess that leaves. You
We
probably could
are-
have waited on that
we are-
because G's not taking Mac
Chip
Jones. he's
chasing
taking
and
Dawson.
Daigle
just
are
put-
diametrically
well, you know who
opposed
G's
here. Daigle
8th round
is-
pick is.
Is very patriotic.
So, I mean, Daigle just made a massive game theory mistake right there.
Yeah.
Let's just
Cowboys defense.
There
It's a
it is.
6-man draft. There's
There
no
it is.
fucking
Yeah.
There it is.
game theory.
There's a
mistake.
lot of game
Daigle
theory.
clearly doesn't know how to grind edges,
He-
man.
he
Oh,
just-
it's just a
he got
6-person
it.
draft. I don't have to
Okay.
think
Yeah.
through my
6-man
decisions.
goddamn draft.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
doesn't
it's
know
just
he
a
can put
6
Senza
lineup to
on the
think
mind.
smart.
Doesn't know he
James
can wait
Cook?
till the 8th round to
Don't
take
say
Mac
that.
Jones.
Don't say that word, Pete. What are you doing?
James Cook.
You could have waited to the
James
8th,
Cook.
dude.
And you got to play two RBs, right?
Gotta play
Yeah.
2 RBs. This is the lineup right here.
G
Why don't we
doesn't
change
even
it?
matter if he has Daniel Jones. He's got this.
Okay.
Dude, Dylan's comments on point.
Let me get Patriots DST,
Oh!
please.
They want to bet even more on G. What do we get? Patriots DST?
Yes.
Cracking into the DST
And-
early is like the biggest thing on these, homemade drafts. I'm telling you.
You got it. Yeah, the homemade drafts, you got to get the D early.
You got to do it.
And I'm like thinking about this way too much. I'm still thinking about it way too much.
Just
Let
take Josh
me
Reynolds,
get-
you pussy.
Let me get Dawson Knox.
He's taken.
Dawson.
He's
Oh
taken,
no,
buddy.
Dawson Knox is gone. Sorry.
Oh my
Sorry,
God,
I didn't mean
take
to.
a
I didn't mean
drink.
to impede on
He was
you.
gone a round ago. Jesus.
I know.
Embarrassing.
I apologize. I got it in my own head. Who else is good?
Ooh, we got Brick
Well, let me
minus
get,
260
let me get
to
Brock
win.
Wright.
Everybody's liking Brick.
Brock,
now.
right?
Aggressive
It's
Brock
going to
Wright.
get ugly here.
Oh wow.
What's the
Brock
pick
right
here?
over the.
Brock Wright.
Brock.
Aggressive.
Right.
Is Hunter Henry starting over that Geno Smith? I don't even know.
Patriots
knows.
tight end.
No one knows.
Okay, deal.
That's who Brick takes.
Brick gets both the tight end points. I mean, that'd be a third round.
I guess
pick if
Hunter
we got
Henry.
those.
I think he's more likely,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
he's probably more likely, but no one knows really.
All right.
Damian
No,
Harris,
He
baby.
runs more routes. Damian Harris gone. 4th round.
He gone.
Jesus.
Oh,
God.
man.
Pay
Take a
attention.
shot.
See,
You had a good
Take
run,
a
man.
shot.
You had a
Take
good
a
run.
shot, man.
Hey,
Great pick right there, though.
I
thank
mean, I
you.
love that.
Yeah, are you finishing that beer? Look at G, he's killing the beer.
He did crush that.
So, yeah.
Who you taking
Man,
instead?
dude. Who the hell is left?
Exactly.
That's
What do you
the
think
point.
we're all asking?
Exactly.
You came in here. You came into this.
This really
show.
illuminates how thin the wide receiver pool
Yeah.
is. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude,
gotta-
I mean,
You kind
You
of
gotta-
I'm so glad you
Yes,
came on
G.
chip chasing to finally realize how thin wide receiver is.
G, your QB is locked into the 8th round. You got to
Justin
get
Jackson.
another running back, Justin Jackson. All right.
Wow.
Bold strokes.
Jeez,
I love
fucking
it.
cornering the market on Lions running backs. How could that go wrong?
What is it?
Who else is it? Who else is there?
You had to go. Yeah, your tight end and QBs are locked into the next 2
Khalif
rounds. Everyone else
Raymond.
is taking them.
Isaiah McKenzie.
Fuck. I was
That's
hoping he
fucked
fell.
up.
Fuck.
He's my wide receiver too. Don't worry.
That's a dick move, dude.
That was a real dick move.
It's fucked up, dude. It's fucked up.
I'll go Bills.
There we go.
Bills. Just the
That was a
team,
good
not the
pick.
defense. The entire team.
Oh shit, dude. We should have picked them.
All right, what do we?
Dude,
We got to get
I
another
think-
running back,
I think-
receiver, and a D.
Dude, we're fucked at running back.
I think we
We're in,
go.
like, we're in
We're so
Alexander
fucked, yeah.
Madison territory for a running
So
back.
running back 8th round.
What about
running back
Justin
8th
Jackson?
round, I-
Is he gone? Oh, he's
Yeah.
gone.
He's gone, dude.
He's
You got to
gone.
take like Noah Brown or DJ Chark.
What about Khalif Raymond as a bring back?
I like Noah Brown.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, Richie James.
No, Khalif Raymond over Richie James.
Really?
I
Wandale,
think so.
like Richie James is going to get Wandale's routes if he's healthy. I don't know how healthy
If he
is.
plays.
Is he hurt?
Yes.
We're not really
How hurt is
invested
he?
in that game though. We got pieces of the other games.
Oh. All right. What do you guys like?
I think we should take Khalif Raymond.
Khalif Raymond.
Trust the process.
All right.
And then I think we should probably take Vikings defense.
All right. I'm good with
Trust the
Vikings
process.
DSC.
Yeah, that works for me.
It better.
But I don't like the Khalif Raymond pick. I want it on the record.
I mean, the world's biggest Richie James.
He's running
fan
all the
can't
routes,
throw
dude. He's
Stones
running all
at
the
the
routes.
Khalif Raymond.
He's running all the routes. That's what they've been saying.
Hey, Ball is Life says, I can't believe I'm still here. Me either, brother.
Same.
Brother. Words. So big save. Big
My
save.
guy, I miss saying goodnight to my kids, bro.
For this.
Dude, hey, Gretch, you gotta tell me how you got out of that. By the way, just let me know.
Oh my god.
My wife's insane.
I don't even know what wide receivers are left, to be honest.
I'll tell you.
man.
KJ Osborne,
You
Noah
must
Brown,
take 2 more.
DJ Chark,
Rich,
Devontae
you still need 2
Parker.
more. Don't tell him. Let him make a pick.
Yeah, it's
I
white
like
knuckles,
Rich.
buddy.
Yeah, White Knuckles draft.
Jesus Christ, you're all bad.
Isn't it bare knuckles? Is that what you guys are trying to say?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I don't want him.
White Knuckles. This is
I don't
the
want him.
8 round
Take
White
Noah
Knuckles
Brown.
draft.
It's the logical pick, Reeves.
Is it?
Yeah, you have
got
Dak.
Dak.
You have Dak.
We just made the pick for Reeves.
Who do you want?
No, Brown's fine.
Imagine the bullies on this show just
Don't
forcing you to
get
bend
outta
to
here.
their
Oh,
will.
get out of
Believe in
here.
the people you
Diego, you're
want,
up.
Reeves. All you guys out there,
Give
believe in
me-
who you want. You know,
Give me DJ Shark. He sucks. I want him.
Who's scoring this?
Ben.
You.
Lawrence Cager.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Dude, G's team is pretty sick.
Yeah, you
It
get
is
the
a
full
good
Giants, Giants onslaught.
It's a good team.
Are you sure?
I love
I
it.
hope Mac Jones makes it back.
I just want to make
bro.
sure this guy's not hurt.
Buddy, I drafted Mac Jones in the 5th. He's not going to be there.
Who's not hurt? Ask us.
KJ Osborne hurt.
No, you're good,
All right.
bro.
That's a good pick. That's a really,
really
good,
good
pick at
pick,
this
yeah.
point. He's better than Khalif Raymond.
He's running all the routes, they say.
He doesn't earn any targets, but he's running all the routes.
Yeah, what's the correlation on 0 catches? with Kirk Cousins?
Well, you have a cousin, so you're good. You got all the
Josh
all the-
Reynolds Spags, you get kicked off the stream.
Pete, don't ruin the 8th round bit. You know, setting up bits. The 7th round though has to be also a wide receiver. I mean, let's just do Josh Reynolds now, I guess. And let's
up bits.
wait. And let's also do. Did Khalif Raymond go?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus,
He's long gone.
Spags. Take a drink.
Kennedy, Fort Stochastic.
Take a shot.
Yo, Tom Kennedy,
Tom
my
Kennedy.
boss, the king. Go on. Go on, Tom KK.
Stochastic Tom Kennedy is still your boss.
I mean, I'm getting paid again, Pete. You know what that is. Freelance life,
All right,
baby.
we
Get
need
that paycheck.
a defense. Defense.
So the
It is either the
it's
Giants
the Giants. or who's left?
or
The
the
Giants.
Lions.
Wait, did someone? Oh yeah, Giants or Lions?
If you give me the Giants, I guess. Who cares?
Lions DST. This is Daniel Jones.
A lot of people care.
This is
Frank.
Lions DST.
BJ.
That actually was Lions DST. I'm not gonna lie. So
It was. And
Lawrence
I
does-
will take Richard James.
Hey,
Richard
Gretch.
James. See, I
Good
told
pick.
you guys.
Hey, Gretch. Tomorrow Thanksgiving, can you give me live updates on how my team's doing?
Can you let us know ownership?
The
with,
auto scoring on this fucking sucks.
Well,
And it's DraftKings scoring, right?
Did you guys
we're not
have
gonna have a
double Vikings
conversation
running
about
back?
Nyheim Hines.
Nyheim Hines or Matt
Yeah.
Breida.
2 touches the last 3 weeks.
We
Please
have
draft
Josh
Nyheim
Allen
Hines.
in no bills. Can we just take Nyheim Hines?
I'm not.
Yeah, take him.
No, Nyheim Hines is not a part of this offense.
Double.
Yeah, I don't think Matt Breida.
Gretch.
I don't think Nyheim Hines gets any time. I know your correlation point, but he's not even going to be on the field.
You guys
Please take Nyheim Hines.
I'm
Please
with
take
Pat.
for us
I'm
Nyheim
with
Hines.
Pat.
Shut up, Daigle.
You're outvoted.
Take
This
it.
ain't bad.
Pat are anti Nyheim Hines. So is it Breida or is it Madison or is
That
it?
makes no sense. They all project the same.
Unfortunately, you're outvoted.
Hang on. I'm pulling up DK ceiling projections, and Leone has Hines 0.01 higher than.
That's my
Breida.
fucking point. And we
Let's
have
go,
Josh
Hines.
Allen. Thank you.
No, he doesn't play.
Nyheim Hines.
It's Thanksgiving. He's gonna get the
It's
turkey.
big.
Why would
Anything-
anyone play
anything
this slate? Look at these fucking guys.
I got Khalif Raymond and Nyheim. I thought this would be fun, and instead I got outvoted on Khalif Raymond and Nyheim Hines. And now I want to go crawl into a hole.
Marathon is right, dude. Plus 450. Give me G. Hell yeah.
Can't bet on yourself. That's
Oh, sorry.
conflict of interest.
We
How
are
am I
Marcus, by the
gonna
way,
lose.
said this. Now this is something that you're weary of. 3 hours into the stream.
Look at these teams.
We got Josh Allen and Dalvin Cook. Fix your side graph. That's good. That's good.
I know it's not worth $1 billion.
Google Sheets.
Actually, it might be.
Yeah.
No relying on that. Shit.
Hang on.
We can
It's
break
time to
them
it's time to sauce some teams, guys.
Yeah.
Sure, you think you want Ship Chasing to review your team.
How much sauce would you like on your team review?
Oh, I love this.
You ask for the sauce.
He wants it extra saucy.
You think you want it spicy.
He wants 13.
Oh boy.
But then you realize you can't handle the heat.
Fuck this guy. Do we have to review his team?
Hey.
Why did you take Moel and Kaz? What are you doing?
So fucking cute with his 0 RB. Evan, you will speak when you are spoken to. Fuck off, Chris. Awful team.
Ship Chasing team reviews are getting spicy this summer. Come get the sauce.
2. He wanted a 2.
Daigle taking Mac Jones in the 5th when he could have had him in the 8th. I mean,
That is
was
seriously
egregious.
like just a big mind
Egregious.
TV.
I want to win. I want to win. Double stacking Mac Jones, by the way.
There's only one.
You could. The point is, you could have gotten him in the 8th because G was always
No.
taking. Yes.
Because I know how everyone's mind works. They would have tried to snipe me.
No one
Y'all
can
would've
snipe you.
Have you
me.
looked at the
No
scoring
one can
settings,
snipe
Daigle?
you.
We
There's
can't
only
snipe
8.
you.
There's no benches.
Also, the bachelor couple, Daigle and
We
Chris
thought
G
Daigle
here
was acting
firing to
quickly
win it
when he
all.
took Mac Jones, but really he was interpreting how all of our minds worked in real time, and then
Yeah.
analyzed the rest.
Maybe
of the draft.
maybe incorporate how the rosters work, bro.
That's Mac Jones is the 3rd best quarterback on this slate. I will gladly take him.
No
as a
one's
value.
disagreeing with that. Daigle, you could have had him in the 8th round. No one was going to take him.
No,
because they
disagree.
literally.
Disagree.
Only one team could have taken him at that point, and it was G. G, who would you have
Let's do
taken?
an underdog draft now. Are we good?
Not
You
Mac
took Daniel
Jones.
Jones in the 8th.
Yeah, let's do another Gretsch draft right now.
Another Gretsch
No,
draft.
I want. Hey, copy this tab. Copy this tab, Gretch. One more of these, and then we're shutting down the stream.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Oh my god.
Double 50s. Double
Gretch.
50s.
Double 50s.
Run it back. Double 50s. Run it
Double
back.
Gretch, can I
50.
invest in this company? It's dope.
You can play it on the screen,
It lets
that's
you
what matters.
copy. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Gretch, who do you use for your stat provider?
Are you serious? Because I already copied it.
Hey, can we get a drink? Can we get a drink break? Yes or no?
Sure.
right.
I'm gonna give you 44 seconds.
God, look at that hair. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Every
I'm
time I
back.
see that clip, I think Nathaniel Hackett's gonna start making out with Greg Lewis' hair so much.
That clip was funny in the summer, but the more we know about Nathaniel Hackett, how much funnier does that
It's
get?
really
I know it's so poorly for Hackett.
All right, here we go. View more sell action.
Wait, we should do the one-on-one. Randomize the order.
Yeah, you need to re-randomize the draft order.
I am, but you can't see it because of the screen. So let me scroll down. All right. View more sell action.
You can't see it because of the screen. How convenient. Number 1 overall pick.
I'm clicking on randomized range here.
Bring out, let's go back to Twitter. Conspiracy
There,
theories
you can
alive.
see it down there. Randomized range. Here it goes. Brick G.
Woo!
Oh, we got last pick.
Wow.
Is it just reverse order?
Yeah, it doesn't seem that random, dude.
Yeah, this
Brick
feels.
G, Spags. No, it's not reverse.
It's
not full reverse.
Your RNG software is busto, Greg.
No, this looks legitimate. This looks legitimate to me.
Brick's ready to invest.
Can we
Take Jamal Williams.
Can we change third wide receiver to a flex?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Flex.
Player
Finish
pool
that.
is going to be rough.
Yes.
Give me Allen.
Oh, it house.
Kyle
Oh,
Allen.
you're a Josh
Bold
Allen
strokes.
slappy.
So we're only doing one running back and a flex?
No, we're doing.
No, we took a
two
wide receiver
receivers.
away.
Oh, gotcha.
What? We're doing. Wait, what is it? 2 receivers, 1 flex.
2 receivers, 1 flex.
Guys,
Should we do
look.
running? Should we do 3 receivers and 1 running back in a flex? Because the running backs are what right now.
No, this is right. 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver,
Yeah.
1
Yeah,
tight
that's
end,
good.
1
That's
flex.
good.
This is good. This is good.
Okay.
Everybody
Diggs.
relax.
Fucking Naheem Hines.
Diggs.
Stop it.
I get him twice. Give me Diggs all day.
He's going Stephon Diggs 2 overall. Look at this.
Can't wait to make a cool 100.
G winning both of these would be pretty sweet.
Well, that would barely
such a
cover your
baller, man.
costs of whiskey and laundry for hosting Daigle.
The best part about it is we'd never bring it up on the show. No one would ever.
No, we never would talk
We'll
about
just
it.
move on next week.
Hey, Pete, did you check your Venmo? I sent you the JD McKissick loss, by the way.
Thank you. Now I get to forward it to Pat for fucking Darius Slayton.
I guess let me get a Mon-Ra.
Damn, early.
I'm hedging against my
that's a
other
reach.
lineup.
It's a reach.
Have you guys noticed how soft Gretch.com is getting this year?
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'll do Justin Jefferson this time.
Hold on,
Dude,
calm down.
I stopped playing on all other sites because the action on Gretch.com is just so
I'll take Dak.
The only thing I don't like about it is the draft's only fill when it's really late on Thanksgiving.
It's surprisingly fast considering the automation process behind it.
It's just Gretch typing.
It's fucking fast now.
I think our pick should be CeeDee Lamb and Saquon Barkley.
What about Tony Pollard?
I'm fine with Tony Pollard too, but I didn't know. I mean, Lamb, I think, should definitely be. There's a huge cliff from Lamb to Myers.
All right.
Lamb for sure. Lamb 100%.
That buys us
I
another
think,
30 seconds. I think
according to
Lamb and
Leone's
Pollard-
projection, Cook, Stevenson, and Barkley are all pretty close, and Pollard. So,
do we want to play Lamb and Barkley on opposite sides of this game, or do we want to play Lamb and
That was
Pollard?
my thought, but I like Pollard too. But I think Barkley would be my lane.
let's go Barkley.
All right.
Tony
went
Pollard.
Third pick overall, Daigle takes him again.
Yes.
No running backs in the first round this time around.
Wow. It's like the field is getting sharper.
Last draft
Gretch.com.
went Allen, Prescott, Pollard, Diggs, Jefferson. And then I'm not gonna say any names because after that, those players are undrafted.
Yeah, I'll
Barkley
go
didn't go
Dalvin
until
Cook.
205 to Reeves. He had Prescott, Barkley to start last draft.
Wow. Man, wait till we get the ADP just rolling in on
Yeah.
Gretch.com.
It's gonna be-
How often do you
Gretch.com
update your
ADP?
ADP, Gretch?
I took Dalvin Cook.
Is there an API I can get my hands on?
Gretch, can you pull the ADP? And by that, I mean the other draft.
Yeah. Gretch, are you updating any boosts for Thanksgiving weekend?
Gretch, will we use promo code Gretch on Gretch.com?
Everyone saw the first draft how bad the receiver clip was, so they made sure they all went in the first round that time. Chip chasing form right there.
Let me get
Piss and yellow.
I'll take Gabe Davis again. If the other Chris is going to keep taking the other Bills receiver, I'm going to leverage against him.
But take Ramondre Stevenson.
Wow.
Surprising, right?
G's gonna win both of these.
God damn it, G.
Taking it too
Already
seriously.
so good.
Ka-chow. My kid wants me to do this shit.
Flex means anything, right? So I could take a QB here too, right?
No, this isn't super
That's
flex.
super flex.
Gretch.com isn't coded for that.
These figures won't work.
Take Jamal Williams, you pussy.
I know, yeah. I don't like this spot anymore. You know what? Let's redo that. Let's start from the top.
Oh wow, capitulation already.
I'll do Jamal Williams, of course, and give me TJ Hawkinson.
I love how Jamal Williams was a bit, and then it turned into you dropping every opportunity you could.
That's what happens on Underdog. Pete fucking comes up with a bit and eventually turns into reality.
I'm going robust. Devin Singletary. Yeah, everyone's sad about
cheering
that.
yourself?
I know that shit.
Can I get Dawson Knox, please?
Spags acting like he's ordering his third beer.
I'll take the Dawson Knox over medium.
Yeah.
I
I'll go
didn't get my
Jacoby.
matters. On Gretch.com, they'll ban you real
Yeah,
fast.
lunchable. Fuck yeah, lunchable.
Seed funding coming in for Gretch.com. What are you raising at? A $1 million valuation?
Yeah,
Higher?
yeah.
Papa Dawson Knox, great pick. I'm in on it.
Daigle? You're up.
You take Mac Jones though.
He can't.
Dawson Knox ADP dropped from round 6 to round 3 in less than 5 minutes. Just like that.
Daigle can barely see the screen right now. The
I
screen
thought
is moving
Gretch.com was
pretty-
tight end pre.
Where did-
That's my bad.
Dude, where did
Did Daigle
Daigle
just drop
go?
off voluntarily?
Dude, there's such an obvious pick. It's the obvious pick in a vacuum and for his correlation. And I can't wait for him to
Fake.
come back and fuck this up. Don't say it. Who are you picking?
Darius Slayton.
Give us Dalton Schultz. Jesus.
No, don't give me Dalton Schultz. I want Darius Slayton.
We went
Yeah,
down
you
some,
got
we should
Darius
also,
Slade.
guys. We
Don't
should
worry
probably
about it.
take. I hate to say it, but we should probably take Zeke here.
Yeah.
Woo!
You're right.
Spicy. Spicy, dude. If CeeDee Lamb's don't
We know from experience that the second running back dries up.
It's either Thielen.
No,
It's Thielen or Zeke.
I think it's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, take Zeke. Take Zeke.
No, dude.
Please.
Zeke over
take
Cousins.
Zeke.
Quarterback lasts
Yeah.
forever.
Thielen
Take
is the
Zeke.
highest projected player on the board right now.
No, take
Adam
Zeke.
Thielen.
No, take
I think
Zeke.
Zeke for the positional scarcity, and you
Yeah.
know I'm not going to make this argument. Unless I
Right,
really
you're
feel
right.
strong.
You're right, dude.
I think it's Zeke.
Hey, you definitely should do that.
I don't.
We're already betting on the Cowboys. We got
Yeah,
correlation.
bet on, bro. Bet on them. Bet 3.
There's four running backs in this tier. Zeke Swift. Why I'm giving people the answer?
No, DeAndre Swift. Let's put DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, get Zeke.
I think we should take Thielen.
I want to play DeAndre.
No, Thielen's the wrong move. I think I'd go Swift or Zeke. I think we got to get second running back.
You got to take Thielen. Pete's right.
We've already made a bet on a lot of Dallas touchdowns.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like
DeAndre Swift? I love it.
The countdown logic's broken on count.com? Find out here.
3, 2, 1.
All right, Swift. Take it.
Swift.
Yeah.
You know who has a higher ceiling than DeAndre Swift, right?
Zeke, who the guy I was trying to get
Ezekiel Elliott has 2 touchdowns in his bag, so yes.
Yeah, I know.
We are going
So I was
Ezekiel
trying to
Elliott
get steak.
with Dak and Tony Pollard for sure.
Yeah. Good luck finishing third.
Yeah, Daigle, this is the worst team construction I've ever seen, but you are right about Zeke.
Let me go ahead and highlight this winner take.
I mean, this team is so fucking dead. Like, it couldn't be more dead.
This is I've never seen a more first place team in my life.
This is the least first place team I've ever fucking seen in my life.
I see all the touchdowns. All the touchdowns are in my column.
How many touchdowns do you think they're going to score? 11?
On Gretsch.com, all the touchdowns are on column F. That's all I fucking see right now.
Wow.
Let's do.
F is a good column for you to get on this team. I will say. Whew.
See, I took the ceiling. Reeves doesn't even know.
Reeves is going back.
I took it all.
Well,
I took it all already.
I'm on 1 and 2 players. So I'm seeing how I'll play it. I'll roll it. I'll go DeAndre Swift. Or no, he already went. Did you guys?
Drink, Reeves. Drink.
Take a shot.
Bummer. I'll take Kirk Cousins then.
That's embarrassing.
See, my team's better than that.
See, that's who I wanted to take was Cousins.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks last the days, dude.
But you got Jefferson.
Jefferson's going to outscore your 2 through 4th picks.
Absolutely not.
No, I'm saying.
I'm talking to Daigle.
No. Cousins was a good play with Jefferson.
Slayton's going to outscore Jefferson tomorrow.
I'm going to take Damien Harris again.
I love that we're getting the same picks repeatedly where people are like, God, I'm higher on this guy than I should be, and I have to take him again.
I was trying not to get the same players.
Jacoby Myers.
Gone.
Dude, take a fucking drink.
Take a shot.
You're not cut out for bare knuckles.
White knuckles is what we call it.
Fucking guy.
Slade. Give me Slade. Darius Slade.
Gone.
God, dude.
God
Chris.
damn it, dude. That's
Take
a
another
double
shot.
drink. Double
Take
drink,
another
bro.
shot.
Double shot, dude.
Beer.
I'm good. Slayton. Or Dean.
No, yeah, Chris.
You just took Slayton again.
I texted you a link because
He literally drafted Slayton and we're like, he's gone. He's like, cool. Finishes your drink and he goes, all right, I'll take Darius Slayton.
I'm going Slayton again.
I hate all these guys. Gallup.
Holy shit.
Let me go get some more alcohol.
No. This stream's about to be over.
I think this.
It's all good, bro.
This stream is 3.5 hours.
I still gotta build all my lineups tomorrow. You guys clearly laid everything out for me on this podcast. So.
Oh yeah, you understand the slate now.
I do actually feel like this is pretty good prep for the slate.
It's honestly pretty good prep. Brick took McKenzie.
Yeah.
We lost G. So.
He's gonna take Slayton anyways.
G said I misclicked 2 picks. Let me go get more alcohol. Alcohol?
Who's Darius Myers?
The guy G keeps trying to draft.
Darius Myers.
Let me get Jared Goff again.
We gotta get G.
Oh, I thought I went.
Oh, you better hope he doesn't snipe you.
I'm not going Jared Goff.
No, he's going Jared Goff because he just learned the first player that's not drafted that he could actually take. He's been scrambling.
This content is going to be useless in 8 hours, by the way. That's the best part about it.
Useless now.
Content.
Yeah.
It was useless.
Diego, what do you think we do around here, bud?
It was useless 3 hours ago when we started the stream.
We started
Content.
arguing about Kyle Pitts' like 2023 value.
Oh, yeah.
and
Definitely
never
useless.
intended to be
The
useful.
most useless shit I've ever heard in my life. You're right. Yeah.
Obviously, he wasn't here when we were Googling naked featherball. That's timeless.
No, it's not. It was not.
We did
Cowboy
learn about a lot of
defense.
sports tonight.
Cowboys defense. There it is. He's getting higher and higher.
Oh.
Oh, Daggle's upset. Last time around, it was 504. It was also G. Now it's 502.
Wow, that's a reach, dude. G, are you
I
okay with that reach?
Okay, man.
I want my
Dude, I don't
guy.
know what's going on right now.
Shout
What's
out
up?
Mathology, who's apparently not up tonight. I want him to feel proud about the fact that I'm taking Kristen Harper's boyfriend, Jared Goff.
I don't know what I just heard.
Kristen Harper's a fucking queen. Look, Google her. It's spelled weirdly. It's spelled real stupid like, but look, Kristen Harper. Have a good time. It's 1 a.m., guys. Have a good time. Search Kristen Harper GIF.
It is 1 a.m. Eastern. Yes, you're right.
Spell it. Just
Hey, Gray, dude, we
Yeah,
going to
not
the beer
Christie's
garden?
house where
New York?
Daigle bursts in like the Kool-Aid man and says, "Hey, what's up, guy? You got a couch?"
Dude, Dave, you like the guest room or what?
Yeah,
Tell
it's
us.
pretty great. It's pretty comfortable up here. I'm not gonna lie. I like it a lot.
The stream
We just
just
got
got
paid
extended
$20 to do
because
more.
we have to build a Bailey Zappy triple on
God damn
DraftKings
it.
after.
God damn it.
I'll do
Let's
Khalif
speed this
Raymond.
draft up so we can get to the Bailey Zappy triple.
I'm get a beer.
What? A
Just
Bailey
get it, bro.
Zappi
Get it.
triple?
Reeves is up.
I'll take Khalif Raymond.
There we
There
go.
you go. What a great pick.
I'll take Patriots defense.
Bagel just reacting to G's Q. Oh, I think
I
you did
think-
that last time, but no, it was Spags last
I
time.
think one of the picks we should take is Bills D because we're fading Bills in this lineup.
I agree.
Daniel Jones makes the most sense for us quarterback wise, but I think G will take Mac Jones because he has Ramondre. So we can
Is
sit
there
on
any
that.
reason to take Daniel Jones? Yeah, probably not.
Because
He took-
even if he
He took Daniel Jones in the last draft, but he had
Yeah.
Lawrence Cage and Slayton.
we can lock up Daniel Jones if we want here.
Lock him up, baby.
Well,
Go
what
grab
about
him.
receiver? What do we have at receiver?
I mean, it's Noah Brown,
Grab
KJ
him.
Osborne, DJ Chark, territory.
Nelson Aguilar.
No,
If you
Nelson
take-
Aguilar, I'm not in on that pick.
He went in the 4th round last time. I don't know who took him.
If you take Nelson Aguilar, you're getting ahead of the forced Mac Jones stack.
It was
G's a
placenta
wild card.
boy over
I
there.
say we lock up Daniel Jones here.
I
him up,
agree.
baby.
Let's take Daniel
Lock
Jones.
him up.
This guy's
Lock him up.
fucking. I want to show you this guy right now that we're dealing with. This guy's unhinged right now.
Dude, you see that Dalmatian there? Hold on, wait, right there.
Hey, what is
And
this?
what's up?
Dude, no free cars ads on this.
We
shit.
gotta
realize we
get
got-
on those walls, man. We gotta get some decorations on these. So we gotta get pictures on those walls. We gotta do some decorating.
Let me talk to my teammates real quick. There's one
Dude.
receiver here.
Dude,
There's
Reeves,
two,
man.
two. There's a lot of receivers are gonna go until we get up again, and we have to go receiver. Oh no, we have.
That's
a flex.
fine. So if we
have a
do
flex,
a
man.
receiver, we should take a Pats wide receiver in case he takes Daniel Jones, and then we can backdoor stack.
No,
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
just go Daniel Jones. No. Daniel Jones is a way better pick. than
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah,
prefer
yeah.
to just take Daniel
Let's
Jones.
take Daniel Jones.
Take Aguilar, dude. Take Aguilar for sure.
I would love to take in Nelson Aguilar.
Y'all
Never thought I would this time.
Y'all are fucking donkeys. You should have taken Nelson Aguilar. Just fucking put him in there. This is fucking easy.
Dude, Reeves, you're absolutely right. I have not done any.
We gotta get some stuff on those walls.
I have not done anything on the walls, dude. My kids take up all my time, and I just fucking do what I can.
I'll do Vikings.
Ooh, spicy.
All the Vikings.
One, two, three, four,
Spags.
five.
I'm thinking about it. about it.
He's deep. in
Take
thought.
take Josh Reynolds, you pussy.
In the 6th round, Pete.
Mm.
He's not
Patrick
coming
Smith
back.
went out. Let me get Justin Jackson.
I like that actually.
That's a good pick.
Finally, a good pick from
That's a good
Specs.
pick, yeah.
I think it's a
Pete,
fucking
when we
horrible
win $1
pick.
million together, it's gonna be such a fucking bummer. It's gonna be the worst $500,000 you've ever won in your
I
life.
just want you to know that on Gretsch.com there are no $1 million prizes. You will not be winning $1 million.
Richie James.
Whose ADP got spiked?
Chiames is going higher
Hang
now.
on. So, G, you're not going to try to set up any other Mac Jones stacks. You're going to fucking take Richie James.
Fuck yeah, I am, dude. Who gives a shit about Mac Jones? He sucks.
Well, he's your quarterback.
Cook.
You brought attention to the fact that he's a loose cannon, and then he went loose cannon.
All right, Brick took James Cook and who?
Wait, let me make sure I got it. Okay. I got 2 running backs. Okay, yeah. James Cook and Noah Brown.
Fucking
Those are
cheater.
good picks.
Looking at his Sims.
Brick's red Sims over there.
Fucking punch
Hunter Henry.
Bunch of suckers.
Take Josh Reynolds, you pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
I would like to leverage against my Josh Reynolds persona and take. Oh no, Khalif Raymond's gone.
We're gonna take Josh Reynolds. Go ahead.
No, I already took Tom Kennedy and Josh Reynolds. I'm taking another thing germane to my brand.
You have Goff.
Let me get a little taste of Tyquan Thornton.
Little taste.
There we go. There we
Little
go.
taste.
Ooh,
Wow. Little nibble. Try it on. Try
Maybe
it
as
on
a
for
treat.
size.
As a
He's
treat. I think I
at the
deserve it.
tasting room. He's tasting some things.
I'll
Building
do
better than Tyquan Thornton is
Tyquan
apple
Thornton's
pie.
an aphrodisiac, is what I've heard.
I'll do Jonnu. I don't think he was picked in the last one.
I'll do Lawrence Cager.
There we go. There we go.
Wait, what tight end does that leave undrafted? Because we have 2 Patriots. That leaves Brock Wright undrafted. He was a 6th-round pick.
Let's
last
go.
year.
There you go. Go him.
Let's go
Draft
Isaiah
him.
Hodgins here.
I was going to say, we either need Galladay or Hodgins.
I need another
Hodgins
receiver.
for sure. Hodgins gonna play over Galladay.
I fucking you don't have to talk me into Isaiah Hodgins. And then
I mean, we need another wide receiver.
Or
I mean, do you want to take Devontae Parker?
no.
I'd take Devontae Parker. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good play.
Pat, let's go to Joshua Tree. You ready?
It's pretty bold to take a player that's not playing
It's what?
tomorrow.
Joshua Tree, you ready?
Parker's
Mitch
not
Elliott.
playing tomorrow?
I said Parker.
So
Is Parker hurt?
Parker's not playing tomorrow?
He's questionable.
he's questionable. He's fine. He played last week.
Oh,
Rich?
he played like 10 routes last week. He's questionable.
Played 33%, which is about what everyone else played.
Kendrick Bourne?
No, Nelson Aguilar played a lot.
All right, I'm fine.
Nelson
with
Aguilar
Kendrick
did play a
Bourne.
lot.
Is there
but
late
that was
swap on
fucking
Gret? Is
gold.
there late
Buddy.
swapping on
You filtered that shit
Gret.com?
up.
Late swap rules on Gretsch.com.
I think we go Kendrick Bourne because
There are no lace.
I
Gretsch.com
don't know. I
can't
think we go
handle
Parker,
late
man.
swap.
I think we go Parker. Pull up
Gretsch.com
the roto
can't
board.
handle late swap.
Well, if you
rules.
set your ranks,
Pull up
and
the
we
roto
put-
roll blurb. He says
if we
it's
put
limited
Kendrick Bourne at the
participant.
top of the-
Limited participant. He played through the same knee issue last week. I think we go Parker.
It's a 6-man league. Why are you playing injured?
KJ Osborne?
No.
He's running all the routes, they say.
Parker's
Noah
not running all the routes. He ran like 33% of the routes last week. But so did Thornton. So it's a play on him
Clock's
getting
ticking
healthy.
down.
Parker.
Gretsch, is Cager
Pete,
a
who do
wide
you want?
receiver on your website or a tight end?
Pete, who do you want?
Kendrick Bourne.
All right, Kendrick Bourne. I'm with Pete.
I mean,
Back on
I
that
just
load
don't
this
trust
time.
this site's late swap functionality, and so a bird in the hand is worth two
That's
in the
fine.
bush. fellas.
Countdown timer's certainly broken. I wouldn't fucking do that.
We got 3 guys. We got to talk a little bit.
KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne.
It's a all my draft.
I hope he didn't. That would be such a
We are
bummer.
destroying all the other sites because everyone realizes that Google Sheets with friends is the future of peer-to-peer fantasy gambling.
Peer-to-peer.
Reeves needs a running back.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Are there running backs left?
No.
No. That's the
Think
thing.
Yeah, Alexander Madison, bro.
Taysom Hill's not on the slate.
No, I think I have to take Hines or Malik Davis, right?
There you go.
Malik Davis is hot. That's hot.
Let's go.
You took Hines in the last draft.
I'll take
Malik
Hines because he returns kicks and maybe I can get a
double.
Yeah, exactly. Look, he doesn't even think he's getting anything offensively out of him. That's what I was trying to argue in the last
Malik
draft.
Davis is going to have more touches than Naeem Hines.
You're not wrong. It's not an incorrect take.
Pete, who are we talking about other than Hines?
Malik Davis. He's going to have more
we had
touches
another.
than Hines.
No, Matt Breida was the other one we were discussing. I mean, CJ Ham can always fall into
I
two
should take
TDs out of
Breida.
slate like this.
Can I take Breida still?
Breida's hot.
Yeah,
Breida's, I mean, he's like a legit.
Wow.
player.
The site, Gretsch.com, is undoing picks in real time. Fucking collusion. Guys, we still have to build a Bailey Zappi triple. Let's speed this up.
God
So to
damn it.
everybody out there
No, we
who
don't.
feels as
Stop
though
sending money.
they want to see a Lions onslaught, I think that concludes with this particular lineup.
All right,
The
fine.
Lions DST here. No, not with Josh Reynolds.
He needs a defense. This is a
these are both
shit
Josh
lineup.
Allen.
Yeah,
with
the
his
Lions
injured elbow. He
DST.
can't throw.
No,
He can't
no.
throw. It's a
All
mono
right,
play.
G, you're up.
Back attack.
Can you punt defense?
Tim Patrick.
Falls asleep.
Pick a skill position
You
on
can't.
Gretsch.com? No, can't do that.
I'll,
All right.
Do you allow auto drafters on Gretsch.com?
Yes.
All
right.
I'm not
Let's build
sharing
this-
these. You guys are never going to hear another word about these.
Yeah.
There's no way we remember who we picked.
All right.
Oh, no.
Let's speed through this. Chipsy donated for a Bailey Zappi triple.
Aguilar.
No, why?
Why not?
What's wrong with Aguilar?
Just spend all the money. Just get all the other good guys. You got
Definitely get Aguilar
Henry.
and Myers.
We got to
in
get
there.
Myers in
You
there.
don't have any good
And
There we
then
go, we're
tight
good.
end. Got to
Got
be
to
a tight
do
end.
Henry, right?
Yeah.
No.
Wait, a triple could be Ramondre. Why don't we play Ramondre, dude? If we don't play Ramondre in a Bailey's Alley trip, I mean,
You gotta take out Henry, take Aguilar, and that's a triple right there.
I think we go Zappy. Guys, I know this is controversial, but I feel like if we're playing Zappy, this lineup's already fairly contrarian.
It's winning a million, dude. Take out fucking Henry and put Aguilar. Let's go.
You have to play the good plays.
like Pete Sell that is fairly contrarian. It's pretty good. Let's just literally plug in all the chalk. Doesn't matter now.
Every chalk player was that.
Every chalk player there possibly is.
Tony
It's the only
Pollard,
way this wins.
running back.
Put Jefferson in there.
Jamal Williams.
Put Jefferson in there.
Diggs, Jefferson.
Diggs, yeah.
This is actually the easiest lineup we've had to make. all
This is the
night.
best we built tonight.
Pretty simple.
You better share this guy the money.
Spags, who's our flex?
On a tee. Bring us home, Spags. Close this thing out.
Bring us home tonight.
Josh Reynolds.
So we don't need a lot of La Sour on the table, I think. So I would say let's take Khalif Raymond here. Let's hedge against the likely outcome.
Spags, come on. I'm going to give you one more chance to get this answer right.
I mean, honestly, with this lineup, it's probably Matt Breida.
Now, Spags, I'm going to give you one more chance to get this right.
Craig Reynolds?
Craig Reynolds.
Craig Reynolds is on IR.
Now I'm circling Spags.
I have no idea who Greg Bell even is.
Spags.
I mean,
who is Greg Bell?
In Hebrew language, Josh means judge. So only God can judge me if I pick Josh Reynolds, the ship-chasing fucking hero.